Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Trudy King TV.
SoKraZyTv, and we got Renegade, man. Let's get it.
Whoa,
Get it, man. But hey, man, y'all see the title, man. Shot once again. Welcome back to In the Zone podcast, man. You know what I mean? Hey, you see it, man. The conference finals showdown. There's the four teams left. A new champion will be crowned. You know what I mean? If game one, Timberwolves,
Yeah,
Thunder happened yesterday, game one. Thunder won 15 to 88,
yeah, 114-88.
114-88.
Man, it was a good game though, but Minnesota got to tighten up, man. They was missing a lot of shots. Hey, but I give credit to their defense, man. They made Shea work in the first half. He had some good looks he was missing, but Minnesota role players, y'all got to step up, man. Uh, Shout out to Julius Randle. That boy was hooping. He was aggressive. Hey man, they better play that. Jaden McDaniels, my X factor. He got to take more than 5 shots, man.
right.
Yeah, he gotta shoot more, man. But other than that, bro, I think
Especially
they'll
he
be
blicked
all
his
right.
first shot. He blicked that first shot. I think it was his first two shots. He blicked them bitches cold. I'm like, come
Yeah,
on,
that's
keep going.
facts. Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Shea, man. He was 2 for 13 in the first half. Second half, that's when he started killing, man. Uh, he went 8 for 14 in the second half. Most of his points came in the second half. Man, OKC, hey man, they this might be an easy series if Minnesota keeps doing what they're doing, bro. I'm just
Cause the
saying,
refs
man.
keep doing what they doing.
It ain't even the refs, man. They
Man,
missed a
listen,
lot of
soon as Jaden McDaniels got out the building, that's when Shea went off, man. Every whole first half he was out here playing like my Shayla and my
my
Tyrese voice,
Shayla.
man.
That is
Come on, man.
crazy. My
Come on,
Shayla.
man. Disgusting. It was
Disgusting
utterly
word.
disgusting, man. Come on,
Mm.
where your rim
Shayla.
pressure at? Come
Hey, but
on,
what
like
about
why
this?
you
What
not
about
going
this?
strong to the basket?
What
Like
about this
you
though?
get
What about this? Why ain't scoring the fourth, man?
listen.
Remember my team.
I don't listen. He heard that ankle. He ain't go off. Listen,
Yo, he did
I'm
mess up
I'm
his ankle though.
disappointed.
Right.
You feel me? I'm disappointed or
Mm.
whatever. But he wasn't. He ain't playing soft though.
Nah,
Man,
he didn't.
this nigga
Oh,
AE
there you
so
go.
frustrated with the softness that Shea playing with. He throwing the ball at him. He stepping all over him, pushing him down on the ground and shit, pushing him in front of refs because they calling all of this old pussy shit. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I
It's
ain't gonna lie though.
disgusting.
I ain't gonna lie
It's
though.
disgusting.
It's looking like Shay be flopping, man. It's looking like Shay be flopping, bruh. He
I
be
mean, it's
It's
a
getting that
like
skill.
off,
I mean,
man.
I don't want to say. Listen,
It's a
I don't think
skill
he.
set,
Listen,
right?
it's a skill set to like draw foul. I don't think. Listen, don't get it twisted. Like that game specifically wasn't a good example of people like saying like he don't flop per se. Cause he do be getting fouled. Like I ain't gonna say he don't be getting fouled, but like it is those type of things like that is like all right, you get the benefit
Yeah.
of the doubt with some.
bro. They
But I mean,
they don't call this. They don't call no weak stuff like that on in the playoffs, and everybody knows it. They changed the rules when the
Hmm.
Bearden and Trey Young was out here manipulating the rules to get. They changed the rules, but for them dudes. But when these foreigners do this old weak shit in the playoffs, you're gonna give them these fouls. And we didn't seen the Bearden try and do the foul bait shit that he do in the playoffs, and we see him really get fouled, and the refs just swallow their whistle. So what the hell is all of this scrape shit happening to Shea for? And they keep calling it like, nah,
Mm.
my nigga, that's disgusting. That's not how we play American playoff basketball. Like you got Jalen Brunson and two of the biggest foul baiters in the goddamn league doing this old disgusting shit, man. And they getting rewarded for it. That's not how we do this playoff basketball, my nigga. This shit is disgusting. Like scrape fouls in the playoffs. That don't I ain't you ain't we ain't, nigga. We don't see the chef get calls like nobody get calls like that, man. Get out of here, man. Shit is disgusting.
Nah,
Right.
but he was struggling in the first half where it wasn't getting those type of calls though. To be fair
Mm-hmm.
Cause
though,
Jaden McDaniels was putting the clamps on him, man. And they
Yeah.
calling it ticky tack BS
but the
scrape
damn, but
fouls
the
on him.
I ain't
To
listen.
be honest, though,
It gets
yeah.
frustrating too. It gets frustrating too. But Daniels do be like he do be over aggressive at times though. Like you can't act
Right.
like
But what is
I
but
get
what
it.
is the
Like,
what is the
like
OKC Thunder's defense on the perimeter if not overly aggressive? Like this shit is
no,
crazy.
you're
We see
right.
what Lou
I do.
Dort do to these niggas
I do
and
agree. I do agree with
Caruso.
that. The Cruz, they let Cruzo be like, wait,
Come
they
on,
let,
man.
but that's the thing I would, that's because I guess it's like, my thing is though, because like the ref know how Go KC play, but at the same time though, okay, if they gonna play they can play super aggressive defensively. Why I can't do the same? All
Or
right,
what I
every
was
game
saying,
gonna
like
get called. Every game don't should be called the same per se, but like, all right, cool. They gonna play super aggressive. All right, let me play super aggressive then. If you want to
you
play the game like that, I mean, hey,
I'm saying you can't do that shit no one way, man. Like, and then OKC, all they gotta they already got hellified defense that they could turn a game around in a couple minutes of worth of gameplay, like the Warriors used to do with the Splash Brothers, but they do it with steals and defense and transition and shit. You telling me you're gonna get these niggas all of these weak ass dog, no son. These weak
hey,
ass calls, my nigga. 8-0,
Hey,
shout
shout
and
out
you
out to
my
got
Kenny.
Shea getting
Shout out to
seven and
man,
Kenny.
seven
shout out my
free
boy,
throws
shout out my
in
cousin,
4
shout out to
minutes.
my shout out
Yeah,
my
yeah.
blood
Shout out
cousin,
to
man.
Ken.
Congratulations. Also, congratulations to me. He about to have a baby.
Oh
Congratulations.
yeah,
You know what I
congratulations,
mean?
bro.
So congratulations. Shout out
Salute.
my he said Knicks and 4, big dog. Hey man, he a Knicks fan.
Mix it
Oh
Yeah,
for.
you
no,
know all that, man. Hey, listen, hey,
Okay.
he said Knicks and 4, big dog.
that's
Hey,
crazy
I
work.
like the energy, man. Listen, hey, he
Like
That
the
said,
ain't
hey,
about
energy
he
that ain't
too,
said,
gonna
man.
happen.
whatever he said, he said,
New York is lit right now. Maybach Sports salute. Oh, he
hey,
said he
best
could
part,
have a boy salute, man.
a boy,
Congrats.
and a boy. So see, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, salute,
Man,
man.
see, Nick, see, this is man. Listen, man, the New York energy is crazy, man. The New York energy
Hey,
is crazy,
the
man.
bodega
Listen, man.
lit, man. The bodega lit.
And
I'm just
man,
saying.
It's
listen,
gonna be
man.
burned down.
Everything's
Now
on.
gonna be burned down at
Man,
about
I'm
nine
telling you,
o'clock
man.
tonight.
Hey, Nick,
Nine.
hey, I ain't gonna lie though. They look, man. Listen, y'all think Philly was bad? If y'all think Philly was bad
Bro, New
when they
York gonna
won,
be
boy,
bad.
they
We
may got to
got
call National Guard for them. Motherfuckers. I ain't going.
Man,
They
we
may got to
got
call
Brooklyn
National
fans
Guard.
turning into Knicks fans, bro. I'm just
Listen,
saying, man.
they may got they may got call National Guard for them. Then for the Knicks fans. Knicks fans
Them
celebrate.
bitches finna be.
Well, this is like a
They
double
finna
edged
be
sword
sick.
though. They kind of I ain't going. They kind of have to win though because like they had to like because like even each game they win because they gonna win some games in the series, right?
Hmm.
And pay that they can win some games and they going, you know what I mean, they're gonna amplify, you know what I mean? They
Right.
lose, man, they gonna get clowned because Brand Windhorse, I know he ready. He ready to cook. Boy,
Hell yeah.
well how
Yeah,
they
he
did
ready. He ready.
he
Fact.
ready. Yeah, you did all that for what? Yeah, you throw it up, y'all y'all lost.
Mm.
They ready. Or okay, you throw that trash, yeah, you right. Lost.
Haliburton finna cook them boys. It's all 6 games.
I think
Man, they
I
better
think
come
it's gonna be a
swinging
good
game
series
one.
though. But going back to my fault, we jump ahead
The
a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
we jump ahead a little bit, but still, man, I don't want man Anthony Edwards, man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. They said they called man Baby Jordan. Can't lie. Shit's burned down, win or lose. Is New York making it this far? Look at the Yanks last year. Now still the yeah.
Yeah, but
But
I
I'm
ain't gonna
saying
cook.
like, man,
What you gonna cook? And
man, listen, dog.
you ain't got to though. It's only one game. And
Man, I don't want to hear that shit, dog. That man been
man,
inconsistent the
he
whole playoff.
23 though, bro. He
I don't want
23,
to hear
man.
that shit. Cause when Jason Tatum
Growing
was
pain.
23, they didn't care when Jason Tatum was 23.
Well,
I don't want
I
to hear that
cared.
shit, bro.
I cared. I didn't
I don't want to
cook.
hear
I
that
didn't cook
shit, man.
Jason Tatum.
Hey, Renegade, they didn't care when Jason Tatum was 23 years old. They didn't
I'm
Yeah,
care
just
when he was
they
saying,
been
man.
23.
trying to step on Tatum. I mean,
They
listen,
they was
man.
just
Look,
They've been trying to
they
step
they,
on
they
Jason Tatum. I get
I'm
it,
just
but
saying they ain't care when Tatum was 23. I'm
can
just
we
telling
at
you what it is. They
least
ain't care.
wait
he
until
gotta get to. He need to talk to the chef and see what's up and get him them ankle treat. Like, would he do something with them ankles, man? Real talk. He
Who
need to
ain't?
go have a sit down with the
I'm
chef, man.
disappointed in Ant Man, but y'all gotta true, you gotta understand, man. This is the number one defense in the league, man. I hear
I don't
people
want to hear
calling
that
it.
shit.
I hear people calling it a historic defense, bruh.
I don't
I've
want to
heard
hear
that
that,
on
man.
He
multiple
is hella
occasions.
fire. He's one shot is
I don't want to
unacceptable
hear.
though.
Were
I don't
you
want to
That's
hear
ready?
that, bro.
True. Were you ready to cook Shea when he was 2 for 13 in the first half?
He shot bad too. He shot bad. He had 20 points. He did what he had to do, but like we gotta keep the same energy. Motherfuckers ain't playing. Listen, we just gotta keep the
Yeah,
same energy, man. There was
that's
niggas
all.
and when Ambi playing bad, even when they
Mhm.
win, whatever it gets quiet.
He's
Like,
been
come
mid
on,
this,
bro. Like,
but that's the thing though. He's been mid this whole playoffs, bro. He was
and
mid
I ain't
against
gonna
the.
say that he had some
No, he
great
was
games
no
though.
man. I
Like,
mean, he had some great games, but I'm talking about the in totality, bro. Bro, no man. He shot 40 and 107 against the Lakers, man. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. We was giving niggas wide open shots. Nah, man. I ain't trying.
I'm just saying though, man, we
I
gotta
feel
keep the
it though.
same
I
energy
feel it
though,
though,
bro.
but I
I'm just
feel it,
saying, like, this
bro.
is my
But
thing. Like, listen, I'm not saying that it was
he's
just
having a
trash.
mid playoffs to me,
I
man.
didn't say I didn't say he was trash. I didn't say well, he ain't can't be who he can be, but like it is picking and choosing when motherfuckers want to like play bad. And then
Hmm.
I said this before. Julius Randle, the most important player on the Timberwolves. He's been the most consistent player on the Timberwolves. They wasted a
Hmm.
great that man Julius
Yeah, they
Randle
wasted a
balled
great
out.
Julius. Yeah, they
in the
wasted a
first
good
half.
Julius
Them boys
game,
got
man.
man.
He
Look,
been
Jules
balling.
cooking. Jules,
one
nobody
shot in
can
the
hold him
one
right
shot in
now.
the second half is unacceptable. That's just a fact, though. I
Come
don't give
on,
a
man.
Yeah,
You
fuck
can't
about
have
zero
no
points in the
ankle
fourth
and
ass,
shit.
quarter.
bro.
I feel it. 0 points in the first in the fourth. It can't happen. I get it, but I just want people to be consistent. That's it, bro. That's all. Just keep it consistent across the board. Minnesota, their role players, DiVincenzo, Nas Reed, those guys like that, Nikhil Alexander, they can't be
Yeah,
bad like
Nas
the
Reed
way
one
they
for
did.
11.
Jaden
Divvy
McDaniels, again, he can't take five
Divvy
shots the whole
breaking
game.
everything in sight like he
Yeah,
Porzingis and shit.
it
Like,
can't
come on,
happen,
man.
man. It can't happen. They even put the young fella in the guard shade. What's his name? Jalen Clark. They put him in for what, 6 minutes?
They had to do something when the refs got Jaden McDaniels about the paint. But that shit was
Yeah.
disgusting, man. That took away from the
And
whole goddamn game right there. And boys
and
calling all of that weak shit in the playoffs. Boy, niggas been
mhm,
getting smacked and hacked and grabbed and jersey. You seen all of all of these untucked jerseys in the playoff? Niggas playing hard out here, but you calling this pussy shit on this on shade like, and I can't take this, dog.
hey,
Come on, man.
Renegade and True. And Chet cooking Rudy Gobert.
I'm about to say,
Cooking him.
Yeah.
Both of
like,
them, Hartenstein and
this
Chet
nigga
cooking
Shea.
Rudy
No.
Gobert.
Chet ain't hit a fader, a mid range fader all playoffs long, and he now he hitting shots against Yoga. Like, bro, what the hell is
So
going on right now, man? He been breaking everything in
giving them boys some
sight.
energy, giving niggas energy.
Niggas see Rudy and see food, dog. That's what is unacceptable. And
The
then
I
two
Nas
mean,
best
Reed, you gotta
it's,
yeah,
hit your
it's one
shots,
game.
buddy.
Hey,
it
we'll
is
see if
one
he going.
game though.
I mean,
You got them first two
but
fouls in the beginning of the game and ain't never shook back. You did that stupid ass layup. I
yeah,
couldn't believe you got to go now. You got to get up out this game right now.
Mm.
yeah,
Right now. Nigga did a reverse, I mean a backwards layup like he Jamal Murray or something. Nigga, what are you doing? What are you doing? Damn. Fuck.
Yeah.
Somebody get this nigga a lob or something so he ain't gotta do all of this dumb shit. Fuck. That shit crazy. Needing to kill the shit to jack up more shots. Jaden McDaniels gotta jack up more shots. Nigga. The fuck? Shit is disgusting.
Yeah, it was bad, bro.
yeah.
So Knicks and Pacers, what y'all got? How y'all got that one looking tonight?
I got Pacers at I got Pacers at 6.
Pacers and six. Who win the game tonight, True? Who win tonight?
Winning again tonight.
Yeah.
I think I got New York winning tonight.
Me too. I got New York winning the
Pacers.
series. I got New York in six. I got New York winning game one. Think for New York, they just gotta keep doing what they doing. They've been a fourth quarter team this whole playoffs. Now the thing about the Pacers, you don't want the others to go off. You know, they deep. They got like 9 to 10 guys that could come in, get you like 10. Then they got their best players too. So at the end of the day, man, I need to see Cat still being aggressive. And my X factor is OG, man, for me.
Yeah, he gonna have to do something with Tyler Burton.
OG
If
hitting
he
his
can stop
shots.
Tyler Burton,
Yeah, you
it's
gotta
gonna
stop
be
Haliburton.
they're gonna do
Definitely.
they're gonna do
He
him a
said
lot of good.
Maybach said Pacers winning tonight and the series. Okay.
Okay.
I ain't mad at that.
He gonna blitz them boys. They gonna come out swinging. Gonna tear their ass out the frame early. You know what I'm
The
saying?
thing is,
But
I don't know what they. I don't know what Gilbert all the way. Gilbert all the way was like.
oh man, he was sounding crazy. Yo, dude said, "Oh, if you got all of these players averaging all of these points, you're not a good team." Like, what type of what sense does that make, man?
Yeah, I
Damn,
don't know what he
like
was.
Hey,
that's
hey, they're announcing the
damn.
MVP in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I thought they did already like an hour or two ago. Oh, you talking about at the game
Yeah, they're announcing it on TV at,
at late
The
ass
in
Marlins not
announcement
15
after?
good.
You see how they
at
give this
7
that late
o'clock
ass
Eastern.
announcement after this whole weak ass game he had last night? Like them niggas toe up. They
Yeah,
really toe
I
up
I
for
get I
real.
get what you're saying, Renegade, but when a guy goes 2 for 13 and comes out in the second half swinging
No
and
Jaden McDaniels. Wait, he
ends
went
up
two
with
for
30,
13. He went
come
two for
on,
13 because
you gotta
Jaden
tip your
McDaniels
hat
was on
somewhere.
his ass. And then when
No,
Jaden McDaniels got all of them damn weak ass foul calls and he was able to get free, okay, he went off. Okay, okay. I mean, if you did it on Jaden McDaniels, then okay, I'll be like, damn, it'd be more demoralizing. But with these, this was the weakest calls in the playoffs, man. This shit was so disgusting. It took away from everything that happened in the game. Like you like, so you're gonna switch the whole momentum of the game around getting the one dude that's stifling and stymieing, you know what I'm
let me
saying?
go to shot
They
creator.
offensive player.
I'm
Like,
gonna go to
come on,
shot
man.
creator and I'm gonna tell you where he was getting his shots from in the second half. He was killing. Stay different, bro. He knows where his shots are gonna be. He knows his spots, and he gonna get to his spots, bro. And there's nothing you could do about it. he was playing
Shit,
his cousin. He
That ain't what Jaden McDaniels was. Shit, that's cap. The
man,
fuck.
he was foul baiting his cousin, man. You seen him?
That's another thing. Soon as they put Nikhil out there, the first thing I said was, "Do not put his ass on Shea, because he too familiar. Now he think he back in the backyard or something. Now he
Yeah,
getting comfortable and shit. You
that's
feel me?
basically what
Like,
he was
no, you
doing.
gotta get Jaden out there on them, nigga. You can't put him out there with his goddamn cousin. He grew up with dude. He don't feel no type of uncomfortableness. They know all each other moves, and Nikhil can't stop him. He a big bona fide defender because he was guarding him all his damn life, and that don't mean he can stop him. So like, no, don't do that. As soon as he lined up with Nikhil, his eyes lit up.
Hmm.
No Jaden in the game, and now he went off. Like, come on, man, disgusting.
Yeah, that's a fact. That was crazy. When I seen that, I was like, "Oh no, he's baiting them. He's baiting them, bruh." That's basically what he was doing. He was flopping too. I'm not gonna lie. I seen the film back, and yeah,
J Dub went off
yeah,
too.
he was falling on the floor, acting like he got tripped. They were calling
Yeah,
fouls. They call him a
uh,
grifter. It's crazy,
come
man.
on, man. It's
Crazy work.
disgusting, man. It's really disgusting. It really is disgusting. Like, that soft shit in the playoff. That ain't how we do playoff basketball, man. That's why it's so disgusting. It's very disgusting to see this old weak ass shit get called when that ain't what we see ever. We don't never see that shit. Those soft ass ticky tack scrape files, man. Get your ass out of 8-0, and you shooting 7 free throw shots, nigga, in 4 minutes? Hell nah. The fuck?
Cook 'em. It's all valid, man. Y'all want to talk about the MVP? Who y'all think getting the MVP, man? They about to announce it in like 10 minutes.
Man, you already
All right,
know
let
his
me
shit.
say.
But they down bad for giving him the MVP after he had that weak ass game last night. Should have gave it to him after he stepped on him on game 7.
Mhm. Crazy, man.
Gotta
Hey,
be shit. Ain't
hey,
nobody it could be but shit.
they cooking your coach. They cooking your coach in the chat, true.
If you
Vicious.
going if you going to say if you going to make if Brad Stevens don't know what he's doing, then can you if we going to say that, then say Brad Stevens don't know what he's doing.
Joe Cheese really shit the bed though. He so up for that shit. I ain't gonna cap.
I mean, he made mistakes though, but at the end of the day, players got to play better than the day though. You can't control like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I
Right.
mean, what you want me like? What him want him to do? Motherfucker missing wide open shots. Motherfucker missing layups in
Hey,
that
this.
series. I mean, Tatum had a bad 2 games. I mean, my if we gonna go there, if we're gonna go there, then Brad on what he doing then. You just gotta take it. You just gotta take it all the way there. Then that's how I look at it. Because Joe
They
Mazzulla is still better than the
they
majority
thought
of coaches in the NBA. He
they
made
thought
and Joe
just because they
Mazzulla made
was
mistakes. He had taken Reggie when we had this conversation about coaches taking accountability by that Laker coach. You know what I mean? And Joe Mazzulla takes accountability, and he will learn from this. Which I mean, he
he
gonna take accountability for his actions.
them boy he thought that just because they was such a good shooting team that they were just gonna shoot themselves up out of it. He
I
crazy.
mean, we was missing but we was missing layups too, though. That's the thing. Like, it wasn't about we was just missing shots. Period, though. Like those games, we were like, you know what I mean? when we missing late, when the first two games we lose by a total of 4 points, and we missing the shots period. So crazy. Look at the chart. We
Yeah.
was in the missing period. Is that Joe Mazzulla fault that NBA players that pay to get paid make shots don't make shots?
No,
No,
I
that
mean
ain't your coach fault.
he ain't bad as what JJ did. That's a fact.
No,
I
I'm just
think
saying.
they,
I'm not
but
saying
I
Joe.
think they
I'm
blaming
not saying
y'all.
Joe Mazzulla. I'm not saying Joe Mazzulla didn't make mistakes though. I'm not saying that at all. But I do know this: Joe Mazzulla is going to go back.
Yo, he cut off.
You said True had to sit down with Joe. Check, man. He not check. He didn't check Joe. He. I don't think he had to check. I don't think he had to check Joe. But these guys was NBA players that's missing. That was missing shots. Listen, here's the thing: when you are a coach, bro, like especially in the NBA, if guys not playing, bro, if guys not playing to their ability, you listen. I understand Jalen Brown had a meniscus tear, but he did not play well in the series. Let's just be honest.
I don't think we
Like,
ever seen a more broke
like
team than the Celtics. That was crazy. Them niggas was breaking everything. Like
Yeah, it was
that was
so
bad, man.
that had
crazy.
to do in Renegade with that had to do with coaching. There's those are
I think
players that we saw hit like.
Right. But the thing is, Drew, Drew got that chip finger. Uh, everybody was
I'm
toe
just
up.
saying.
You know what I'm saying? Drew had that chip finger. Big Al
I'm just
old.
saying though.
Zingy broke
And
the
hey True,
brokest
I
thing in the
think they
playoffs.
blaming y'all
Tater
for the
got hurt,
scheme.
and
I think
and
that's
that
what they
meniscus
blaming y'all for.
the scheme,
from
I mean, what's the scheme?
Jalen
But the
Brown.
scheme had nothing. The scheme had nothing
Like
to
the
do
play
with it.
style,
The scheme.
like how y'all play,
Here's my problem. The scheme
shooting
had nothing to
threes
do
too
with it. We were
much.
missing wide open shots. The scheme had nothing to do with it when you are an NBA player. You missing layups, and everything in between.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It don't. The scheme don't matter. The
No,
scheme
no,
don't matter
no.
if you're
It's
not
like the
executing plays.
schemes, the play style, y'all
It
shooting
don't
too many
matter if you don't
threes out
execute.
there. I
It
think
doesn't.
that's what y'all
It don't
that's what they
matter if you don't
blaming y'all
execute.
for. I'm just
It don't
saying,
matter
y'all.
if you don't execute. It don't matter if you don't execute.
Casual saying scheme talk.
It
Yeah,
don't matter. It don't. But
he
here's the
said
thing though,
here,
so crazy. But
what's
here's the
up?
thing, so crazy. It don't matter if you don't execute. We was also missing layups too. Go look. So what did that supposed to mean? How many layups we missed? How many shots we missed in the restricted area? Then like you can't talk about we missing threes and all that when we missing layups.
Yeah,
And we lost by 4. We lost by a total of 4 points in the two games.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Like that. That's not. If you're gonna say if you're gonna blame that coaching, then that's hey. I'm
I think
sorry.
yeah, they just
Because
don't like how y'all play Atlanta basketball.
Joe not going anywhere. Tatum already said the best
Yeah, it'll
coach in the
still
league.
be too early to fire him right now.
Yeah,
I'm just saying he made mistakes.
you
So
can't.
like, so what
You
other coach?
especially
So what
can't
other
fire
coaches
him.
doing? Cause what other coaches doing? Cause what other coaches is this doing right now?
But why does the result have to be let's fire the coach?
My whole thing is though,
I don't know,
my
man.
whole thing about the Joe, but my whole thing about the Joe Mazzulla thing is like, what do you? Okay, at the end of the day, right? These guys are NBA players.
Right.
These guys are NBA players. I'm not saying Joe Mazzulla is perfect. I'm not saying that at all. But clearly, what he was doing was working. It just, like I said before, we was missing wide open shots. The players even said so themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
I'm just
that was
saying.
the brokest team I ever seen of a team that's supposed to be
I'm just saying,
straight up
Porzingis playing
snipers.
hard. Porzingis playing
Uh
horrible. He was
oh.
one player, but that's Joe Mazzulla. That's Joe Mazzulla
Uh
for that one
oh.
player.
There go
I'm
Tiffany
true,
Net. Uh
true.
oh.
Is
I'm
it
gonna
Joe
keep
Mazzulla?
it
I'm not like
short.
it's, and let me make this clear. Shout out Tiffany Ned. I'm not excusing Joe Mazzulla for making
Well,
mistakes
Luke.
because guess you know why? Because you know why I like Joe Mazzulla. He's going to take those mistakes right and learn from it, like he did before.
I'm not blaming shit. Salute, guys. So crazy, running great. See,
Yeah,
see,
yeah,
this the
yeah.
thing.
Salute.
I'm a Celtic. I'm a Celtics fan, but I'm not no crazy. Yeah, Joe made mistakes. Yes, I do blame the players because they was playing like ass. Okay, I'm be for real. But you little
Like Tip,
Celtics fan, but you little know true, these little Celtics fans ain't won since 2008 and they won last year, and you thinking that you deserve something. You better be grateful you won that damn chip because you've been sorry for the past how many years? And how many busting
I'm
we've
just,
had
I'm
in
just, I'm
yeah,
just saying,
you ain't
I'm
gonna up
just,
here be blaming Joe. You've been
I'm just
sorry
saying though, bro. Like I'm not
until
saying Joe.
last
Like
year.
I said, I'm not saying, and like I said, I ain't saying Joe don't need no accountability, but you can't tell grown men. These dudes are NBA players. They gotta make these shots, man.
And they trip me out because y'all want to put and Renegade and so crazy, but Dark Rivers only won one goddamn championship. He won the
I
same
I'm
be
many as
just
Joe
stepping.
saying,
I
man,
be
got.
I be stepping
because
on Doc Rivers choking that. All he do is choke though.
But
Yeah,
you
because
did
want to
they
put
because
all
fire?
the
first
Did they
off,
smoke on
fire
Joe.
listen,
Doc?
and
Did
one
Doc
thing
get
about
fired
Joe,
after
and one
2010?
thing because right here's the thing though, one thing about Joe Mazzulla, right? When he had his first year, when he was bad at not calling timeouts. He was bad at not calling timeouts. What did he do?
Salute. Yeah.
He improved. It got better. Like Joe not going anywhere. I mean,
he,
so it's like
he ain't going nowhere.
I don't
I,
think
Salute,
he is either. Yeah,
and
salute,
salute,
I
man.
salute.
That
refuse to
salute.
have another coach leave just like that. He ain't going nowhere. KP gonna go somewhere before Joe
Maybach
goes
got
somewhere.
smoke for y'all, man.
Listen. Salute to Tiff.
It's still too
Salute
No,
to
early.
no, no.
It's
Mega.
too
It ain't so.
early.
Ain't no saluting because you
Hold
wanted
on,
to.
we
hold
You
on.
play
want.
we play
Hold on,
like
hold on,
trash,
hold
man.
on.
Come on, man.
True salute, mega salute, crazy salute. I'm
Salute.
giving
Yes,
So
y'all
sir.
inside scoop. Listen, Joe had a meeting with Brad Stevens, right? I know people that work there, and they get inside scoop, and I can't release these things, but I can say certain things. What I'm telling you is they're gonna shoot lesser threes this year. Mark my word. You're gonna be like, damn, Maybach said it when we was doing a live about the Western Conference and before New York's game. Remember, you heard it here first. I was the first one to say last year on my own platform, Giannis demanded a trade. What they say this year, Giannis demanded a trade. Bro, I sometimes speak things into existence. It's not the Haitian in me. Things just fall in line. Same thing with the Mike Vrabel. I went on the Bills fanatic platform and said that. They like, no, they're not gonna fire Mayo after 1 year. What happened? They fired Mayo. I'm telling you, True. They had a secret
I'm
meeting,
not
bro.
denying that.
Hold
Right.
on,
I'm
True.
not
Let,
denying.
let, let me
Right, my
just say
fault.
this, bro. So everything I listened to everything you say. I always told you I agree with you halfway. Born and raised and still live in Boston. There's things that you'll never hear about that I will hear about. We've been killing Joe before he won the championship, when he won the championship, and we killing him now. There's no team that's going to be up 3 games, up by 20, and lose the way the Celtics lose. Not only that, and
Except
I'm
for
not
Cleveland.
yelling. This is passion. This is passion coming out. I'm not yelling. That my voice just
I know.
projects. Not only that, that Celtics team, this Celtics team is the first Celtics team in franchise history to lose 2 games at Boston Garden. Never happened since the team was established till present time. Bro, you got it. When you like bringing up facts and stats. So when you say that, what you said about Joe, you got to talk about, yes, when it was working, it worked. Last year, it worked. This year was a totally different team. Like both of the brothers was saying, I think it was more Mega that was saying, yo, Drew was hurt and this and that. Drew's 34, all this other stuff. Bro, you got to call it what you
Yeah.
see. That's why they say believe half of what you hear, but believe what your eyes
No,
is telling
listen.
you,
Here's
bro.
the right.
Go
You,
ahead.
you listen to your point when you said that they're going to shoot less threes here. For one of the reasons why is that's going to be that because Tatum's not going to be playing. The offense is going to look totally different. The reason why we were able to generate those many threes because we have Tatum. Tatum's going to put pressure on the defense, drawing double teams, getting to the cup, driving, kicking. You know what he did. I mean, we don't have that no more because he's going to be missed the whole year. That's part of the reason why the offense is going to look
Hold on.
different.
Let,
You
let,
know
let
what I
me give
mean?
you an insider too. This is exclusive. Tatum is super ahead of time. So just mark my
Absolutely,
word
we
on
ain't
that
got.
one too.
Listen, I'm not even. That's not even that. if you know, you know. You know what I mean? I'm not even surprised by that.
What is that accomplishing? You talking about Joe Brad? When you gonna do your job, signing Drew Holiday to that massive contract at
No, he
34 years
had to
old?
do it. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
I'm not
know
mad
Exactly.
at
He
you
him
had
had
doing
to
to
that.
do
do
that.
it enough.
Exactly.
No, the time about Tiffany, that's not how Tiffany can still get traded. It's not Drew
Correct.
Holiday still is a
Correct.
valuable person to get
Correct.
traded.
Lakers, like,
Like,
are y'all looking for Drew Holiday?
No, he's gonna get
huh?
traded though. He's gonna get
No, I
traded.
mean,
Sam
no, but here's the
Hauser.
thing though.
Hauser's
He
gonna
helped us
get
win a
traded.
championship. I think Drew
Uh-huh.
Holiday still has. Granted, he's not in his prime no more, right?
Correct.
I mean, granted,
Correct.
people look at his numbers though, Tiffany, but you gotta look at this though. I think he still can give you like 15 a game.
Hmm.
I think he still give you 15 a game.
But
I
bro,
mean,
why we
if you look at
carrying?
his,
But Drew,
He
why
gave
we
he give you
carrying
8 points a game.
Davison and Pritchard? You get what I'm saying? Davison is ready to step on. He's what, 5 years in the league, maybe more than that. He's been in the
no,
G
Davis.
League.
I don't know what Davis is. I think he's NBA ready.
Yeah,
He probably
he's ready.
I think he's
He's ready.
NBA ready per se.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
ready
NBA. I think NBA. I mean, we'll see. I
because
mean,
he did improve his
we'll see
shot,
what.
and that's what they want.
Now
You
he's
like
gonna
this
be
type of
he an NBA.
offense? Go ahead.
Yeah, he an NBA player. Like he definitely an NBA. He's NBA ready for sure now. But like, for our team, but he probably. Um, Drew Holiday still has a viable thing. He's still one of the best defensive guards in the league. Tiffany. I mean,
Correct.
he
Look,
still
look,
And
look,
brings
look,
you.
Tiff,
look, look,
and
look, look,
Tiff,
look, okay. I don't want to
Drew
hear.
Holiday stock is better than KP's. KP ain't going nowhere,
I agree with that,
No,
unfortunately.
now
but
He'll
KP can
heuld
move
do
though.
his
Like
thing
KP.
Yeah, I mean,
stop
yeah, because
being
he
so
got one more
direct.
KP,
year. He got
Let
one
him
more
shot
year. He
ball.
He
can.
got a year left. He got a
Yeah,
year left.
correct,
So he a
correct.
salary dump. All we gotta do with KP is trade trade a first round for some. I'll give you an example. This is a preview. What I'm going to like. I'm probably going to talk about my live on Thursday or Friday. What I got? I don't. A live I
it's
got
this
my
weekend,
next live
right? So
stream.
just say that.
My live stream.
Yeah, yeah, it
Like
is. I think it is
Claxon,
the
like God
weekend.
Claxon, like if I Brooklyn Nets with Claxon. Granted, the money not. I'm just saying, of course, to make the money work, you got to do more people
Correct,
working in
correct,
part of the deal. But for
correct.
Porzingis in the first round pick or whatever to Nick for Nicholas Claxon, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Maybe two. I wouldn't mind maybe two because Nicholas Claxon is only 26 years old. That's why I would consider it two because Nicholas Claxon is 26, so he fits the timetable and
Have
he
y'all
fits what we
have
and
y'all
we fit.
heard? My fault, my fault. Go ahead, my fault.
Yeah, and he fits the timetable. What are you about to say?
I was gonna say, did y'all hear? I don't know if y'all heard it nationally, outside of Boston, but Golden State has called Brad and was talking about Derek White.
I already seen that on
Hell no.
Facebook.
No.
Yes, I see. And no, we ain't get rid of no Dirk White.
They don't got nobody. They got no.
For
If you
who?
ain't talking about no drink, they
Huh?
don't got
Derek
nobody.
White's the
They
only
don't got
person
no.
that's still young on
They
your
don't got
team besides
nobody. They don't
Pritchard.
got nobody. They don't got nobody. They don't got
No,
nobody
but
that makes
Renegade, you
sense
know
to
what I'm
make that
saying?
money.
The Warriors ain't got nobody. Just think about who do the
What I'm
what,
saying.
The only
Kaminga?
person I would
Yeah.
entertain is
but
Draymond
Kaminga
Green.
about to be a
Only
free
person.
agent, ain't he?
Time out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
And
not
he
doing
won
that
his
for Kaminga
bread.
for Derek White. I'm not doing. You can. I'm not doing that. You want get Porzingis? Have Porzingis here. We give y'all first round something.
He said half
We give
percentage.
y'all We give y'all Drew Holiday.
Yeah, not D White. D White, unfortunately, he's 30, but he's in his prime still. You know what I
We
mean?
ain't
He's
giving no
still in his
Derek
prime.
White.
Damn, he 30?
Derek White.
Damn.
Yeah, he's
Why?
30.
Why?
Yeah.
I thought he was younger. But yeah, but
Nah.
nobody
Yeah.
giving
Now
no.
you, now you
And you
prime
see
his
how they
career.
did Kaminga because they purposely didn't play that man so he get low ball and don't get no money.
Hell yes,
You
he tried to hit him
you
with
think
that
so,
finesse.
Tiff?
He's still out
You
the
think so,
building. He
Tiff?
out of
No,
there.
that's
The
just,
way
yeah, that
Lamar,
is what happened.
the way
That is
shout
what
out to
happened.
Lamar because the way Lamar explained it because teams do
Hmm.
this purposely to a player so they don't their value is low so they don't get
Yeah,
paid a
but
lot
he
of
had to
money.
play. But
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
no, I agree.
backfired
Trying
I
to
though.
hit a
agree.
lick
I
and
agree with
shit.
that. But what I thought it really
It
was,
backfired though in a sense.
Steve Kirby stiffened guys. You see what he did to JT for the Olympics. So that's how I look at it. But shout out to Lamar for breaking it down like that because I didn't look at it like that. I looked at it more like Steve Kerr just he's a dick. You could see it on his face when you
I
look at him.
mean,
Pardon
two
my
things could
French.
be true. Two things could be true. But
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a
um,
fact.
I mean, I look at it like who got MVP? Hold on, who's else- if they got that
Shay,
she
they
No,
said
no,
Shay
Everybody
won.
knows Shay
they
got it. I
announced
thought
Yeah,
it.
it was
Come on,
They
man.
reported.
about to announce it in like 5 minutes. So let's make our
Oh, you
predictions
know
real
it's gonna
quick.
be him now. Come on.
I got Shea winning the MVP, man.
He,
They
he,
was
he, he-
trying to hold. They was trying to hold out and get that bitch the yoke if he won that conference. That what you call that second round.
Nah, the votes was already in though. He didn't win.
Man,
yeah,
that's
the
what
votes
they
are
all
I
already
show
in.
say.
you the
I
Renegade.
don't
vote.
believe
They
that
can.
shit.
The votes, whatever. He ain't win. You can go look up like the project like the leaked votes, whatever. Hold
He
on,
in second place though, but yeah, he would have got it
yeah.
good.
But Derek, we're not trading Derek. Well, I'm gonna be real with you. The only people that's not like trade like it's probably I'm not nobody's untouchable, right?
Mhm.
Like to like let's make it clear. But like
Jason
guys
Tatum
are just gonna
is.
be safe. Guys are gonna be safe. 'Cause the only way we're gonna chase Jalen Brown if we get like the number one pick or like Giannis or something, which
Correct.
I don't see that happening,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's the only person I'm trading
If
for is
Rockets want
Giannis.
Jalen Brown so if Rockets want Jalen Brown so bad, give us a Min Thompson and you know what I mean,
I like him.
which
He
they not
good.
gonna do. Which they not gonna do, right?
Exactly.
Which they not
Yo,
gonna do.
True.
So
Do you follow Bill Simmons? Simmons did a thing on his podcast
man,
the other day.
that shit was
Yeah,
trash,
I
bro.
that was
That shit
trash
was
because he
trash.
said Jabari Smith and some
I'm
nobodies.
not mad at that.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not mad at Jabari Smith, but like, come
I
on, bro. We need more than
I
that.
I just be
Give us
mad
a
He's
at
Min
too
Bill
young.
Thompson.
Simmons. To me, he's trash.
Give me Jabari and a Min Thompson with
Correct.
Fred. You know what I mean? Give me that. You know what I
Correct.
mean? And
Matter
we
of
give
fact,
y'all
that's the
Sam
second
Howell,
name that he did
and we give
have.
y'all Sam Howell, and we give y'all Sam Hauser to make it. You know what I mean? We give y'all
Yeah.
Sam Hauser with it too. You know what I
Correct.
mean?
Correct.
Y'all ain't
Give
got
y'all
Danny
Sam
Ainge.
Hauser,
You know that, right?
huh?
But Renegade, it might run
I will
smoothly. See,
say, but I
Danny
will
Ainge
say
is
this
too
though, right?
daggone
And going back
greedy.
to,
He's
but going
greedy.
back to my point though, right? That's going back to my point of why I'm also comfortable with Joe Mazzulla, and
Mhm.
we got Brad Stevens. I trust Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens is one of the best basketball minds in basketball. If he
Mhm.
believe in guys like Joe Mazzulla per se, hey, he knows we. I guess he knows we talk about because that's the same person also to hire Madoka. He made these also great moves and things of that nature. Um, I remember Gordon Hayward was on the Paul George podcast, right?
Mhm.
And he was telling them like when he was driving with Brad Stevens, he was saying that Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum going to be the best player the next 5 years.
Mhm.
Like Brad had the vision on Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum years ago before they was even the players that we saw today. You know what I'm saying? So he
Mhm.
knows the game of basketball, and I'm very excited because we don't know what moves he's gonna make, but we know he's gonna make a move,
Correct.
and he's gonna do what he gotta do to make the team better, which I'm confident he gonna do. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He sees the talent and vision in guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah, give me that
I,
Thompson
I,
point and
I
some other
mean,
stuff. I
but
like
they're
that
not going to
Thompson.
do that. So Jalen Brown not going nowhere. I'm just giving you. So that means he ain't going. Jalen Brown. They not. The Bama's not going to trade number one pick for Jalen Brown. Well, it's Nico Harris, but
And
still,
true
I doubt it.
definition. All you need, let's be for real. All you need is a stupid franchise or an incompetent GM.
That's a
But
fact.
listen,
That's a fact.
with that being said, though,
Go
if
talk
you
to
got to count
Danny
on
Ainge
that.
over there in
But with
Utah.
that
See what
being
you can
said,
get
no,
out
he
of him.
going. With that being said, though, you know what I mean. We can't count on that per se. So like, he not Jalen
He
Brown ain't
another
going
Celtic. He
nowhere.
might help you like stuff
Um,
like Mikhail did
Derek,
back in the gap.
yeah, yeah,
Well,
Derek White. He just
Celtics
not.
been rumored to grab that big tall dude from Utah, the white boy.
Lowry or
Yeah,
Kessler.
No,
Walker Kessler. Yeah,
I think Kessler. Yeah,
Walker
not the other
Kessler,
one.
okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that, but Danny got good. He better be a.
Well, true. Look, we wouldn't have the center problem if Danny Age years ago wasn't so greedy and would have got Miles
Oh yeah,
Turner. We wouldn't have had
we
this
had Miles
problem.
Turner.
Facts,
Oh
facts,
we had
Tiff.
Miles Turner.
Now you talking,
Some if y'all
Tiffany.
don't
Now
get
you
me. Hey,
talking.
if y'all didn't know, if you let me tell y'all a backstory what Tiffany is talking about. If y'all OGs of the channel, we cover this, but some of y'all don't know. Gordon Hayward, before he went to Charlotte, he was a free agent, right? He was going to a signing trade to
Mhm.
Indiana
Mhm.
for Miles Turner. I forgot exactly what else per se. It was Doug McDermott, Miles Turner, Doug McDermott. Doug
Oh
McDermott,
yeah, I
a
remember
solid
that.
shooter,
I
a
remember that.
rotation
Yeah.
player. He could be on
Yep.
the bench to be a shooter, which that's not. And you got Miles Turner.
Mhm. Yep. I
He
remember
wanted
that.
to be so greedy, he asked for more draft picks. He been so greedy, they didn't want to do the deal. Next thing you know, Gordon Hayward signs to Charlotte.
Yep. Yep. I remember that. You're right about that. Yep.
Fast forward, look who Miles Turner, who is. Look, he's a solid
Correct.
center today, and
Correct.
mind you, y'all still had Robert Williams on the team, and Kemba Walker still could have got traded for Al Horford. So we
Mm-hmm.
would
He
have had a
about to
three
make
big men.
Showcat get
We
cooked.
still could have had and guess what? We still could have also fast. We would still win a championship and probably still be in a little bit better position. That's why Denny
Mm-hmm.
had to go.
Yep.
That's why Denny had to go because that's crazy. We could have Robert Williams and Miles Turner and Al Horford on
Correct.
the same team.
But Robert.
Well, I'm glad. I'm
I
glad
mean,
we
at
can
that
make that
time, but
deal too.
if you talking about timetable, but you're talking about
Oh,
timetable at
okay.
that
Time to
timetable
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
on
What
that
about that?
time,
What
like
about that deal though,
that's
Drew? What about that deal to Brooklyn? I'm glad that wasn't made too for Jalen Brown and KD.
they
Yeah,
want to
that could
do.
have yeah. Now, Brooklyn just
They
released that
wanted
like months
Derek.
ago.
Wanted
Uh-huh.
Derek White.
Yeah, but
That's why
I'm
that
just
deal didn't
I'm
saying.
happen. They
glad that
wanted
didn't
Derek White.
happen.
Correct, correct. You know, but
All of a sudden,
I
everybody
wasn't.
want
Yeah, I
Derek.
wasn't mad. Like that been
Why is that
crazy. We
now?
got.
Everybody want
his
Derek
stock
White.
went up. Tiff,
No,
his stock
exactly.
went
But
up.
you saw him with the Spurs. You now when he went to the Celtics, he really showed. It's shout out to Joe
Correct.
because he the one who put
That's
him as
Joe.
a starter.
That's why. That's why I got rock with
Oh,
Joe because
true. Stop it. Stop giving
that's
Joe
why
all
I
this
got rock
crop.
with
No,
Joe.
that was Derek White's doing, bruh, by being in
No,
the
don't get.
gym.
No, let me make it clear. Hold on. Let me make it clear. Let's make it clear, right?
Yeah,
Players do have
that
to
had
put the
nothing to
work
do
in to
with
get better.
Joe.
It did
Hold up.
have something to do
Players
with
do
Joe,
have
but
to
go
hold.
ahead.
Oh, here
Players
we
have to
go.
do the put the
Tiffany,
work
stay
in. Hold
back,
up.
please.
Players, hold up. Players have
Uh-huh.
to put the work in to get better.
Hey, they're about to read the MVP
Let's
right
be
now.
real.
Oh, they about to read it
We
now. Okay.
oh
We
It's
already know
Shay.
who
this
he is.
shit.
Shay's gonna
They
win it
probably gonna do.
unanimously, man. He's running away
But
with it, man.
He better not run away with it unanimously.
I feel what you're saying. Yes,
Hey,
players
he
do
won
have
I
to put the work in
guarantee
MVP.
to
you,
get
he was
better.
Shay
only a
won
couple votes
MVP, y'all.
from Yoke winning that bitch.
We already know Shay was gonna win
Yeah, I
that,
mean
man.
he could take 30
Shit.
shot, get 30
Stevie
points,
Wonder
take
seen that
29
happening,
shots.
man.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Stevie Wonder
All but
seen it happening.
With 40
I'm
free
saying for
throws.
like Derek, I'm just saying for
Exactly.
Derek White though. I'm just saying for Derek White though.
Hmm.
The difference between Derek White on the like Spurs in his first year on the Celtics is the fact that his
Correct.
confidence is as a player, you know what I mean, offensively is there, in which I think Joe Mazzulla instilled that in him. Because I'm gonna be real, let's be real. I remember the first game we played against Orlando in 2022, 2023 season, right? We
Hmm.
played against Orlando, our first game of the season, and he was starting, and Derek Wright was starting. Mind you, we still had Grant Williams at the time. That was kind of like, remember, Robert Williams got hurt. And they were saying that who's
Yep.
going to be the Grant. They were saying, well, Grant probably going to be the starter till
Hmm.
Robert comes back. They all all along. Then fast, game comes. It was Derek White. It was like, and we let's be real, y'all. We was questioning that, like Derek White starting, Joe Mazzulla starting Derek White.
Well, Marcus Smart
Hmm.
too. Don't forget, when
Yeah,
Marcus
no, I'm just
left.
saying though.
Yeah,
You know,
when Marcus
I'm
left.
just saying Marcus
Yeah,
still was on the team too. I'm just saying though
correct,
for that
correct,
that rotation because Grant Williams was like more. It was like he was
correct.
and hey, Derek White at
But I
that
heard
point to now
Derek White did say that Joe like had the confidence, like that you are good. Yeah, that you're
that's
gonna
that
be the star.
trust.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
had to
gave him
tell him to
that trust.
shoot. Yeah, you're right, Tiff. Joe
Like
had to tell him,
that's the
"Yo, when
thing
you got the
too.
shot,
Is the
take it."
confidence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
and you know what I mean. That goes a lot of coaching, and that's the thing I like about Joe Mazzulla. That's one of my favorite traits about him, because like he don't got to worry about the superstar players. Like he can, of course, you motivate those guys, but y'all know what to do. You know what I
Correct.
mean? You Jason Tatum,
Hmm.
Jalen Brown, your
And
Porzingis.
with
You
Jalen
know what
Brown
you need.
ain't
You
know
know what
what
you
to
need to.
do.
You know what I
Okay, I
mean?
want to hear.
Correct.
I don't
Correct.
necessarily need to babysit y'all. You know what I mean?
Couldn't
Y'all
Correct.
do
know
what he
Correct.
needed to do if he tried.
you
Correct.
know what I
Boy
I
mean?
just
can't
want
make
Joe. I
plays
just
out
want
But
there.
Joe to make in
when you got
game.
the role players, because in
Hmm.
the day the role players you got to worry about the role players and stepping up and getting like And I think Payne Pritchard always was a confident player though, but he was in a limbo. You know what I mean? First coming in and then playing with Imadoka, and then like
Hmm.
Joe, I'm like, nah, dog, like you cold, you keep believing you a dog,
Yeah.
and I be
It, it,
shoot.
my thing with Joe is it be more in
You
game
don't think he better
adjustments.
than Ime,
He
right?
has too much. He has too much. He has too much trust in his player at
You
times.
think Joe better than Ime?
Who
I
you
think Joe is
asking?
better than Ime for sure.
Renegade. I know you ain't
I
asking
think
me that
Joe.
question.
I think Joe is definitely better than Ime though. I think Joe
Stop.
is better
Well,
Stop
teammate.
it.
definitely.
Stop
He's
it.
a
Renee,
EMD,
Stop it.
man.
Hold
Hold
He,
on,
on.
he
Stop it.
I'm gonna say this about
True. Come
both of
on,
them.
man. True, don't do that, True. True. Don't do
I'm
that.
gonna say. Can I say
hold on,
something? Can I say
why he
something?
made automatically a better coach than Joe Mazzulla?
True. Look what he
because
did
look
with
at
the
what.
Celtics and look what he did with the Rockets, bro.
Come on,
You can't
man.
deny that,
Time
man.
Renegade.
out, time out. Okay, I'm not saying Ime is not a great coach, but he still has the same flaws and has not got better
No,
at
but
those
True.
flaws.
Answer the question. Renegade asked you. I thought he was asking me, but I know he's smarter than that.
Right.
He ain't gonna ask me that question. But he's asking you, who's better? Is it Ime
I think
or Joe?
I think Joe Mazzulla is better because he's better with the
Come
X's
on.
and O's, and he's also
What X
he's
and
a better
O's?
coach.
I'm about to say, man.
He
What
Come
is a
X
on,
and
better
man.
O's?
he is
Hey, yo,
better than X's
True.
and
I
O's
thought,
than
see, True. Hold on,
The
Renegade. I know you
Rockets.
wanna. I know
he
you wanna
is
get on him. Let me cook. Let me listen. I'm not gonna cook
he
my
is
boy.
better than X's
Let
and
me
O's
take that back. Let me
that
take
is
that
you
back.
can
True, true. We
True.
oh
go,
time
we
out. You can
going to
They
go.
argue
wasn't running
True,
no
We
true.
going to
plays
Hold
in
go.
the
on,
We
hold
going
on,
to
true.
playoffs,
I got
man.
Renegade.
you. True, I got you right here. What did I tell you early this season before the season start? There was an assistant that we had that got offered a job. I said, yo, things is gonna change. Did I not talk about Charles Lee? I said, yo, if Charles Lee leaves, this team's gonna be different. And you've seen what happened, bro. So what that's telling you,
what do you mean
Charles
what
Lee had,
happened though?
oh, come on.
What happened was we shot ourselves in the foot and we got hurt.
True,
If you
true,
want to be
but you
honest,
can't, you
if you
can't,
want to
true,
have an
you can't
honest
tell me
Shot
conversation, that's
yourself
Ime.
happened.
bricking
Hold
all
on,
of
you
them
can't tell me,
threes.
true, you can't tell me that thing is a better X and O coach when proven during that New York matter of fact, before the New York series
They ain't
started
run no
against
plays, man.
Orlando, we was shooting 35%, bruh. We were shooting 35 against Orlando. We could sit here and talk about, oh well, Orlando's one of the best
Well, you know,
defensive
time
teams.
out now. See, you got
Come on.
cooked. You put yourself in the trap bag. Then we took a lot
Oh,
of threes against
come on.
Orlando. Did we take a lot of threes against Orlando?
No, we did it, but okay.
Okay,
I give
okay.
you that. We
So
did it.
hold up, hold up.
No, you're right. We
We
did
did
it.
it.
But why didn't we use the same? Why didn't we use the same X and O's? What was we doing against Orlando that we did
No,
not do against New York? Go ahead.
this is why although you get it's not just all on Joe Mazzulla because if we able to get because here's the thing we wasn't getting a lot of attempts against Orlando because Orlando automatically going to take the 3-pointer. What they're going to they're going to sell out when it comes to taking away the three. Because that's against anybody. That's what they're the second best defense in the league. They're going to take away the three. That's what they love to do, right? So the 3-point
Hmm.
shot wasn't available like it was
Hmm.
against the Knicks. It just and that like I said before, we were just missing shots. If we able to
I
generate those shots though, that means that those shots are open. You get what I'm saying?
okay.
We
So
can't. That's
what a
why
play? Why you didn't? Why
it
you
was a
didn't? Why you didn't draw up no plays to get somebody? You
Thank
know, an
you.
easy
we
shot
did
or
draw up a
something
Thank
like
you,
plays.
that.
Renegade. Thank you,
We
Renegade.
did draw up hold on, time out. We did draw up plays and we was missing layups too, bro. Like I'm not how many bro, I'm
That
don't get me
drive and kick,
started how many
read and
layups we
react.
Okay,
missed.
I'm
true,
talking
true,
about
Don't get
plays
me
out of a
started how many
timeout.
layups you
true. You right. You right about that. I'll
don't
give
get
you
me
that.
started.
But hold on.
That
But
shit
hold
pissed
on.
me off how
Hold
many
on. So
layups
you mean to tell me, true? Hold on. You mean to tell me Jason Tatum can't post up? You mean to tell me Jalen Brown can't post up? You mean to tell me Drew Holiday can't post up against Jalen Brunson? Bro, we got to stop with that, true. I get what you like to bring up stats and
Jason
stuff, and I
now
give it to
now
you.
now
But
that
bro,
Jason Tatum
hold
point.
on,
Hold on,
hold on.
time
You
out.
don't even got
Now
to draw
if
up a play for post up. It's four
Tatum
downs,
played
three
terrible.
downs,
Tatum
two
played terrible.
downs. Come on, bro. Come
Joe
on,
ain't
bro.
changed
Tatum was
nothing in the game plan.
That he didn't. He
time out.
didn't. True knows that. True's just an
Time out.
advocate for Joe Mazzulla.
Tatum
I
had
swear.
Jalen Brown, bro. It was the game two. It was like game two. Jason Tatum had Jalen Brunson on him, and he ain't want the ball.
Bro, I saw so many times
So why
your
Joe
boy
ain't do something
JT.
about that?
What?
Call a
Hold
timeout.
on,
Tell him
Renegade. Why
get the
you think they
switch
brought
on
up those
Brunson and cook him.
T-shirts? Hold on,
Man,
true. Why you think they made those T-shirts in New York saying "You're not Kobe"? How many fadeaways? Because we had this discussion on a live where we was
right.
talking about who's a crunch player and I mean, excuse me, who's a clutch player and who's not. You brought up Jason Tatum was like, I think you said fifth on that list. But I kept asking you, and I'm gonna still ask you, how many misses, bruh? We gotta count for that. That your boy JT dribble, fade away with one leg up.
Well.
Come on, bro, and miss. We gotta talk about the
Where's the
misses
thing?
too, bro.
Here's the
Come
thing
on,
too
man.
though, right? He played more playoff games than a lot of people. So, granted. I mean, if you want to play that game, he plays more game. He then those moments. He has the opportunity to be in those moments more than a lot of people. So I think people. I don't think people understand that too. He played more games than anybody. So when you go on his court, he made a lot of clutch shots. He also missed a lot of clutch shots too because of the fact of he literally
Come
is
on,
in those moments more than a
but
lot of
true.
people.
How many times? Okay, so if your coach is that great, why don't he say, okay, the last two games, my star player has missed. JB, it's your call. We want you to try to end the game. Why not switch it up,
Played
bro?
terrible. He was
Why not
playing
switch it
wait
up?
bad.
a
Why not?
minute,
Jalen Brown was playing
Listen,
Dad.
bad.
hold on, Tiff. Last year, right? When JB was healthy, what did we talk about? How many times
I don't want no excuses. He was on the court.
no,
I don't care if he was
hold
hurt or
on. Well,
not.
how many times have I talked about JB showed that he's a dog, and we already agreed,
He,
right?
he sure
Jason
was a
Tatum will
dog
never
when he
have that,
He a
fouled
right?
out
dog. He played terrible.
purposely.
He
He
Listen,
played
sure was a
terrible
dog
though.
when
You
he
gonna
went
talk about how he
I'm
played
about
outside,
to
terrible though.
say.
You
Renegade.
gonna talk about?
listen,
Hold on.
hold
You
on,
gonna talk
Tip. You
about?
come
You
the
hold
last
time.
game against the
Yeah,
Let's have a
yeah,
Celtics.
real.
You could
yeah.
Hold,
tell, you
hold
could
on.
tell
Renegade
Let's
when
JB
he
checked out.
let's
he
have a
You
real
could
said he
tell
conversation.
fouled
JB
out
checked
See,
out.
I
purposely
don't
in the
want to do
third
this.
quarter.
So let's have a real
Yeah, he
conversation.
ain't want no
Let's
smoke,
have
but
a
I'm
Yeah,
saying
he
hold
ain't
on.
you ain't
want
have
no
you ain't
Let's
smoke.
gotta
have a
He was a
call a
conversation.
play
dog
for
Let's have
man.
a
Jalen
real.
Brown.
Hold on.
Just
Hold on.
call a play,
Come
Let's have
on,
run a
man.
play,
let's have a
a
real
play for
conversation. No,
somebody.
let's have a
Peyton
real
Pritchard blicking
conversation.
threes, Derek
No,
White
let's have a
blicking
real
threes. You ain't
conversation.
gotta
Thank
just
you.
Let's
Thank
have
drive
a
you.
and
real
kick
Yeah,
and
conversation.
read and
Yeah,
react the
No,
true.
hold
whole
on,
playoff
Renegade.
Fouling
Let's have a
out
long.
real
Run a
purposely
play,
conversation.
get
last
Hold
game
somebody
going
open,
Come
man.
on.
outside.
on, Renegade. Hold on, Renegade. Let's have a
Come
real
on, man.
conversation about Jalen Brown being a dog. I'm not saying Jalen Brown's not a dog, but even with Jason Tatum, right? Even because let's be real, the first two games, right? Jalen Brown did not play good.
Right.
He did
But we
not
know
play
he
good at all.
Nobody
he had
played
an
good though.
MCL tear. He
But
had an MCL tear. How much
that's
could he
even
Man,
more
really
of a
I don't
do?
want to
reason for
hear. He
you to
was
True.
on the
True.
court. He was
Come
on the
on, man.
court.
True.
He was on the
Yo,
that's
True,
court.
you
even
He
go
was
more of
on
a
the
out
reason
there.
for
court.
you
You
to
know, I don't
change
want to
up your
hear.
Okay,
game
true.
Listen,
plan.
here's the thing.
Hold on, true.
No,
You a
okay,
soldier, right? You a soldier, right? If they send you on a mission, you and your platoon, and y'all gotta run to wherever that destination is, are you gonna be running full force with a torn
but here's the thing.
MCL?
But here's
Come
the
on,
thing,
bro.
right?
True,
But here's
you
the
know
thing
you're
too,
not
though,
gonna
right?
perform right.
But here's
True,
the
you know you're
thing,
not gonna be
right?
running up them stairs
Right.
and running down them
You
stairs
absolutely
perfectly
right. But here's
fine,
the
bro.
thing. Then don't keep her and blaming Joe Mazzulla either though, because we wouldn't have this conversation. Like this is the thing though, right? That's what I'm saying. Blaming Joe Mazzulla, it doesn't make any sense then. Because if you're going to self care, like I'm not saying he didn't do things to he didn't make I think he could have called some timeouts earlier. I think he could have done some
Still having timeout
one man, first of all,
problems.
I don't even care about the scheme. The scheme thing, I don't really care about the scheme thing, right?
Hmm.
I don't know about Joe
That's what
Mazzulla.
make
I
a
think Joe
good. That's
Mazzulla
what
could have.
separate a good coach from
No,
a
no,
better
no. I
coach.
don't know. When I say I don't care about the scheme thing is I don't think it was a big issue with Joe Mazzulla. I think the big issue with Joe Mazzulla in the
What?
series was he could have called timeouts earlier in these Knicks runs, or he could have done better rotations on the lack of presenters playing trash. That's just my biggest issue. I don't because the scheme, cause like I said before, when it comes to the scheme, we were literally missing shots that they normally do make. You get what I'm saying? And you
Right.
can't capitalize
That's
on
why
those.
you
Come on,
need
Trey.
to make
Come on, Trey.
adjustments.
But
Hold on.
but that
Hold
be
on, bro. Yeah, and that's the main thing. He wasn't making those adjustments, bro.
it.
That's why people cooking him.
Granted though, adjustments, whatever it may be, but you don't expect. But like I said though, when you got listen, Jalen Brunson, he ready to go. It's all right. I'm not forcing you to play, but you ready? I know you got you good. Yeah, we good. You and granted, he did had a great game on game 5. So like I understand that. So Jalen, are you good, ready to go? Cool. He out there, and you know what I mean.
I'm saying, but after
I'm
you
just
get
saying. I
smacked at
mean,
the crib twice in a row,
I'm just
you don't
saying.
do nothing different, nothing. And okay, you ain't do nothing in different in game 3, but you see yourself and your team bricking everything in sight again, and you
And to me,
still don't
yo,
make no
Renegade, to me,
adjustments.
Renegade,
But
it
my whole
wasn't
thing
even
is,
Joe
but my
Mazzulla
whole thing
game
is,
three. That was
what
the
did we do?
team.
To my time out. What did we do different in game? We didn't do anything different in game 3. You literally just said so yourself. We won the game 3, and we didn't do anything different. What was the
Okay,
difference? What was
okay,
the
so
difference?
that's okay, so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And you still don't do
No, you
nothing
missing
different,
but
nothing.
you missing the point.
Like you still
But you
gonna
missing
you
the
still
point.
gonna act as if this style and this scheme you was down. You was
Yo, you know what
down.
I
You was
would
down
wish?
in
You know
game
what I would
four.
wish? I would wish
Bro, you
Mazzulla
don't be
coached
open.
an average
You don't be
team,
open. Well,
so we could
you
see
know,
if Joe Mazzulla is great or he's really mid. That's what I really would wish. to see him coach a non-talented team, and then I want to see
He
what, what
gonna
what
do
True
next
says.
I
year.
mean,
I want to
he
see
I'm
getting
what
that
True
he
and,
getting
he,
that
says.
and he's
next
gonna do
year,
this year.
next season.
And then here's my thing too, though.
We see it in Game 6.
And going back to the Imodoka thing though, Imodoka. Listen, for one, Imodoka, yes, he's a good player, coach per se, no tolerance, whatever case may be. But his offensive schemes are his. Let's keep it real about Imodoka. I'm not saying he's not a great coach, but three of them niggas on the staff when we went to the finals. It was all head coaches now. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the three. He had three assistant coaches that was on that staff in Boston,
Mm-hmm.
all head coaches now. Georgia
Mm.
Tech, Georgia Tech head coach Damon Stoudemire, Will Hardy in Utah, and Joe Mazzulla on the Celtics. So that's not a coincidence either, though. Is that a coincidence? Come on, man, come on.
No,
Like I don't like that's a fact. That's a fact. He had three.
So
I mean,
it's
casual. He had three assistant coaches, right, that became head coaches like literally like the next year.
Mm.
I mean at the same
Yeah, you're
time though,
right.
That's
You're
not
right.
he's
different.
also
That's
going
why.
into
That's why I
a
stay
separate
quiet. You're right
situation.
about that.
His
And
stamp
Tiff,
himself, and he still was able to maximize that situation to
you
the tune
can't tell us. You
of
can't tell
of
But you
Boston
get
bringing.
what I'm
fans to
saying, though,
Of,
Cat.
relax.
But I'm just saying.
We
Listen,
get
and
we
I'm
get
not
what
saying
you
Amendola not a
we
great
get what
coach.
you saying, Drew.
I
We
get
get
what
it.
you saying. I get what you
Facts.
saying. I'm not. I don't think anybody up here has said anything about Ime's situation for the Celtics that was like a carry job on his part on the coaching point. I think the
Hmm.
main thing is with the same things that he was doing that he was getting credit for in 2022 when y'all finished the season with the best defense and y'all went to the postseason. I think
Correct.
y'all was still like a top three defense. Yeah, he
Hmm.
goes to the Houston Rockets and mimics those things,
Correct.
albeit with better all-around defensive personnel. But
Hmm.
by all accounts, none of us had them as a top three seed with just simply their defense
come on,
alone.
man.
Correct.
I
And he
I
has
agree
less
with that,
talent with Houston. Less talent with
but Joe,
Houston.
but can we give credit
And
for
Joe
Joe
got a way
Mazzulla?
better
Okay,
team
but with
than
that being said,
Udoka
But
though,
True,
had.
right?
but with that
Remember I
being
asked you,
said,
right? True. Remember I
though,
said, right? True. How much coaching let's just say it was you coaching the Celtics, right?
About to
And
say,
that's no
man.
knock on you, bro, because I know you know
And
the
all the
game.
what coaching
But
is
you would have
happening?
won a
All you niggas
championship
doing is
coaching the
jacking up
Celtics
threes.
last
What
year, True.
coaching?
You
The
would have
fuck?
won a championship coaching the team. Tiff would have won a championship coaching the Celtics last season. I would have. Renegade would have. Crazy. Whoever we could mention that be on this platform, that be coming on your panel, bro, all of us would have won a championship with that much talent, bro. So
that's
you
not easy to
cannot
say. Tell
not
that
mention
you
the
that's not you
talent, bro.
we kind of gotta stop saying it because Steve Nash literally like
Oh
is a
my
prime example of like you that's that's easier said than
True,
done.
true. We talk about how Jordan's one of the best player of all times, and how he's not a good GM. So what are we talking about? Belichick. We can say the same thing for Belichick. Can't draft a receiver. I mean, like it is what it is. Some guys is great at doing one thing, and they're not good at wearing multiple hats. So we could do that all day. That's why I always don't understand why people are quick to put Phil Jackson in front of Red Auerbach. Red Auerbach constructs teams. He's a
Right, but
composer.
this is
He
what I'm
puts
saying.
shit
But
together.
let's be but
Phil
this is
didn't
I
never
don't
put
like.
those
But
teams
see,
together.
but you as a
Go ahead.
Celtics fan, you as a my
Hmm.
fault, but you as a Celtics fan, and we had this conversation before about the
Hmm.
talent. All the Celtics team that won championships had talent. So let's not we can't do that, bro. We can't do that.
Yeah,
We
but I
can't do
remember
that.
you told me that Missoula's better than Casey Jones, bro. Come on,
He
True.
going he's
You
on his
know
road to
he's
be. He
Now,
definitely
now,
on his
now,
road to
Maybach,
be.
I came up here
He
just to
definitely on his
recruit
road to
because
be.
I know he lying up in here because
Uh,
everybody agrees
I
that
don't know, man. We
Doc
gotta see
Rivers,
what he look like when
Doc
his eighth
Rivers,
Hmm.
man ain't shooting
anybody
forty
could have coached
percent from
Doc
the
Rivers
three,
team in
man.
That's a
2008.
fact.
So
Tiff,
what?
I've
So
been
so
Time out,
saying
but
this.
stop
but
the
Renegade, see,
capping.
my
Tiff,
fault.
I said that
But
though.
time
I
out
said,
real
what
quick.
have Doc Rivers done since 2008? And he keep getting
Yeah,
recycled. He keep being recycled for
yeah.
jobs.
That's
And he does
I mean,
nothing with those
I
teams.
think Dak Rivers
Nothing.
is and granted, yeah. But my thing is though about but Renegade, this is my problem though, right? So when we played against Orlando, right, and the Celtics proved they showed and proved and that they don't have to shoot a lot of threes to win, and they won it in 5 games. It was quiet. It was like
True,
nobody was
but
talking
true. Why
like
doesn't that roll over
No,
to the next series,
nobody
bro?
respect
Why doesn't that
Orlando.
because
They
roll
a
because
over?
young team,
because
man.
you know why because it didn't roll over because the fact of the matter is this: we got the looks that the Celtics wanted. We didn't make the shots.
I
Simple
give
as
you
that.
that. No,
I'm,
that's
I'm,
a fact.
that's
A
all
lot of
and that's
a
all.
lot of those
That is
threes
an
was
honest
wide open
conversation.
threes.
I'm just being
That's a
honest.
fact.
I'm just
No,
being honest.
no. That's what I said. I'm
Like,
with you with that. Listen. When
all
I
I'm
do
saying,
this, when true,
yeah,
when I do this with you, it's I do not. You know, I always say
yeah.
that's a fact because I know you
I'm
bring
more mad Joe
receipts.
Mazzulla had trust in Porzingis more than anything. That's a bigger issue. Why you had that
Correct.
much trust in he playing
Correct. He
that
should
bad?
have been
That's a
put
bigger
Cornette,
issue.
and this is where me
So
and
that's my
Renegade is
bigger
on the
issue.
same team.
I don't.
This is and Drew. This is
Yeah.
what me and Renegade is saying. This is what makes me side Missoula. You can't fall in love with somebody that blind people could see he doesn't have it. So you got to put the next guy in. It's
No,
the
I
next
agree.
guy up.
And granted, and that can
Come
be a
on.
bad thing. And like I said, I do believe that's kind of that's kind of the thing that Joe Mazzulla has to. I think it's a strong trait for Joe Mazzulla having trust in your players. Because I think it is also a positive. I think it's also a positive. But also in this example, it can be a negative too. Yes, Porzingis is. You know what I mean. You know he wants to be out there. You know you
This
trusting
tape
him,
is
but if he can't
incredible.
give it
This
to you,
tape is
you gotta
incredible.
make an adjustment. You know what I mean.
That's
Like
and
I agree on that.
that's where
You know what I mean?
and that's my argument against Joe. It's always been in-game adjustments. Bro, I get that you got a recipe, right? The recipe works, right? Or everybody's loving the food. But bro, if people start coming in and they saying, "Oh man, the recipe don't slap the same." Don't you think you got to do a little tweak into the recipe, bro? So
No,
that's
he
where I'm
did, but
at.
he
Now, my
did make
last
it.
question for you, True.
But
My
he did
No,
last
make
he
an
question.
adjustment
didn't.
though.
No, he did
This is my
not.
last question, and
He
I'm
He
gonna
did
see
looked
if
at
not
you
make
he
True.
adjustments,
I'm
looked
gonna
man.
for
see
that.
if
He
he did
looked
it.
Bro,
for that more.
can I
He
True.
just
did
Let
can
me
I
ask
start.
you
just
this last
I
He
just
question,
want
did
to
make
True.
adjustments. Stop saying
can
he
I
didn't
just
make
clarify
adjustments.
something
We
real
get it. We lost.
quick?
We get it. We lost. But
Hold
he
on,
did
True.
make
Let me ask
Yeah,
you
adjustments.
one
yeah.
last
Go
question.
That's
go
my
ahead,
team.
Castro.
One
After
last
That,
question I
that,
want
Renegade.
to ask you, True. Who's the better X and O's coach, Brad Stevens or your boy? I want to hear.
First of
I want
all,
to see.
I
No,
don't know why you even
no.
doing that
I just
because
want to hear you. I just
Stevens
want to hear
still
the
on the
answer, True.
Celtics, so
Brad Stevens
True.
better
I
know.
he's
just want to
okay
Don't
hear
with
get
you
don't
choosing
get
answer
don't get
Brad
that
me
question,
started.
Stevens.
True.
Don't get me started with that
If
because
Brad
if you
Stevens
ask
wasn't
me,
on the Celtics,
Brad
he wouldn't
Stevens,
True.
choose
Who's
Brad
better
Stevens.
X and O? True. Who's
Just
better X
answer
and
the
I think
O?
question
Brad
real
Stevens
quick so
is. I
Casual
think
can
Brad
go.
Stevens is.
Correct.
My
My
fault,
fault,
casual.
casual. My
All right,
fault,
go ahead,
casual.
Castro. Go ahead.
no, that's cool. So, how many shots was
I can't
Yo,
Yo,
hear him.
yo,
casual, you're breaking
your
up.
mic lagging a little bit, Casual.
You're breaking up. You in the
That's because he
matrix,
in
bruh.
Houston, casual. Get together.
You in the
That's
matrix.
Isaac?
crazy because he Houston
Isaac,
is thing.
can you
That's
hear me
just
now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
What you
Go ahead.
say?
My fault.
because you in Houston now. That's you wife like that because you in Houston.
You
That's
said you in a
crazy.
gulag.
Yo,
You
he's
get
still
off the
Man, he
breaking up.
phone
underwater,
for a
bro.
minute.
Move
I
on.
told
You
you
just
I
not good with
wasn't
no pause.
lying.
Yeah,
Come
Yo,
on,
you
George. You
George,
gonna
scuba
have your turn,
diving?
George,
George. You
Alright.
have
Hey,
your
yo, is
turn.
George,
Casual scuba
George
diving
cooking,
in the
man.
island somewhere? Is he on the is he on the island
Yeah,
somewhere
I don't
scuba
know why his
diving?
Yeah,
mic sound
man.
like that.
Yo,
It
you hear me?
sounded
You
yeah.
good.
hear me?
Perfect.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
There
hear
you
no,
me?
you
go.
good now.
Don't move
Yeah.
around.
Nah,
Don't move
I was
around.
saying
That's
first,
all.
I don't know what I did to you, but now you done broke my heart, mama. I can't sleep at night now.
No,
I'm sad.
because
I'm
you from
sad.
Houston, like brother. Oh, I gotta mess with God. So that's what it is.
Hey, yeah. No. I was asking, do you like to your point of them like not shooting too many threes? Do you attribute that to the scheme that Joe was implementing, or do you give credit to the Orlando Magic for guarding the 3-point line so well?
I give Orlando Magic for doing that, but also you have to if Orlando's going to do that, which y'all know they do that to everybody. They're gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna do that too, like Houston. They're gonna do it. They do it. They do themselves in practice, and they can't
Mm-hmm.
shoot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They, they,
Yeah.
they, Orlando, they're the one thing Orlando they're gonna
That's
take with that
funny. That's
3-point line.
funny, man.
They go each other like that in practice. They like they know I can't
That's a
shoot.
fact.
Why come
That's
for
a
this?
fact.
So they
That's
Yeah.
a
go
fact.
they gonna do that. But with that being said, though, you gotta know how to adjust. And what's what I love about that Orlando series was how the patient of the offense was. Joe Mazzulla, they were being patient. Cool, okay, pass the, you know what I mean? Don't rush things, you know what I mean? They take away the 3-point line, drive and kick, you know what I mean? We're gonna eventually get a good shot, you know what I mean? Keep moving the ball, and we eventually gonna get a good shot, you know what I mean? We're gonna eventually
Mm-hmm.
get a 3-point shot, you know what I mean? That's what I liked about Orlando series, you know what I mean? It was very, very patient, you know what I mean? Very patient. So that's what I liked about that adjustment that Joe Mazzulla was doing. Because they're gonna do this. All right, cool. Then we're not gonna just rush. We're not gonna just gonna force bad 3-point shots. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So
Okay. That
Casual.
was just my question.
Casual? Can I really answer that question for you? because
Yes, please.
you got to ask somebody that's a real Boston fan and can
Oh
give it to
damn.
you straight down the middle, right? Straight
That's
down the
literally
middle,
what
and not
happened, though.
listen. True gets checks from the Celtics organization. I exposed him now.
I
Now
Oh
don't.
y'all know he gets
Because
Celtics checks, so he got to do that. Don't be surprised if he's sitting next
mm.
to Eddie House, okay, out here in
Exposed
Boston.
talk.
Not
All
the
right.
Eddie House.
exposed
Okay.
talk
Damn.
is crazy.
So let me just say this, right? It's not Joe Mazzulla's scheme. It's the analytics team scheme. Okay, the analytics are saying
Mm.
shoot the threes, but that's all. I digress, and I land my plane. That's
That
it.
is true.
Casual,
Granted.
casual. I want to counter that
Dang,
because
he
I'm gonna take
dropping his
I'm gonna
mic
take
like
up for
that.
And
True.
now y'all boys about to be the example
Oh,
that
No. Here's the
analytics
thing.
really
Here's the
ain't
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Here,
Hold on,
all
but
they
hold
here's
thought
the
on.
all
thing,
they
though.
supposed to be
But
Mama
here's the
hitting
Tiff
thing.
got
on.
But here's
Mama
the
Nah,
Tiff
thing.
True's
got to
my
give me
guy
my
though. True's my
answer.
guy.
But
That's
no,
my
Mama
here's
Tiff
guy.
got to
I'm
give me
not
that
gonna lie.
answer.
It's
Mama
Tiff.
Tiff got
It's
to get
Tiff.
an
Tiff.
answer.
Tiff is
Stick it
Yeah,
to
treating me
me.
like
I'm about to
Russia,
get an
man.
answer because
but no,
Tiff
but
treating me
here's the
like
thing.
China,
casual.
Tiff.
No,
Tiff.
but here's the
Don't trust
thing,
his
though.
Hey,
But
little
True.
here's
Hey,
the
name
True.
thing,
You
though,
baddies.
got
right?
that. Hey, True. You got
You
that
trust
reference
you
to
trust
space
me
time.
and
But
me and
listen,
True
though.
because
But
we true Celtics fans who
Oh,
ain't
here we go.
listen,
ungrateful.
though,
They
Tiffany.
ain't
But
won
Tiffany,
since
I'm a,
2008, and he up here
I have
acting
to
like he's
rebuttal that.
somebody else.
Yo,
Mm.
Tiff.
Okay,
If y'all listening
Listen,
to
listen,
Tiff
Tiffany.
sitting in
ungrateful
Hold on,
Maryland,
Tiffany.
Celtics fan.
listen.
That's what he is. Who live in
Hold on,
Boston,
True. I'm gonna let you
thinking
go.
they all
True.
that they ain't
I'm
winning
gonna be
over
very short with this.
15
She
years.
sits in Maryland, y'all. So they've laid back in the DMV area. Up here, we want chips or it's a bus
You
every
ain't
damn
won
year.
since
You heard?
2008.
We
Okay,
You
got
so,
the
so,
heard?
crazy
so
angle.
stop
Listen,
it,
here's the thing.
Captain.
We have the
Come on. We still got to call out our
my,
team,
my
Tiff.
thing, but my thing
We
is
do count
though,
on our team. Go ahead, Trill.
my thing is though, with that being said though about the analytics though, I mean clearly, statistically we had the, we made the most threes in the NBA season history, right?
We
Because
took we took we
Mhm.
took a lot of them too,
Took
Trill.
a lot
Oh
of
my
them
so,
too.
God.
so my
We
thing, the
got
only
we
thing,
got a little
my thing is
apron.
though, why,
We got a little apron
huh?
for that. Whip-de-doo. A whip-de-doo, True. We got
And
a piece of
nobody in here
cake for
told the
that.
truth
No,
yet.
it's not about it. It's not about
He
being an
said
apron or
ain't
not.
nobody
Wait,
told the truth
how did
yet.
George find this channel? Wait a
I'm,
minute.
Let me
I'm not.
explain something to y'all.
No, Joe.
George been
It
up
all
George
comes
been up here
down
for
to
the last
when can you play under pressure? The Knicks put pressure on them and they couldn't play. These guys are pros. So for them
mm,
to know that their shots are not falling, it didn't change their game plan. The
Mm,
team
Listen, I hate
itself
that,
mm.
and the pressure the Knicks put on them, you've seen
Okay,
what happened.
so, bro. With that being,
cook
Pressure.
they
did the
ass.
Celtics
He
Cook
miss?
said
George.
Hold
hey
on,
George,
Cook
look, they
they
said
ass.
cook
With
they
that being
ass.
said,
George in the
though,
jungle.
hold on.
George in
With
the
They
that being,
ass.
jungle. Let's go.
said, though, right?
You
With that
talking
being
about?
said, though, right? With that being said, right? That's cool. They settle for jumpers. Did they also miss layups? How many layups we missing in the series?
I could
Can
check to
anybody
see.
say that?
I couldn't tell how
I
many
could check to
We
threes
miss
see.
they
a lot.
flying,
We miss
true.
a lot. So crazy looked it up. Like, and we
Yeah,
missed a
yeah.
lot of layups, right?
True. No, you
Matter
right
of
Say
fact,
about
I
I'm
that.
look
But
it
wouldn't say
up.
it
True,
would be as
everybody
much
remembers the
pressure as
missed
them boys
threes, though,
just
Matter of
bro.
fact, I
But
got
I'm
it.
just
Everybody
saying,
being
remembers
broke
the
out there,
threes
mind you,
more.
bricking everything
mind
and
you,
stuff.
we missing, we breaking everything. Like I get, listen, I would not come here and argue about the point of, oh, if we were selling, all we doing was missing threes, and we was efficient other areas, but that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case.
They didn't even try, though, True. But go ahead. They didn't
I'm
That's
even
about to
not, you
try.
can
say,
say how you can try. How can you try when you missing layups at
Bro,
the
gotta
rim? If I'm
call
at
a
the
like I
rim,
timeout
said,
and
we
run
got
me a
post up
play.
players, True. I said this earlier. We got post up players, True, and nobody's
right?
posting
They
up.
couldn't post up. Our
Come
both
on,
post up
man.
player couldn't post up.
Why is JT fading away on Brunson? Yeah, you got to answer for that, sir.
That's
Yeah,
a, so
why
that's
he's
coaching.
fading
So that's
away? He
coaching.
ain't
He
Well,
told
well,
coaching.
well, well,
Told him to
maybe
do that.
why
So Joe
Jalen Brown?
Mazzulla
I
told him
don't
to do
care if
that.
he had an injury. He was trash too. He was
Oh,
awful,
oh,
despicable.
so you saying
They only
you
attacked
saying a
Jalen
meniscus
Brunson
ain't
in
bad,
Cat
Tiff?
Town in game
Yeah,
three.
and
They
Renegade
ain't do nothing.
falling out in games on purpose.
I'm just
Jalen
saying though,
Brown, you better
the
than
He
offense
ain't
in
this.
general,
with
was
like
trash.
7 turnovers.
I don't think nobody can argue. Listen, the offense in general
Facts.
was trash. We was
And
literally
true,
not making
let's be
shots.
honest too, right? If Jalen Brown didn't
So that's
fumble
Joe fault.
that
That's a lot
pass,
on Joe,
if
man.
if
So
J,
it's
if
Joe. Hold
Jalen
up.
Brown
So
did
it's
not
Joe
fumble
fault.
that pass, JT would have never got hurt.
Because he
Let's
not
call that
So
focusing
too.
I
them
don't
on
know, man.
cooking Cat
I don't
and
know,
Brunson
but
like they did for
so I'm
game
gonna give you an
three.
example. Sam Hauser, right? Why he's on the court? Why Sam Hauser on the court?
Man, man, listen, man. He's
Cause
been
he's
trash, man. This year
45%
he
from
was
the
trash
three.
this year. He was
Yeah,
trash
Okay,
in
that's
the
well,
okay,
game.
yeah, that's why he on the
okay,
court because
okay,
it's
okay,
I'm
okay.
shocked T
But
Gri-
when
I'm
I
shocked
see,
T
okay, okay,
I'm shocked Swizzy ain't on here because he hates Sam
but
Hauser
but
and Cornette.
but but
But go
but
ahead.
but here's the thing about Sam Hauser. Okay, he there to shoot 45% from three. When I see this and he's an example because we miss a lot of open shots. He's in the
Hmm.
fucking corner. And he's fucking missing wide fucking open like the
Yeah.
whole fucking team. Well, how did the fuck that scheme?
Okay, so
Because
that's not that
you
don't
got
fall
to.
on your
Why
coach?
you don't
That don't fall on
step in a
Missoula
little
then?
bit,
Hold on, that don't fall on
run a play
Missoula?
or something
Man,
Come
bro,
that
you
on,
don't
man. That
involve
wild.
the
falls on
I don't want to
Missoula
point.
hear that
then.
shit, bro.
See, that's the point
You a
we're talking
shooter,
about. That
shooter,
falls
you
on
shoot,
Missoula.
man.
That
No,
falls on
that's not.
Missoula, bruh.
No,
Come
how
on,
the
man.
hell you gotta stop, bro? You gotta
Come on,
stop.
man.
What?
You gotta
Yo,
stop.
yo, True.
You
Remember I
gotta
asked you that
stop, bro.
question, True?
I
Remember I
just
asked the
Why
whole
Joe ain't
panel?
say
True. True.
get your ass
Remember the
inside?
question I asked you, right? True. If we playing pickup, right? We're playing pickup. Everybody on this panel is playing pickup. You miss your first two 3-pointers or perimeter shots. What are you doing on the third time that you touch the ball? A lot of us said we taking it to the
all right, but
basket. I think it was only you and someone else that said I'm gonna still shoot. Not
I'm
me.
saying
That's
where
not the
all of the
way I was
charges
taught.
at from you
if I'm a
boys
shooter
doing
though, if I'm a
all it take
shooter,
to run to the
if I'm a
basket? Where
shooter,
all
hold
of
on,
the
if
Thank
I'm a
charges
you.
great
at, man?
shooter,
Thank you.
if I'm a great shooter, if I'm a great shooter in my job, if I'm a great shooter, if I have an open shot, I'm gonna continue to take the shot, bro. Like
But you
I
But
don't know
bricking
what
though.
else.
But you
Reggie Miller
bricking.
didn't say
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm
Reggie
Shut up.
sorry.
Miller
So
didn't
hold
But
say
on.
you
that
Let me
on the
ask you a
game
bricking.
that
question.
he
Let
he
me ask you a
broadcast
question.
on.
So
So,
Steph
Listen,
Curry,
Reggie Miller even
so,
said, if I miss
so
two threes, I'm taking it to the basket. Come on, bro.
when you skilled enough, your job is to hoop. Your job ain't just for you to just shoot or
Thank
you to
you.
just
Thank
stand
you.
still. Nigga,
Thank you.
if I can put the ball on the floor and if I'm missing from three as a
Correct.
hooper, if I know
Correct.
my skill set is to
Correct.
I can put the ball on the floor. Nigga, put the ball on the floor. True.
Correct. And take it to the rack.
that
Come on,
sounds
Where the
man.
cute.
To
That
be
charges
fair,
at?
sounds
You
cute.
boys
and to
ain't
be
getting
fair,
That
charges and
sounds
to
all
be
not for
fair,
that
y'all not to
sounds
get.
to
cute.
be
That
Y'all
fair,
got to
sounds
and to
get
be
some
that
fair,
sounds
charges.
true.
that
Show
sounds
To
me
cute.
that
be
you
That
can't
to
get
be
to the
sounds
fair,
rack,
true.
man.
that
To
sounds
be
Come
cute.
to be
on,
That
man.
fair,
sounds
true.
cute. Even though I said
But
Sam Hauser though. I literally said Sam Hauser, but
Why
that's
you
but
cool.
keep
true.
bringing up Sam Hausen?
True.
They
Sam
should have
Hauser
been
Cause
would
he's one
posting
of their
up
biggest,
Josh
baddest.
Hart and
Thank
Brunson
you.
all the time.
Thank
I
you.
said Sam Hauser.
Thank
Forget
you.
about Sam Hauser. Let's talk about Derek White. Let's talk about Drew Holiday. Let's talk
They were
about
missing while they were
Jalen
missing
Brown. Let's talk about
layups.
Tatum.
They were missing layups. They were missing
But
But
you
you,
layups.
sometimes the move ain't
So
just
keep
for you
missing
go
them,
ahead.
man.
thank you.
Keep
The
Thank
getting
you.
move
your ass
ain't
to the
just for
rim.
Thank
the
you.
You miss way more threes than
exactly.
layups, man.
Hold on,
Sometimes the
Renegade.
move
Renegade,
ain't
was it
just for
you
you
that
to try
said,
to finish it when you get there.
Renegade, was it you that brought up game 3?
What do
And
you?
you asked the
The,
question,
Hell
that is
yeah.
the goal. That
yeah,
is the
okay,
When they
so
was
goal.
right,
attacking
what did they
Brunson
do
and
Go,
game
Cat,
three,
putting them
right?
in all of the
go to the
action,
cup to
and then they
finish.
Thank
stopped.
Go to
you.
the cup to finish.
Bro, they was taking it to the rack. They was posting up. They was doing everything and they got in their playbook. But those other games that they lost is because they stayed shooting threes, bruh. And there's no in-game adjustments. I don't care
The,
what
the
Truth's saying,
biggest
bruh.
Missing
thing,
layups
Come
the
too.
on.
I
biggest
think we
thing is
missing
with
layups
Cat.
too.
Cat did not
We missing
shoot that
layups.
many threes. Cat was taking y'all to the basket and
First of all,
posting
we took
y'all up.
time out. We took the three away from Cat, so let's not play that
You
game.
didn't take nothing away. The man is
We
6'10".
really did. We
Come
really
on,
did.
bro.
That's a bad example.
You
You
can't
thought you
take
could.
that
You
away.
thought you could. You thought you could. We literally did though. We
You
really did. That's what
no, but
we really did though. We really did
true.
though.
Even if you
Come
took the
on.
three away, true. Even if you took the three away, that still lends to what we're saying. The fact that Cat forced the issue, it put people in foul trouble. It created opportunities for other people. It made you have to think about the 7-footer that continuously is in the paint. That's what y'all were missing, especially with how Kristaps was playing.
Why you
But
ain't
Kristaps was
here's
take
the
a
shelling
thing
page
though,
himself.
right?
out of Cat book then, man?
But here's the thing though, right? With all that being said though, we miss a lot of layups.
The
That's all
late,
I
But it
okay, okay,
wasn't them
you
layups
keep
wasn't
hanging
ain't
your
hold a candle to all of them
You
threes y'all
know,
was breaking. The
we
exactly.
missed.
You keep
series
hanging your
the
hat on
name of
them
the I
At
mean
missing
the end of the day,
layups.
at the end of
the
the
They
day,
was out
overarching
there like the
narrative of the
Houston
series
Rockets,
is how
at the
bro.
end of
many
the day,
threes
hold
you
on,
boys
hold on.
was breaking.
At the end of the day,
They
it's
was
not
out there like the Houston
no,
Rockets, and nobody
Tibbs,
learned their
Come
Tibbs
lesson
on,
out
from that.
man.
coach. Tibbs
At the end
out
of the day,
coach Missoula. Let's say that. Tibbs
at
out
the end of
coach
the day,
Missoula.
And
Come
that's
on,
just
man.
nasty work right there.
nigga just miss shots.
So Tibbs didn't out
At the
coach
end of the day,
Missoula?
well,
Tibbs
nigga,
didn't out coach Missoula?
at the end
Come
of the day,
on.
I think we just missed shots. We We just think you trying to
Hold
play.
on,
I mean,
true,
you know
Okay.
who
true.
this is.
So you didn't,
You
you didn't see, you
you
didn't
heard
see,
what
you didn't. Come on, you didn't see what Tibbs did. Tibbs was like, okay,
I,
Brunson,
I'm going
I
over. I'm
want you to
going over
keep
Brad
getting
Stevens
Al
said.
Horford on a switch. Tibbs was like, yo, keep getting Al Horford on a switch. Brunson.
Listen.
Come on,
Here's the
man.
thing. Brad Stevens literally said we shot us over the foot. We blew the series. Simple as that.
Shot yourself out the
We
game, out the
Facts.
series.
blew the series.
And
Simple as that.
Boston do not need more projects. We already have enough. We don't need more projects being built with all those bricks that we were shooting.
Right. Them
I'm
layups
about
Come
to
too.
on,
say
Them
man.
layups
that
too
was
was being missed too. Cause I like I said, them layups being missed too. Cause like I mean, let's talk about that.
listen,
Because niggas was
man.
missing
But
layups
but
also.
but but listen to what you just said, right? True. You said layups. What happened to the post up, bruh? You got 4 to 5
We
guys who can
shot
post up. Even Porzingis is not even posting up half of the time.
he
Like, bro, we got
couldn't post up. He couldn't
man,
post up. So
true.
let's not even
Yeah,
mention his
he
name.
the only one that tried. He was bricking everything. He bricked that man.
Also,
Bro,
He
no, he
couldn't
was
hit
bringing the
nothing.
ball down
He
too
was
low and being
finished.
stripped too.
And
Tatum's
first of all,
excuse then? What's Tatum's
and
excuse?
first of all, and you making it seem like it's so easy about the post up, right? Okay, let's do okay. Oh, first of all, they're not gonna let Jason Tatum post up a mismatch. That's for one. They're not gonna allow
Right,
them to fucking do that.
And what's gonna
right.
happen? They're gonna
Where the
double them,
dunker
right?
They're gonna
spot
double
No,
man
them.
at,
listen to what
man?
your
They're
game
gonna
plan
double.
is.
Hold
They're
on,
gonna
time out.
double JT, right?
Time
True.
out.
They're
Where
gonna
the
double
dunker
No.
spot
JT.
man
This
at?
is let's talk about the post up. Let's talk about the post up because you know what this is why I don't know why you use that because if Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum are posting up, especially favorable matchups, you know the motherfuckers are gonna do.
Okay, so
They're
why
gonna
he don't dump it down to the dunker spot, man,
let me
instead of
finish my
kicking
point.
it
Let me
out
finish
to
my
the
point.
3 point where you keep
Let me finish.
breaking?
What? Say it
Wait,
He
again.
gets it if he gets the ball in the post and he gets doubled. He's not gonna kick it to the low man by the dunker spot. He's gonna kick it out to the 3 point line
that's a
after
Right.
higher
everybody's
quality
breaking
shot.
Right.
everything in sight.
That's why I'm trying to get to my point. You not let me
That's a
finish my
higher
point.
quality shot as well, though.
That's
So
exactly. But guess what was happening? They were still missing, correct?
no, true,
No,
true,
Please
true.
tell
they
me
Hear,
wasn't
they
true,
wasn't
true,
trying.
missing.
true, 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 true.
So
Hear
we
what I'm
can that
saying.
wasn't so
True, hear what I'm
hold. They
saying.
wasn't missing doing
No,
that same
true,
shit. We
true.
just said they
They
just said.
wasn't
Nobody
trying.
disagreeing nobody disagreeing with the layup argument. What we saying is
I didn't say anything
the
about layups. I said about when they were posting up and when they got doubled and they passed it out, they wasn't still
Tatum was
missing.
not posting up in the Knicks series.
I
Tatum was
said
not
posting
posting
up.
up.
Period. I didn't say about. I didn't say anything about Tatum. I said the team was posting up and they was kicking.
Who was
They
the
was
team?
kicking it out.
Who was the direct people that was
It
posting up
didn't. It
majority of
was
the time?
Jalen Brown with Porzingis or whatever case may be. It didn't matter who was
Okay.
posting up at the time.
Okay.
It didn't matter who was
One of
posting
Porzingis
them
up
was
at
is
the
just
one
time.
of them
bricking. He wasn't
one
even
of
passing.
exactly one of them was not and was not fully 100% because of some type of illness, and then the other one is a known, he's like a habitual shot chucker on your team. So we're referring to the playmaker, the real playmakers that's on the team, the ones that actually make the right decision with the basketball in their hands. When we're talking about Tatum specifically getting in the post, who he had no problem doing the shit in Orlando. That's what I was waiting for you to point out. He was taking
He
advantage
did
of
that. We were still
mismatches.
missing shots. He
No,
did that in the Knicks
y'all
series.
weren't.
And we
No, no,
did
he
still
did
miss
not do that in the Knicks. No, he did not do that in the Knicks
He
series
did.
because
I don't know what you're talking about. He did.
every single time that the 20-point lead was set. Every single time y'all set the 20-point lead, it turned into a shower of threes just continuously being ran, even though
Wide
they
open
weren't going
shots.
in. It wasn't
Wide open
they
shots.
weren't open.
Bricking.
They weren't open.
It was wide
They
open
weren't
shots.
open. They were not
He's
wide
It
still
don't
open.
bricking
matter
though.
what. So you trying to tell me majority wasn't wide open shots.
No,
All
they
right.
But you're
were not.
bricking.
And I
All right.
know
So
that for a
watch
fact.
this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
But you
Watch this.
bricking though, man.
We're not gonna argue. We're not gonna
Okay,
argue the
they
tape.
open, but you still
We're not gonna
bricking.
hold up. Watch
So
this.
that
No, no,
means
no.
you gotta
Watch this.
switch something
Let's roll
up,
the
though.
Watch
footage.
this.
You
Watch
got
this.
smacked
Watch
at the
this.
crib 2 games in a row.
Yo,
That's crazy. You
both
got
of
to
Watch
y'all are
change
right.
something.
Both of y'all are right. Some shots were
watch
open.
this.
Some shots weren't
He
open.
said most
All I'm
of them
saying,
But
were
you
and I'm
know
not,
what
open.
but
He
is
said
true?
most of them.
here's the
Okay,
problem.
but
But it's so crazy. But
most
this
of
is
it is a
so
lie then,
crazy.
bro. Most of it is a
So
lie.
crazy.
I ain't gonna cap.
But crazy. But this is the problem. All that shit don't matter when you miss wide open fucking shots.
They weren't
Yeah,
wide
that's why you
open
stop
though.
All
shooting
right, bro. It was
outside
wide open
shots and
shots.
get
But
closer
true,
to the
most of
basket
them.
if
It was
you
a wide
can't
open
But
hit
shot.
true,
nothing.
most of
That's
them
like
weren't
So
asking
wide
the
Exactly,
open
because
though.
Houston
you
Rockets
taking
if they shoot threes.
credit for now you're
so
taking
crazy.
credit
But
for
Hold
what the
up.
Knicks were
Look
doing.
what
Now you're
Ime
taking credit for what
Udoka
the
did
Knicks were
against
doing.
True,
against the
I did
Warriors,
look
a
it up,
real
but most of
3 point
them weren't
shooting
wide
team.
open
And you
though.
telling me he's not better than Joe Cheese?
a lot of them was wide open. So
Hey,
crazy.
we could watch film this weekend if you want to.
I'm down.
True,
It was
true.
wide
Hell
Even
I'm
with
yeah.
down
open.
some
too.
forced
You ain't
True.
gotta
comebacks
I ain't
watch
gonna
though.
film.
lie.
All you gotta do is watch what
True.
Indiana finna do.
True,
I
there was
was
some
I'm
I'm
forced
like, they
like,
threes
about
in
to
there.
kill
True,
these niggas.
true.
Real
There was
talk.
some forced threes in there. You don't
Halliburton
remember
gonna show
Derek
you how
White
to hunt a mismatch,
shooting
nigga.
two
I'm
threes
telling
in
you
a
the
row?
truth.
Come on, man. There was some forced threes in there. True. Come on, we gotta be honest. True. I know I'm a diehard Celtics fan too, but bro, I gotta call it how I see it, bro. There was some forced threes. They was all wide open. There was some forced threes, contested threes. They was missing everything, everything. That you know what
all
I'm
I'm saying,
saying?
but this is my thing though. This is my thing too though. My thing is though, when it comes down to, and like I said before, we missing shots, period. My whole argument is this: we missing shots, period. Oh,
Hmm.
go look, we was missing shots, period. So listen,
True.
it was
We don't
with every
disagree,
type of
bro.
shot that was available, we was missing shots. It was
True, but
terrible.
nobody did. Well,
Simple as
true, we
that.
don't disagree. True, we don't
That's a
disagree. But
fact.
what
That's
we
all.
saying? Hold on, hold on, hold
No,
on. True, true, true. Okay, okay.
this is
I
hold on,
just
hold
say,
on. I'm gonna say this real
okay,
quick.
go,
Watch
This
go,
is
it.
my
Watch what
go,
Rick
go ahead, go
Carlisle
ahead,
do
go.
when the
this is
Pacers
my biggest
bricking
argument.
everything in sight. Watch what Rick Carlisle do.
First of all, that's a bad example because they're gonna play fast. Listen, they're gonna keep pushing the pace. They're gonna
I thought you was
generate
about to
the
Rick
say
looks.
because Rick
Rick
They're gonna
Carlisle
get
was
Carlisle
this.
also
make
Joe
his
Mazzulla's.
presence known out
They
there,
gonna keep
man.
on. Hold on, they're
Real
gonna
talk.
generate these looks. Because my point is this though, niggas. Listen, and this the reality of the situation is it's more simple than just like well we should have took less threes or whatever the case may be. We should have just executed our offense better. As simple as that, bro. We
Okay,
had
and
a
that
lot of
who fault? That's
opportunities.
Joe's fault,
No,
man.
that's
So it
on
is. Hold on,
Joe. That's on
time out.
that. Not all of it is on Joe, but Joe needs to take
Listen, I'm not.
accountability for that.
I already said Joe has accountability for it too. Like I'm not. That's what are we talking about? But
It's a large
Joe
portion of it.
forced Joe.
It ain't
Nah,
every.
I
It
don't
ain't
know,
all of it,
bro.
Thank
but
you.
It
it's
ain't
about
Joe. A
70.
seven
Thank
foot
you.
three nigga.
It's about 70.
A 7'3". A 7'3" first
Broke.
thing is
He
can't
broke.
turn around and get a fucking layup. That's Joe
He
Mazzulla talk.
broke.
That's
It's
He
cool.
gonna be a
broke, man.
different
No,
team
but
next
in-game
year.
Come
adjustments
on, man.
though, in-game adjustments does count though,
Thank
true,
you,
bro.
Zingy the
thank
Come
you.
brokest
That
on,
was
we
And then
got
game,
and
it.
bro.
brokest
then
Time
dude
out.
in
no,
the
and then
And
playoffs.
Joe
prowess.
has to take more of
True.
the
And then
blame,
true. I just
bro.
want to say
And
this.
that's why
And
I
then
Come
true.
said,
on, time out.
True. I
that's
just
why I
want to
No,
say
said they
this.
held the meeting. That's
hold
why
up.
I
True, true,
told
Oh,
you
hold
they
true,
up.
held
true.
the
I just
meeting
want to
Oh,
with
say
hold up.
this.
Joe.
Oh, hold up. But
No,
So
hold
true.
up.
I
true.
just want to
Why
say that.
would they?
True. I
Why
just want
would
to say
Brad
this.
Stevens? Why was Brad Stevens hold a meeting? You see what I'm saying? Why would he hold a meeting with Joe
Of course,
True.
everybody
after?
has a meeting. What are you talking about? Everybody has a
True,
meeting.
true.
Not not all, not
True.
everybody, bro. Not
I just want to say
everybody.
this. What we are saying when we talking about post up and just getting closer to the rim. We're not saying
Thank you.
all of them was going to fix because no, we agree with you with the missed layups and the missed shots and they were missing
Correct.
everything.
In the
What we're
threes.
saying is what contributed to them missing all of those shots and blowing those 20-point leads to begin the series in the first place was the fact that they were already taking lower percentage shots, but now they were
Thank you.
even taking them contested. What we're
Correct.
saying is
They
if
settled.
you are just getting closer to the rim, let's say they only instead of because I think they made about 40 to 42% of their layups down the stretch. Let's say they just up it to 46. That's still an increase that keeps you because we're playing a margin games. They only lost by four. That
Mm-hmm.
4% could be
Mm-hmm.
6 buckets that keep you in the game, that have you finish that game at the very least, unless instead of you blowing a 20-point lead and losing by four, now you
Mm-hmm.
blew that 20-point lead, but you still end up winning by 2 or 4 points your damn self. That's what
Facts.
we're
And add
saying.
free throws. And add free throws to that
That's what,
too. And add
yes, because
free
Nobody
throws.
you
argue,
could
but
Thank
possibly
you.
put them in
nobody
foul
gonna
trouble.
argue.
Thank you.
Nobody gonna argue that. Nobody gonna argue that. But if
Okay,
you have a
all right,
let's
that's all we were saying.
and nobody. But here's the thing. Let's be honest. It was a lot of open shots from everywhere that was wide open that was being missed. So I can say that. All I'm saying is I can say the same exact thing. It doesn't. The point
So
is
how
this,
many
right?
plays
The
did
point is
Joe
this.
run?
The point is this. The point is
How
this.
many plays did Joe have run out of a timeout? Real play. Getting somebody open. Timeout. Hold up. Y'all breaking too much. Let's get something easy.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't matter, bro. Like they were just
It
missing
What you
shots in
did
mean? You
general,
though.
bro.
saying
It
he a good
did matter
coach
though,
and all of this.
bro.
Better than
I don't.
E-Made. It do matter,
It
man.
do matter,
He made
bro.
offense with them. He made
Ime
offense
offense. No, 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 no,
literally.
no, no. You might want to check the score again. Ime's offense in the postseason, he definitely made the adjustments. See, his bad offense was
They
a
can't
product
even
of
shoot
his
over there
person.
with them Rockets. He had to do
Exactly.
Facts.
something different.
Facts.
His bad offense is a product of the personnel around him.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Mazzulla's bad offense down the stretch was Joe Mazzulla's doing.
Just keep
Mm-hmm.
shooting. Just keep shooting. They gonna
Yeah,
fall like
Set,
that. Ain't
come
no
on,
settled.
damn.
bro.
That ain't
Y'all
nothing,
Settled.
too
man.
y'all too
Listen,
talented to be shooting.
these are NBA players at the end of the day, bro. Like
Okay, they
these are
all
Nah,
these are
see,
NBA
don't
coaches
use
players,
no,
that
no,
but
no.
they got an
That's a
NBA
buzz.
coach
these are
too.
That's a
NBA
buzz.
players. Look,
Those are
With an
buzzwords. Come on,
NBA
that's
come
not
coach,
a
on, man.
man.
You gotta
buzzword.
Yo,
do
That,
better than
yo,
that,
that's just, but
Drew.
yo,
that's a
yo.
You
fact
gotta do
though.
better than
That's
that,
a
Drew.
fact though. That's a
When y'all
fact
are
You
though.
no, no,
down,
no.
Like
That's a
when
fact.
hold
They're
on, hold
NBA.
on.
They're NBA players, and you know what else is the fact? Not all NBA players are capable of shooting the basketball. Not all basketball players are capable of
so
putting
we're
the
not
ball on the
capable.
floor.
So we're not
But you
capable of shooting
True.
hold on,
basketball.
hold on,
So
hold
hold on.
on,
So we're
hold
not
on, hold
capable of
on.
Not
shooting
in this
Not
basketball.
all
series.
NBA, not all NBA players are capable of shooting the basketball. Not all basketball players are capable of putting the ball on
So
the
the
floor.
Celtics is not.
However, your Celtics
No,
team,
because you
your
lost,
Celtics team
man. You
had the
missed the bruh.
your Celtics team had the privilege of having not one, not two, not three, not four, but five players that could put the ball on the floor when their shot isn't
Hmm.
going. And y'all didn't
Thank you.
utilize that skill set.
Thank you. And I was gonna, and I
Yeah.
asked him that.
That's
I
not
want to
true at
Jason
ask
all.
Tatum.
you
That's
So
not
after
true
Jason
at
after
all.
Tate
you
did
That's
done.
not
Jason
true at
Tatum
all.
settle when
That's
Ime
not
was
true at
coaching?
all.
Did Jason Tatum settle when Ime was coaching? He did not.
What you said
Come
it
on,
was.
bro. He settled with Joe.
Bro,
Yes, Joe.
bro.
To me,
I don't know about
Joe,
that. That's I
bro.
don't. I
I
don't know
feel like.
about that.
Listen, I feel
Hey,
like. True. Come on, man. He dunked on who did he dunk on? And he got a poster out of that. And who was coaching when he dunked on LeBron? It wasn't your boy Joe coaching when he dunked on LeBron. Come on, bro. When that boy came in as a rookie, he was taking it to the basket. So that his game
Tatum dunked
today
on Mitchell
is,
Robinson. Tatum dunked on Mitchell Robinson.
he's still a good finisher to this day. That's the
bro.
point.
What are
I'm
you
just
talking
saying
about?
that because of Joe's system,
I just want to say this
Jason
though.
Tatum is settling for more threes, bro.
After
We
you,
talk
Maybach.
about
But
this
time
on
out
sports radio in
hold up. So
Boston
the
a
first
lot.
two games. So the first two games though, the Jason Tatum wasn't shooting mid range shots.
When in this year,
Y'all
you talking
were
about this
y'all
year,
were y'all mostly shot threes,
Yes,
bro.
bro?
and hold up in
Jason
the first
Tatum,
two
Jason
games. In the
Tatum could
first
be.
or the
Listen,
first two
true. I
He
games.
already
probably
said
told him
The
this.
stop
first two
taking the
games he
mid
wasn't.
range.
True,
Was he
true.
taking the mid range shot? Yes or no?
True. Didn't I
Dude,
tell
that's
you
part
that?
of the problem. You're not
True.
hearing what we
Thank you. And
saying,
that's the point
bro.
that I'm saying. Because of the way of the system that Jason Tatum is playing in, to me, it minimizes his game,
That's
bro.
not the
He's
system.
Because
settling
he's
for
It
settling for
threes.
does.
What?
jumpers.
It does.
Thank
Let me
you,
That
say
they,
this
bro.
real
He could
quick.
be
the
like
tell you,
DeRozan.
Bro,
though, the
So
mid
hold on,
range
bro,
shot is
y'all
not
were
part of
hey
it. The
true,
mid range,
true. I
True. You
told you
don't
about
remember?
this,
Oh,
right?
true. So true. Before we won the championship, didn't I say, yo, why is Jason Tatum he should be at least averaging going to the free throw line 10 times a game? He's not averaging that at all, bruh. I don't know what his average is, but I know it's not even, it's probably like five, if
but
that. Come
but
Bro,
on,
here's the
bruh.
true,
thing though.
true. We talked
Come
about
on,
this,
man.
right?
Come on,
When
true.
Jason Tatum went down, y'all were down by 8, and y'all continued to shoot threes. Like that was
Thank you.
crazy.
Thank you. Even if Jason Tatum did not get injured, we was gonna lose that game.
y'all made no adjustments,
No
bro, in
adjustments.
that
Thank
game.
you. Thank you, bruh.
And I
Everybody's
think
been
that's the
seeing this.
problem that everybody has on this panel.
And that's what we've been talking
And
about
you
out here
saying
on Sports
Ime would
Talk
have
in
did
Boston.
worse when he did all of this shit against the Warriors? They win 7 games, man.
Because the problem is when in doubt, shoot, shoot, shoot.
Yep.
Come
And
Or
that's
on,
they're
the
gonna
That's
man.
that
eventually
problem.
fall.
that's the
Wide open
problem.
shot,
It's
Ime
wide
no
open
ain't
shots,
had
Y'all
that
are
adjustment.
y'all are
No
luxury.
too y'all are
adjustments.
wide
too
open
y'all are
shots.
too talented to just be
Facts.
shooting threes, bro. Y'all bailing them out, bro.
And that's what I'm trying to tell Tiff when
Thank
she's
you.
like, "Oh, I need to be satisfied." No, in Boston, we're never satisfied. It's championship or bust.
I'm not
That's it.
satisfied niggas missing shots either though. I'm not satisfied niggas missing
Yeah,
layups
but with
and
true,
We
balls.
my
agree.
only
We
argument,
agree.
my
So
only
that I don't
argument with
it
you,
really don't matter. It really don't
yeah.
matter. It really don't matter if um
I
if
wish you
whatever
would
case
say
may
it, the
be
coaching.
about
I
shooting
wish you
threes.
would say it. I
If we
wish you
missing wide
would.
open layup threes, if no first two games we lost a combined of four points, and we missing layups and threes and open threes and shots, in case
You
may be, this shit
missing
don't even fucking
more
matter.
late. You missing more
And we
threes
turn the
than
ball
layups.
over, and
You don't
turn the
find that
ball over,
Way
and
crazy,
turn the
True?
more,
ball over,
You don't
way
find that.
more.
and
You
turn
don't
the
find
ball
that
over,
crazy.
and turn the
True,
ball
true,
over,
true,
and
true.
turn
You
the
don't
ball
find it.
over. Niggas don't want to talk
That's
about that
also
shit.
an
Y'all
issue.
y'all
And
That's
turn the
broke a
also
ball
hold
over.
on, hold
record.
on. That's
Y'all
also
broke a
that's also an issue.
record.
But you know why. Even you mentioned the turnovers. You know what? Matter of fact, you know why that's even more of a Joe Mazzulla problem? Because for three straight plays, when the Knicks were putting pressure on Jalen Brown to get off of the ball, and Jalen Brown continuously came down with the ball from inbounds, and Jason Tatum is sitting on the wing right next to him. So that's two guys that are literally they can throw at Jason Tatum as soon as he catches the ball. You making it so easy for the defense to be able to read you, and that
Hmm.
caused three turnovers. And what
Hmm.
did Joe Mazzulla do?
Hmm.
Nothing. There was no
What?
timeout at no point. There was no adjustment. Jalen
Facts.
Brown could have came down with the ball. Drew Holiday could have came down with the ball. Derek White could have came. Anybody else could have came down with the ball. But Jalen Brown for 3 straight plays came down with the ball, and there was no adjustment there.
And
Thank
That
you.
you
is a Joe
already
Mazzulla
know his
issue.
handle shaky.
Facts. What about
That's
the
an
end of the
issue.
game? They asked Joe Mazzulla, why
That
did you
is an
run the
issue.
same play? Why did you run the same play with JT? Well, on the first one, Al set a high post pick and he went straight down the middle. So you think that you was gonna get away by running the same play again on the Knicks? And we talking about they got Tom
And
Thibodeau?
then did it
Like,
again.
come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. You don't even call a timeout. You let them run it, and he had a timeout. Remember, there was what's the new rule? Within, I think it's 3 minutes, you get a timeout or you lose it. You either use it or
Mm-hmm.
lose it. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
even use it, bro. Come on, we gotta stop saying that this man is great. He's not. He's not great, bro.
He's
He's
not. I guess
mid
Brad
and
Stevens get
decent.
fired too. Then I guess Brad
Come
Stevens don't know
on.
when he gets fired too. Then
Oh,
I
but
don't know.
true, he
I
did
guess
not
Brad
have a
Stevens get
talented
fired.
team like Missoula did
I
last
guess
year. We
Brad
gotta
Stevens
be
got to get
honest.
fired
I
too.
don't
I
know
guess
about that.
Brad
I
Stevens
don't
got
know
to
about
get
that.
fired. I guess Brad Stevens don't know what
But
he
but
doing.
What
Brad,
the
Like
remember
what's the
Brad was
I'm
correlation?
cool.
but Brad when Brad was
Bro,
coaching,
I
he
kind
was
of
one of
agree
the
with bro.
I'm
most
not
Brad
talking
had
about
a
timeout.
Brad coach. I'm talking about
Brad
Brad
had
the
a young
GM. I'm
team.
talking about Brad the GM. I'm
What
talking
that
about
got to
Brad.
do
I'm
Brad
not
had
with
talking about
Brad
with,
Brad.
had a
with
top
Joe out
Brad
there
had a,
fucking
had an
up,
OPS team too.
making
I'm
bad
But
just saying.
adjustments?
I'm not.
but
Not
Yeah, I'm
Brad
not even
was
Brad.
gonna address
good.
that. Cash. I'm not even
This
gonna
is
address Cash. I'm
crazy.
not even gonna address that. Cash. I'm not even gonna
Oh,
address
okay.
that. But
Okay. Okay. Okay.
that's why I'm like, come on. That's why it's like, come on, bro. See, we can't be picking and choosing. So Brad Stevens need to get fired too. Because clearly, I mean, he clearly listen. One thing for sure is like, listen. If he thinks he's a great coach, Jason Tatum and the guys think he's a great coach. Other people around the league think he's a great coach. Like
But
this
he
is
ain't
his
doing
third
great
year.
coach things. So what somebody think
This is his
matter,
third
man?
year. This is his third year coaching. Yeah, Grant, he makes mistakes. You make it seem like all the great coaches and all time haven't made mistakes before. Like that. This is what
I'm
bothers
saying
me,
no.
but
You
bro,
say he's better than Ime Udoka. He not, man. He's
But
not.
true.
The
But
only
but
true.
this
But
reason
is
true.
my
Brad
problem with
Stevens should
Udoka.
get
But time out,
fired
time
for
out.
not
But this is
sticking
my
up for
problem. But no,
for
time
not
out. This is
sticking
my
up for
problem with Udoka though. Renegade, y'all
Udoka.
call that nigga trash. Time out. Y'all call him Udoka
Real
trash when the
talk,
Celtics was struggling just for
facts.
time out. Let's talk facts though, right? This is why now let's really get into the meat and potatoes. Salute to the
Oh
women.
no, not the no.
Not the 38
I
tactic.
saw it coming. I saw it coming.
And casual let's have an honest conversation. When the Celtics were struggling in 2022 in the first half of the season, was Udoka was getting cooked. When y'all didn't have the same energy with Udoka, yes or no?
No, and I'm
It
gonna
was
tell you
losing.
why. No, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because he was a first year coach.
Thank you.
But still though, young coach rarely can, but this is my point is though, right? Young coaches, right, go through things regardless of how much success you have. You get what I'm saying, right?
Nobody's saying fire him. He just
No, but
not
this
better than
no,
Ime,
this is
man.
my thing. But this is my thing though, right? Joe Mazzulla been getting niggas trying to cook Joe Mazzulla for like since day one. That's my thing, right? Cool.
Okay, because
But
they
what I'm
kicked
saying
Ime
is
out
though,
the dope for
I,
because
no,
he
I
we
don't
said
I
can't.
don't
we
No,
make
no,
care.
some
but
things
We
that
no,
don't
but my
I
matter,
point,
don't
but
man.
my
cook I
point,
don't
We
but my
cook
didn't let
Joe
point
it
is,
fly
Mazzulla.
last
I
year.
no,
roast
no, but
him.
my
I
point is
slow
though,
roast
right?
Joe Mazzulla
Even,
like a
but
pig.
my all I'm saying is though, Doka got cooked when the Celtics was
Like a
losing
fish is
and they were
crazy.
playing bad, right? Doka was getting cooked, correct? They were saying he needed to get fired and everything, right? We're trying to
And
act
I
like that
said
when?
it.
never
Yep, I
happened,
said
right?
it.
When?
Now they're
Maybach
saying,
Sports said that. Yep. Yep, I did say that, and I'm
all
still
right, cool.
saying it to this
I'm
day.
just want to put that out
Yep.
there. I just want to
All
put it
right.
out there.
Wait,
Now,
what
granted,
happened?
Joe Mazzulla never had, and I just want to put that out there because Joe Mazzulla never had a stretch like that. By the way, what Doka had. I'm gonna put
He
that
had
out
a
there.
work. Joe Ime never had as
Don't
good a
do that.
team as
That
Joe
team,
started off
don't do
with,
that. See,
man.
don't
That's
do that,
facts.
bro.
That's just facts,
Don't do
man.
that. So don't so
It's the
see,
truth.
you don't do that.
But
That's
true,
not. It's
he
not.
It's
it's
the
true,
truth.
bro. He didn't have the talent. Like. Did he
I
have
never said.
Porzingis?
He still had a
All
very
right.
Time out.
Go
talented
ahead.
team. He still
Time
had
out.
a
Let
very
me.
talented team. He
He
had
Hold
no
did,
on.
and they
business.
went to the
Don't do that.
That
finals.
team had no business going on.
But see,
No,
casual. But
I
you see
agree
what I'm
with the
talking about,
we
casual. Is a
agree with
pick
the
and choose
outcome.
casual. You see what
We
I'm
agree with
talking
the
about?
outcome, but he's
Because
talking about the stretch to
because
start. He's talking about the stretch to start the season where they were like
that was
below
unexcusable. That was
500,
unexcusable.
and it took them going on like a big winning streak for them to climb
Yeah.
out of that
When the
hole.
shift.
And
You
all
talking
I'm
about when the
saying
shift
is,
Yes,
and
happened?
let me
before the
make this
When
shift
the
clear.
had
shift
Let me
happened.
this
before they got Derek White. Before they got Derek White.
right. And all I'm
Yep.
saying is this, though,
Hmm.
right? Even Doak is a great coach. You think he better than Joe Mazzulla? Cool, but let's not act like. But let's be fair and let's have an honest. To be honest, because y'all not gonna just shit on Joe Mazzulla and get well. He had a talented team like Emma Doak didn't have a talented team too
It
because
wasn't.
He
They
he had
wasn't on the
two.
same level,
He
man.
he didn't
No,
have Drew
no,
Holiday.
you're
He
missing
didn't
a
have
point.
Drew
You're missing a
Holiday.
point. You're missing a
No
point.
Zingy, no No
relative
DW.
Well, you're missing the point. But relative to that time,
Did y'all have Hauser?
Celtics had
that was a very
relative
talented
Yeah, Hauser
that was
was
a
on that
very
relative
team.
to
talented
that
team.
time.
Oh,
They had the
It
best. They
was.
already had the best starting five. I still think they had the best starting five in basketball at that time. I still
not
say
better
that.
than it.
Ah,
Not better than what Joe had.
I never said that. But you're talking about.
top
I'm
of my
talking. I'm
head
comparing it to their
in
respective
that
eras, though.
league.
They had the.
That was the 2022. It was
Drew
Golden
was a better
State. uh,
offensive and defensive player than Marcus
No,
Smart.
you're
Then they
missing the
dropped
point. But
Zenny
you're missing
and
the point. But
DW in the
mhm.
building,
But I'm
man.
comparing. No, but no, I'm not. But I'm
No,
comparing.
I think
I'm comparing.
Golden State had a better starting five, but I think y'all had a more talented start. Y'all had the most talented starting five.
Even whatever that. I mean, the point is though. The point is though, like no, you're missing the point about comparing teams. Listen, nobody's saying this, but if comparing to that era
They were
where
a really good team. They were a really good team. They were one of the best
you had
teams.
two defensive player, you had two of the defensive player of the year candidates.
Yeah.
Like
Robert
you had Jason
Williams and
Terry, you
Marcus
got
Smart.
Jalen Brown, you got Derek.
Yes.
You brought Derek White in. Even though Derek White couldn't shoot at that time, he was
But
still a very good defensively, a role player. Like I said, Grant Williams. I mean, we're not gonna act
But
like the team like.
also to be fair though, True, if you remember during that time period, he was bringing in a whole different defensive construct than what y'all had the year prior,
Mhm,
primarily
mhm.
due to Brad Stevens getting fired as a head coach and being put upstairs in the front office, and they needed
Mhm,
and Ime came in and immediately tried to change the way that you guys played both on the offensive end and defensively. And
yeah.
so by the time that y'all had finally started to hit a core. Then y'all went and got Derek White from the Spurs, and that was the guard defender that y'all were looking for to pair it alongside Marcus Smart. Because remember, Kimball Walker was a fucking terrorist, so that took
Mhm.
y'all that took y'all to a whole different level. So
Yep.
so so
Yeah.
I'm saying that to say I agree with you. All of these head coaches had talented rosters. However, it does help that personnel matches. What was it? Yeah, I got you. Wait, when did that one get? Yeah, let me see. Oh, okay, okay. I got you. I got you. But that's I'm saying that to say they all had talented rosters and the rosters fit what they like to do. Like Ime is a good defender. He's a good defensive coach. He had a lot of defensive personnel. Same thing with Brad Stevens with the offense and versatility, and especially with Joe Mazzulla and versatility just period. However, the commonality with Brad Stevens and Ime was the fact that they maximized them to the T to the point in which they made minimal mistakes until they met a person that was that literally had the answer to their flaws. Like Brad
Facts.
Stevens on the defensive end, he was very questionable with some of the decisions he made. So when he went up
Mhm,
against a team like Miami or
mhm,
like Toronto's Nick Nurse, and they had the personnel and the versatility to attack the exact
Yep.
area that not Joe Mazzulla, Brad Stevens wasn't able to
Stevens.
protect, that became troublesome to him. However, he still tried to make adjustments so that he could be able to make do and get past that obstacle. Same thing with
Facts.
Ime. That's how they got past us in 2022. That's how they got past the Bucks. And then they were
Facts.
able to do so once again with the Miami Heat. However, when it comes to Joe Mazzulla, it seems to be a common theme. Every single time you get met with the exact obstacle that questions your exact skill set, Joe
mhm.
Mazzulla doesn't make any adjustments. He just
Facts.
basically says, my best is going to beat your best. And he's willing to
Mm.
live with the results at all. There's no adjustments or workarounds at all. And that is an issue because in today's
I can't
game,
say
you're
it.
not making any adjustments.
I can't say
That's
that.
Facts.
I can't
that's
say
no
he don't
bueno.
make it. I
That was
can't
a great
say that
breakdown. Who
because
was that? Casual? That was a great
yeah, but
breakdown, man.
I can't necessarily say that because I mean this is here's the thing about Joe Mazzulla, like we have to like get credit for. What is crazy thing about this series was this next series was also frustrating the fact that nobody was talking about is the turnovers. We turned the ball over a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But why do
The
y'all turn the
Celtics
ball over a lot, True?
Mm-hmm.
no,
Why?
Mm-hmm.
but here's the thing. We're not a turnover team.
No, I'm asking
But
you,
One
why?
of the
But
best
why are
in those
we
teams.
moments
doing
that
it
you turn the
though?
ball over,
No,
Why
why?
are we
listen,
doing
yeah,
it in
listen.
crucial
You miss.
moments? True.
I'm
Why are
trying
we
to.
doing it in
I'm trying to
crucial
get to.
moments?
I'm trying to get. It wasn't. It was during the whole game, but it was during the whole game. But crucial moment,
Bro,
beginning of the game, same thing, right? The whole game, we turn the ball over, right?
Hmm.
To me,
No,
Since
Houston.
Joe
okay.
Mazzulla
Well,
has
do then.
took in
Hold on.
charge, Joe Mazzulla has taken charge, right? This
Mm-hmm.
is why I was also frustrated too. That fact we was turning the ball over. Like regardless of us missing shots, though, that was the reason why we lost too. Turning the ball over because like you give them the Knicks or extra possessions. So
Mhm.
the fact of the matter is though, right? The
Mm-hmm.
Celtics take care of the ball a lot. We've been one of the best
Mm-hmm.
teams of taking care of the basketball. Before that, we was blowing leads. We was known for blowing leads. We was known for blowing leads and
Mm-hmm.
things of that nature with under Imadoka. That's a fact. We was turning the ball over a lot. It was on Imadoka. That's why we was look that it was a known fact. We was doing that. We could have won that war. We could have won it. We had opportunity to win that series against the Warriors because of we turned the ball over a lot. You know what I mean? Joe Mazzulla comes in, he does fix that. You know what I mean? You look at the numbers. We became more of a disciplined basketball team. You know what I mean? So
Was
I
it
mean,
really
I'm
Joe
not
doing
saying
it?
that Joe
Was it
Mazzulla don't
really
make
Joe that
adjustments and
fixed
things
that?
that they, huh?
I said, was it really Joe fixing that? But
That
go
wasn't
ahead.
I
him.
mean,
That wasn't him fixing that though.
I
That was you
mean,
going out of
I mean,
when y'all answer to what happened in 2022 because primarily it was you
we
guys
turned
turning the
the
ball
ball
over,
over
but it
though.
also no,
Turn the
it
ball a
was
lot.
it was
We had the
y'all turning
most
the ball
turn
over,
like
but it was
Tatum had
also
the most turnovers.
but
Tatum had the most
but
turnovers
I'm
like
gonna
in
ask
his
you so let's
And
start
why
with
is
that
that?
yeah.
situation.
Because
So
Joe put
let's
the ball in his hands. That's
thank
why.
you.
Joe
So
put the
let's
ball
start.
in Jason
Let's
Tatum's hands instead of the
let's
point guard.
rewind. So
His ball is
let's rewind it
his
though, man.
ball was hands with
Why
Imodoka.
in 2022 were y'all turning the ball over so much at that time?
We wasn't disciplined. We wasn't disciplined. We is
No,
now.
it was because y'all didn't have
Point guard.
a facilitator, a legit
Thank you.
facilitator that could be able to
Thank you.
get the ball where it needed to in a moment's
Thank you.
notice. Tatum, y'all tried to cosplay Tatum as that, and Andrew Wiggins
Correct.
exploited that. And on top of that, you were asking Tatum to do that while you were also asking him to be your lead scorer. He
Mhm.
wasn't prepared for that responsibility. So what did y'all
Too
do?
much on his
Y'all
plate.
went on top of
On his
y'all
plate.
leaving, on top of y'all getting Ime out of there and swapping him out with Joe Mazzulla. Y'all also went and got another guard and Malcolm Brogdon. This time more offensively heavy than Marcus Smart and Derek White was.
Mhm.
That was y'all's adjustment. That was a front office adjustment. The adjustment. That wasn't
I
really
mean,
Joe
we
Mazzulla
still.
like that.
Either way though, how you want to slice it, we had turnover problems and blowing leads. Like that was an issue, and like,
Pacers.
and the reason why we became a championship team is when we fixed that. So
Nigga
like,
cooking
I
it's
but
still
I
happening
get
though.
that,
It's still
but
happening,
I get
true.
it happened this series. It happened this series. I'm not gonna argue that,
Correct.
but it's not like it's
Correct.
like it's like a thing. It's
It's
not like a
bad.
thing. Listen, let's make it. Also, let's talk about this too. Everything that went wrong in the series. So let's not like that's the other thing too. Like we can sit and take a blame about other different people, Porzingis or whatever case may be. Everything that went wrong went wrong. So like that's why like I mean, if you want to sit here and say this person, because at the end of the day, we could have won the series regardless of those things that happened, but everything happened at the same time. Hey, it is what it is. Um, like I said before, Ibadoka. I mean, I guess when he gets him going to the finals, I guess it's like he can do no wrong because he helped Celtics get to the finals and can do no wrong after that's the head coach. I don't know. You know what I mean? All I'm
You know
saying
he
is
couldn't do
though,
no
you know,
wrong.
with Joe, all I'm saying though, when it comes to Joe Mazzulla though, we cannot act like motherfuckers have not gotten better under him. When just be honest, that just is the truth.
But my
It
thing
is the
is this
truth.
though,
I
Tatum?
right,
mean,
true?
You talking about
But
Tatum?
true.
we
That's
don't
about
got
it.
we don't got to talk
That's
about this
about
Tatum.
it.
That's
But
easy.
That's
true.
about
My thing
it.
is this though, right? But
Jalen
why
Brown
is
got
that?
better under Joe Mazzulla. That's a fact. He
But
became an
true.
All NBA player under Joe Mazzulla.
He
I
was
think he's
already an
scoring
all
more. I
NBA
think he's
caliber.
scoring
He
more
was
because
already
he's
all NBA caliber, even without him
yeah,
adding points per game to his to his resume.
I'm just saying he had his best seasons under Joe Mazzulla.
yeah, because he's shooting more
Because
he's
he's
shooting
shooting more. That
threes.
doesn't mean that
Yes.
these are
He's
his
not
best
even shooting.
years.
You know
Exactly.
the funny thing about it though, like the funny thing
Because
about it, he shoot more threes. I
because he
don't.
was one of the league he was
Oh,
quietly one of the league's best transition finishers, like before Joe Mazzulla even became the head coach.
And see, he's making my point,
I'm
and
not, but he.
that's what I've been trying to tell True
I mean,
is
what's
that
that supposed
Joe
to? The point is though. The point is though. Like the point is though. they got better under Joe Mazzulla. Like, that just
They
is what it
didn't
is.
get that,
I
but
don't really tell
Jalen
you.
Brown, I don't agree. Jalen Brown, Tatum, I'll give you. I think Tatum became a
Yeah,
better
I don't think
facilitator,
Brown had
Jalen
his
Brown got better.
Jalen Brown was already
Brown had his career high, bro. Brown had his career highs under Missouri. I don't know what
in
like I
points
don't
per
know what
game, and points per game.
I
And then
don't think
points,
his
also,
game. I
rebounds,
don't think his game got better this year. True, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't think his game got better this year
and then
though.
also you're attributing that the pace in today's
Joe
game
Mazzulla
was
coached
not
for
the
3 years
same
or
as
so
like three
crazy.
years
He coached
ago.
3 years. Huh?
Yeah, I
I,
get
s-
it.
the Jalen Brown that is today is not better than the one that was 2, 3 years ago before Joe Mazzulla got here when he was on the email. Because I would argue I would take a
Yeah, you wild.
I would take a more defensive minded Jalen Brown that's one of the best transition finishers
You
in
talking
the
about this?
league over a Jalen Brown that's more offensively focused.
Hmm.
He's still one of the best transition players in the league.
He's not defensively minded though. Not
His
these
defense is at an
days.
all-time high. His defense is at an all-time
Huh?
high.
I think this year he took a step back. He did.
Nah,
I'm
come
with
on,
you.
I'm
bro.
not talking about it. Joe Mazzulla coach has coached 3 years, y'all. Jalen Brown best years has been under Joe Mazzulla, bro. That's not. I don't know
No,
that. That's not even
it
argument.
has not. The only way you're going off of that is off of points per game because
I'm going
facilitating
up with
wise, he was the same facilitator in 22 before Joe Mazzulla got there. He was the same rebounder in 22 than he was when
way
Joe
back. I
Mazzulla
guess you
got
don't
there.
remember Jalen Brown being asleep on defense on the weak side. I guess you don't remember that because
In
that was
22.
the thing. That was the thing. Jalen
Yeah.
Brown being asleep on and letting them backdoor cuts. That was the thing for
That's a
years.
fact.
Man,
But yet again, nice try.
there ain't no
Is
nice
that
try.
not an issue? Is that not an issue? Is that not an issue that he's dealing with to this day?
No, not at this point now. He's way more
So
defensively
no,
now.
stop it. He just got
He
exposed this
is.
series.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. You're the only person that will say that Jalen Brown was better under Nima Doker than he is
There's
now.
literally people on this panel right now that literally just said, "Yes, I don't agree with that." True,
I don't know. I mean,
literal that like I don't know what to tell you.
Jalen Brown literally had his career highs under. I mean, the man literally was averaging almost 27 points a game with Joe Mazzulla, bro.
He was averaging 25. He was averaging 25 2 years before he got hurt. I think it was a meniscus tear that he dealt with, and he was averaging 24. So you telling me the difference in Jalen Brown 2 3 years ago, and what we see now is 2 points. Mind you, he averaged 22 this year.
He became more efficient. I mean, I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell you. Like
I'm
we
telling
now
y'all,
we're
True
not
gets
talking about
paid,
Hold on,
man.
time. True. That's
True
no,
gets
because
paid from
that
the
no.
Celtics,
True,
man.
true,
I'm
true,
trying to
true,
tell
true, true. I
y'all.
want you to tell me. I want you to tell me this right now. I want you to be 100% honest with me.
he
Are
made
you
an NBA
basing?
he made an
Are
NBA
you
team
no, no,
under
no,
Joe
no, 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 no,
Mazzulla.
no, no, no? Because
So I
true, you
don't
ain't
know what
sliding
that
out of
for.
this one. Are you basing efficiency off of field goal percentage? Are you doing that with me right now?
I'm
Are
basing
you
him
being
he
honest
was
with
a
me?
more efficient. I say he was a more efficient basketball player. So he
Are
literally
you
made
are
an
you?
NBA team. He
And what are
literally
you
made an
basing that
NBA
off
team.
of? He made
I
an
made
All NBA team.
game.
He made
I
an
said
All NBA team because
he had a very efficient game. He made an
he
all
made
NBA.
it. He
That nigga, he was not. Hold up. Let's have an honest conversation. Everybody in the panel. Was Jalen Brown an all NBA? People say he was all NBA
He made the
before Joe
all.
Mazzulla. Yes or no?
He made the All
Yes or
NBA
no?
because the guard. He made the All NBA because the guards that he was in competition with were not able to qualify. Kawhi Leonard didn't play enough games. Kevin Durant did not play enough games. Pascal did not play enough games. Devin Booker did not play enough games. James Harden also did not play enough games. So let's stop with
And
the
Wimby,
malarkey about the
Wimby
All.
too, and
Let's
Wimby
stop with
too.
the no. Wimby was not in the league in 2023.
Oh
But
yeah,
so
yeah, you're right.
let's stop with the all NBA malarkey. He made the all NBA in 2023 because the people he was competing with at that time, because it was not positionless, they were not able to qualify to be in the running. So let's actually talk
He
basketball.
made second team. He made second team though. So
He made second
hold on. That
team.
he
He
made
made
second team
second
though.
team because the players that were literally fighting with him that did
Devin Booker not
qualify
a
were
forward.
not
Devin Booker not a
there.
forward.
Okay,
Hold on. So
okay, Kevin Durant. That a forward?
okay, that's one.
Why?
That's one.
Is that a forward?
Okay.
Paul George. Is that a
All
forward?
right, stop it. All right, man. Let's stop it, bro. Let's stop it. You just said Paul
All
George,
right,
bro.
bro.
Come on, bro. When last time Paul George made an NBA team? Or conversation made an NBA team?
Paul George
Come
literally
on,
made an All
man.
NBA team in
Jalen
2020, and from
Brown,
that
talking
point,
about Jalen Brown
Paul
made an
see
NBA team. Jalen, hold on,
he don't want me to
This is
answer. He
you
don't
just
want me
got
to
cooked.
answer. He don't
I'm
want me to
about to cook you.
answer
I'm about to
because
cook you.
Paul
Let
George
him
Who's
let
on
him
that
Paul
third
answer,
George
team?
True.
Paul
Who's on that?
George
Hold
made
on, no, no. Who's
Paul
on that
George
third
made
team?
Paul
Since you
George
tell,
made
who's on that
Paul
third?
George
Hold on,
made
hold on, hold on.
Paul
Who's
George
on that
made
third?
Paul
Hold
George
on,
made
hold on.
Paul George made
You put yourself in the
Made an
trap
All
bag.
NBA.
You,
Paul George made an All NBA team literally 2 years prior, and after he made All
that's
NBA,
a
he
long
then
time
proceeded to
ago.
only play 31 games and 56. So he quite
Hey,
literally was an All NBA
You know
caliber
who made
player.
that NBA team? You know who made the NBA team with Jalen Brown? That was on that third team, and Jalen Brown made second. Y'all know
I'm
who?
listening.
LeBron James. So he made. So you trying to tell me Jalen Brown had a? They viewed him having a better season than LeBron. LeBron made third team, and Jalen Brown made second.
LeBron
And we
James
can
in
move
20.
on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We can
I
move
wanna no
on,
no no
man.
no. We don't have to move on. We can stay right here
Yes,
since you can
yes.
go
What's
here.
what that supposed to mean? If
LeBron
Jalen
James in
Brown made it
20
on OB, he made second team over LeBron James. So what that supposed that is irrelevant then, right? That's irrelevant then, right?
LeBron James in 2023 played 55 whopping
Ayo Maybach,
games.
crazy. Joe George. They said LeBron James. We
What's
talking
up?
about LeBron James. King James.
LeBron James played 55 wonderful games.
What that
How
supposed to
many
mean?
games how many games did Jalen Brown play?
You can make 50. You can play
How
55 games and
many
be on the NBA team, second team.
stop it. Stop it.
I'm just you you literally said, hold
You
on.
tell me
Come on, man.
who was able to play 55 games in that season and make all NBA second or first team. You tell me.
I don't know. Hold on.
Who
How many
did?
games Kevin Durant played?
Jimmy Butler played 67 games. Stephen Curry played 56 games. Oh, there's one. Okay. Donovan Mitchell played 68.
Don Mitchell a guard though, man. Jalen Brown made it.
Nikola Jokic played 69. So that's all NBA.
I'm just saying,
Um LeBron James
making
played
second
55
team.
games. I think the only forward outside of LeBron was probably Julius Randle. Julius Randle played 60. No,
Also,
he played 77 games that year. Kevin Durant played 50. And to answer your question, Kevin Durant that season played 47 games.
I'm just saying, man, he got more. He got
Kevin
more
Durant
votes.
played 47 games. Kawhi Leonard played 52.
Hold on, you talking about Anthony Edwards? Anthony Edwards. Sometimes they put him at forward. He got Jalen
An-
Brown more votes than Anthony Edwards. And Anthony Edwards, how many games he played?
Anthony Edwards in
I said not Edwards,
2023.
David, Anthony Davis. I mean Anthony Davis. How many Anthony Davis?
Anthony Davis was a center that year.
I mean,
He
they
qualified
could
as a
have put him
center
at
that
forward.
year.
They could have put him at
Okay.
forward.
Well, let's
They
see how many
could have.
games Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis played 56 games.
Dang, where my T at? I'm just saying, man. Listen, he made second team. I'm just
Did
saying that's a
That's
read
good.
that
You
comment. Read that comment from Sturdy. Read the comment from Sturdy, True. Right there.
Thank you.
he was first of all he got
Thank you.
voted as
No,
a
no, no. I would
forward
like
though.
you. Could you please? Could you highlight that? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
All NBA teams that all at that time wasn't positionless. Meaningless. It's easier for Jalen Brown to make All NBA team because he's competed with guards, but he didn't compete with guard. He competed as a forward though, and he made it a second team over LeBron James.
And
So
and to be fair, Sturdy, he is correct. He did qualify as a forward. However, even in the forwards, the primary forwards that would compete with him for all NBA consideration, like KD and LeBron James, they did not qualify because they did not play enough games for them to be considered valuable. What their production was. The only player that played 50 something games and was able to make all NBA consideration was Stephen Curry, and we
Mm.
understand how that goes.
hey, man, I'm just
Especially when we talking about, I'm very interested to see. I'm gonna check real quick to see what the all NBA was for the guards, but I don't think it was that respectable. I think in
it was.
2023,
It was Shea Lucas, Curry, Mitchell. I'm looking at it now. De'Aaron Fox, Damian Lillard. That's solid.
Shea and Luka Doncic made all NBA first team, so they made it ahead of Stephen Curry.
Curry,
Donovan
Curry,
Mitchell was able
Down
to make
Mitchell.
second team.
Yeah,
De'Aaron
Jalen Brown
Fox,
only made
De'Aaron.
second All
Oh,
NBA.
go. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say he only made it says Jalen Brown
That's a solid
only made
gauntlet.
second team. He only made the second NBA team. That's it. In 2022 and 2023. He has
Hmm.
not been selected to an all NBA
Yeah,
team. He has
you know what
not.
I mean. I mean,
He's
shout
only
out to
he's
Peyton
only
Pritchard
made
for winning.
second. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
but going back to the point of Joe Mazzulla, like guys elevate Peyton Pritchard, six man of the year. Peyton Pritchard, like, hey,
Oh no, that's a
you
better
don't get no
name.
type of credit. You
No,
don't
no,
got no
that's a
credit.
better
You don't got no
name.
He
credit for
said
that.
that's a better name.
That's a better name than Jalen
I
Brown.
mean, it is a better
Yeah.
name. Good. Let's make it clear. Jalen Brown and Tatum is going to. I feel they want develop regardless per se. But you get, I do feel though coaches, you any situation you get some type of credit per se. But Payne Pritchard, a big you know what I mean, six man a year. This man Payne Pritchard was balling this year, ball. Like
You gonna credit
shoot.
Joe
I
for
mean.
that? You gonna credit Joe for that?
That's a big credit for sure. That's a big credit. I think Payne Pritchard definitely is a hooper, and he had the talent, of course, right? Like I said, it's a two way street. When it comes to listen, you got to put the work in too, though, right?
That's
It
a fact.
doesn't, you know what I mean? That's
That's a fact.
my thing. But like at the same time, you know what I mean? He trusted Payne Pritchard in certain moments more than some starters at times, which that shows a lot. You know what I mean? So hey, man, you know what I mean? This man Payne Pritchard gonna be
I wish he let
hey,
Pritchard finish the game. I wish he gave Pritchard the
over
ball to
over
end the
Drew,
game.
at times, but especially over Drew Holiday in the during the season. We saw that. I was like, oh snap, we paid a real deal then.
Who's better at shooting a
He,
three, Pritchard or Jason Tatum?
I think Payne Pritchard is.
Okay,
I
thank
think
you.
Payne Pritchard is one of our
Wow,
best
True. You
shooters.
finally, the whole time we've been going back and forth from earlier, you finally gave me a
I
straight
don't argue
answer. I
that. I
appreciate
never
you.
argue that point.
Appreciate you, brother.
Taylor can shoot, but Payne Pritchard is like
Yeah, I just don't think
I don't
that
know who.
I don't think JT's clutch like you believe he is. That's all. I want to
I think
just
he
be
clutch
honest.
enough, bro. I think he clutch enough, bro.
He's
I'm
not
sorry.
the
I think he
bro.
clutch enough.
I see too many
We
misses,
wouldn't one,
bro.
but we wouldn't. But listen. Here's the thing. If he wasn't that clutch, bro, we wouldn't even been the success we had with the team over the years, bro. I mean, it's been a lot of battles and wars that the Celtics been in, bro. I mean, I mean, like I said, is Tatum going to be one of the clutch players of all time? No, but like, I mean, who in this era is super clutch? Like, I mean, like you said though, bro, like, shoot.
Oh, they
They
gave it
said
to
Jokic was
Brunson.
clutch. They said Jokic. I mean, yeah, but Brunson ain't gonna be winning shit like that. So let's like, come on, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's New York is gonna get highlighted. You know what I mean? Yeah, he clutch and shit like that. But like, De'Aaron Fox won Clutch Player of the Year award. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. You trust him more than do fucking Jason Tatum? Like,
Who?
come on,
Yeah,
or other
Fox? You
players,
talking about Fox? Hell no.
or other players. You get them, but you get what I'm saying though, right? I'm just
Yeah,
like, come
yeah.
on,
I
I
get what
get
you're
it. Like,
saying.
come on,
I
man.
get what you're saying.
Come
I get
on,
what you're
man.
saying.
Jalen Brunson is clutch, by the way. Jalen Brunson is clutch, but it's like, come on.
Bro, I get it. You'll never call out Joe Mazzulla. You get paid by him, so I get it. You
I
know?
called out Joe Mazzulla out, but at the same time, though, I'm not gonna
Oh,
say
hold
he's
on.
like
When
he
was
just needs to be
this?
fired as
When
a
was
trash.
this? Hold on. When was this so I can go
I
pull it
literally
up?
said he needs to be held accountable too. But like
Yeah,
at the
you did
same
say that.
time, though,
You
in
did.
this laws, at the same time, this laws though, and granted, because come on now, we're not gonna act like there's other young coaches too in the league that don't like take accountability. JJ Reddick. So I
That's a
mean,
fact. But
come
true.
on, I mean, and
How
let's
long
be
have you
real,
been you said he's
and
been
guess what
coaching for
Joe
three
Mazzulla going
years.
to do?
You said he's
Right,
been coaching
and
for
guess what?
3 years, right? And we still
Yeah,
complaining. We still complaining about the
he.
offense. Bro, we still
I mean,
complaining. We still complaining.
the offense has gotten better too, though. It is granted the offense still can get better, regardless if he won or not. Joe Mazzulla is going to make improvements, right? He's a
Mhm.
third year head coach. You know what I mean? He's a third year head coach. I don't. Does he have to be? Eric Spencer wasn't who he was in his third year as a coach. You know what I mean? He got better
Yeah,
over the years, even though he was
yeah.
good. You get what I'm saying?
Correct. Correct.
Phil Jackson got better when Phil Jackson won those championships. He was better way after that when he first three. You know what I
But my
mean?
my
It's
my
just like
main frustration, my main frustration with Joe is just more of like I told you, the in-game adjustments, bro. And everybody on here sees it. They've been saying the same thing, like Joe is not doing these in-game adjustments, and that's my
You can say
problem.
that for the Knicks series. You can say that for the Knicks series. Sure, no, it was everything that went wrong in the Knicks series. I don't think that was just a thing. The thing that happened. If that was the case, then that Orlando series would have been a longer series. I mean, if
Yeah.
you want to say that specifically for that Knicks series, cool. But that wasn't
But
like
I,
a thing. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like
but
a
let's just
constant
say this
thing.
though, right? Let's just say this, right? Let's just play whatever. Now, if Magic's had shooters, at least 2 to 3 shooters, that series would have
That's a
probably
different
went 7
series,
games.
Jared. That's a different series,
Huh?
general though. That's a whole. But they didn't though.
No, I know, but
But
I'm
like,
just saying. I'm
yeah,
just saying. We could sit here and say, what if? You know what I mean? That
yeah. But I
series
mean,
would have been
that's
different.
but we. I mean, hey man, if Udoka didn't have drop coverage against Steph Curry against the finals, man, you know what I mean? But he wanted to, he wanted to drop. You know what I mean? He want to go over under the screen or Steph Curry. You know what I mean?
Was that email or the player? Like you said
That
sometime,
was
was
even
it
dope. No,
maybe?
that was literally even dope thing. He because you know damn
Nah,
well
I'm
Marcus
fucking
Smart.
with
That
you.
come
I'm
on,
fucking with you, man.
Nah,
I'm
come
so
on.
fucking
he
That
with
was
messing with you. He
that was
messing with
egregious.
you.
you.
I'm
I'm
about to
just
say that was
fucking with you.
egregious.
I'm
That was
just fucking
egregious.
with
You know
you.
what I mean? That
Y'all
was
are
literally
funny,
come on,
man.
man.
Y'all are funny.
That was
Nah, but
egregious.
listen, True knows
I'm
I
just
keep it
saying.
true. I'm not one of these I don't flip flop. I've been calling out Joe before the championship, so I'm consistent with this. You know what I'm saying?
So when
That's
is
why
he
I was
gonna
like,
get? And then my question is, when is he ever gonna get his just due? Then, like, because I don't think at this point, I talk to you, like, I don't feel though people he ever gonna get his just like. And we at a
That's
point
why
where
it
he
was
probably
last
never get
year
his
when
just
y'all
due.
won.
You know what I'm saying though? But if people if he was still gonna be critical of him and like that,
He getting
I'm
his
not saying he
lashes
can't get
this year.
critiqued. No, but okay, does Eric Spoelstra get his lashes? I'm saying, listen,
And the
this
Eric
is my point.
Spoelstra definitely got his
Every
lashes, nigga.
we know
He'll
he
get
Definitely.
do.
his
I
he'll
know
get
he
his
do. No,
just
he don't.
due. He'll get his just due when he proves otherwise what the accusations are.
all
Once
right,
he start
Hmm.
making
I mean,
that's a
adjustments,
fact.
then
And you know what's
then
so
you
he'll
don't
funny?
win
start
I
giving
champions.
his due.
You don't win championships without making the adjustments. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I don't
But
know.
and that's why and that's why
You
nobody
know,
said
so
anything in 2024 when they won a championship because we gave him
listen,
credit
listen,
for
listen.
Oh
First,
putting
no,
nah,
this is
I
what I'm
did.
saying.
putting
I
Listen,
did.
listen.
Tatum.
No,
Who's
no,
that?
no, 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 no,
Casual?
no,
No,
no. Listen,
casual.
no,
True will tell you. I
no.
got on email. I still was talking shit about the
No,
threes,
listen. This
even
is
though
what
we
I'm
Oh,
won
then
the
saying.
that's
This is what
crazy.
I'm
Then
saying.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's fair. This is what I'm saying though, right? I'm not saying that he needs to get scot free this season. Yes, he got to get. But here's the thing about Joe Mazzulla. I like about Joe Mazzulla. He's going to take that and learn from that and get better at it. That's like he understands that he's not perfect. He understands that he needs to improve. Like he always talk about, it's always time to improve. That's why I don't understand that Joe Mazzulla hate either though, because if you look at him talk and look at his mindset, he that's what he's all about. You know what I mean?
Well, he better
So like
change because Brad had a meeting with him today. Brad
no,
had a
don't do
meeting.
that. Don't do
Better
so. So
change.
time out. Maybach. Now you being this Aunt Maybach. So when he don't be talking, he don't always be talking about self improvement and how you feel about this? It don't matter. We still gotta get better. You know what I mean? Like he don't have that mindset of just like you know what I mean, getting better, working hard,
He
and
does
things of
say
that
that, but he
nature.
be arrogant too with it though. He act like he's Bill Belichick.
Man, come
He's
on now.
arrogant too when
See,
they ask him questions at post game when we lose bad.
come on, man.
You know.
Man, come on, man. Now
Listen,
he
you
gotta
already
be
know when
arrogant.
it comes to
It's a
sports,
lose
New York
lose,
and
man.
Boston, we do
It's just
not
a
give
lose
a
lose, man.
you know what I'm saying?
He
Hey,
knows that, but time out. But that being said, he talks about he knows that. So I'm just
correct,
saying, like, come on, like, listen, he knows that. He
correct.
knows that.
You're
So it's like
right.
my thing
You're
is
right.
he embraces that. I'm not saying you can't critique, and like I said, I'm not saying he can't critique Joe Mazzulla at all. I'm not saying at all. Like I said, hey, I feel he could have done certain things better in this series. I do think I think so myself. But it's like if he embraces, hey, we got to keep on improving. We got to keep on going. I got to get better as a head coach. We got to get better as a team.
Hmm.
Because arrogant is JJ Redick. That's arrogant.
Hmm.
That's arrogant. You know what I mean? And let's be real. Let's be real. On Joe Mazzulla Park though, he will never get a necessarily a fair shake, and he's always going like no matter what if he playing if the team's winning or not per se. So it's like you got to understand somebody from that standpoint how you want to respond to certain things. You know what I mean? And lots and you talking about this some few other times, whatever the case may be, but like I don't want to say he's arrogant at all though. He takes like you said, if he was arrogant, he wouldn't be on the fucking team. He was arrogant. He was arrogant. Like you know what I mean? I don't think he
He
would be
is,
in this
bro.
situation if he
He
was
may not
arrogant.
be JJ Redick level arrogant, but he's still arrogant, bro.
I
He
wouldn't
is.
say Eric. I mean, you gotta be. I think you gotta be. You gotta have a confidence to have the job. I don't think he's arrogant. Because let's be real, you call every Celtics coach arrogant. Then if that's the case, come on now. I mean, if that's the case, you know what I mean. I think it's confidence. You gotta have confidence for this job. You know what I mean.
That's a fact. No, that's a
Gotta have
fact.
confidence. Celtics head coach. You know what I mean. You
I
gotta
mean,
stand.
in life.
Sometimes you do gotta stand. You gotta embrace the mistakes you made, which Joe Mazzulla has done. That's why I like. If Joe Mazzulla's like, man, I don't. Hey, I do. We do what we do. At the end of the day, nah, fuck that. But he's clearly improved, and the team rock with him. Team rock with him, and like that's all. Listen, I'm not worried. You know what I mean. We don't got Chris Finch on our team right back. You know what I mean. We don't got certain coaches. We don't got JJ Redick on our team. You know what I mean.
Now you're
Like I
Wow.
right.
don't. That's what. Listen, long he doing
Well,
his job.
he
Long
well
he's
he
doing
acted like that against the Knicks, man. I'm just saying.
it. I can't tell. He won. We won 6 games. We at least we was. Hey, it was more. It was. Hey, we won 2 games. Also, I know in the playoffs we won 2 games. We won 2 games against the Knicks.
Mm.
Y'all won 1-1. We won 2 games against the Knicks. I know that. I know that.
And that's the
I
thing
know
too
that
that they
though.
talked about out here, right? True. They said since we won during the regular season series, I think the Celtics went in like laid back on the Knicks because it looked like
And
it
that's
too a little bit.
that's not Joe, and that's not Joe's fault though, because Joe talks about that. So like, granted, I think listen, everything that went wrong went wrong. Like that's really what happened. I don't like credit to the Knicks for executing and not giving up and keep on fighting. That's the credit I'm
Mhm,
going to give them. They kept on. They knew they was outmatched, and they said, "You know what? We're going to keep on fighting." I'm gonna give them credit for that.
mhm.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna give them
But
credit.
but to
Listen,
credit with what was it? Casual that was saying that, bro.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
But that's
somebody had
It
brought up
was
the
no, it was no, it was no basketball shit. I'm gonna give them credit because they kept going. They didn't give up.
Nah, but
They didn't.
what
They knew
pissed
they
me,
was
bro?
outmatched.
But
It was,
what really upset me and other Boston fans, like not saying you're not,
yeah,
but the ones that live out here, is the fact that,
yeah,
bro, at least 2 to 3 games we had a decent size. I'm not saying the game was over because it was
yeah.
always in the third quarter, but bro, to have a 20-point lead, my guy, and to lose those 2 home games on top of it, bro, it
Bro,
looked
bro,
disgusting. That was nasty,
like and
bro.
like you said, and like I said, you can blame. It's a lot of blame the point. If
Yeah, that's
Brazilians
a fact.
plays decent, if Jason, because regardless of how we feel about Joe Mazzulla coaching, right? Regardless how we feel about this situation this situation or to happen or this situation to happen or this injury, whatever case may be, we still could have won. That's all I'm saying. Like that's why I think the Joe Mazzulla thing is not a big deal because even with all that being said, we still could have won. Vice versa, with this situation had happened, you get what I'm saying? That's all
Hmm.
I'm saying. You know what I mean? And would that be like that's all I'm saying though, because like even Doka, listen, because hey, shout out what he doing in Houston though, but some progress, Jalen. Hey, all I'm saying is, if you think Jalen Green will be playing this bad under Joe Mazzulla, that's all I'm gonna say, man.
uh,
Because he's a
yo,
talent, he's a young talent, he's a
bro,
You
young
I
wouldn't
swear,
talent.
I
want
That's
you
what.
swear,
wouldn't want
man.
Jalen Green on your team. That's the thing.
No, not necessarily though. I don't think he be playing. But I don't think he. But I mean, I'll say this though, man. Jabari Smith should have played more than that nigga do though. And that's why I feel like I don't know, man.
I agree.
I don't know. My Joe Mazzulla may have to coach against Imodoka in the finals. I guess I guess that has to happen.
Let me ask y'all a question, right? Because y'all are
Mhm.
out of Boston, right? Did Cooper Flag take any meetings with any other NBA teams? Because they keep
I
showing
forgot
that
some of
out.
it.
They keep showing that out here in Boston that Brad
Yeah,
Stevens
I
with the
don't
Celtics.
even.
Yeah, they keep saying they had a meeting with him, and they keep like promoting that shit like it's a commercial, a
So
Geico
Jalen Brown
commercial.
getting traded. I don't think. Listen,
Well,
I don't
I
know.
had posted on my community wall that there was a trade proposal like they would trade to the team that would draft him, which they thought it would be Charlotte Hornets. You know what I mean? They was like, yo, they'll
Yeah.
give up Jalen Brown and
Now I can see Charlotte doing that. I can see Charlotte
uh,
doing that.
you don't see Dallas doing that.
We'll see. And
If they offer
Nico.
JB and someone else,
I
JB and
don't think
someone
they
else
should. I don't think they should.
for Cooper,
Jalen Brown drew Holiday.
because this is the other thing that they keep advertising out here too. Cooper Flag worked out with Jason Tatum and during the offseason.
Oh,
You,
absolutely. Listen,
so
here's the
I
thing
mean,
too, though.
hmm
If Brad pulls, listen, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, right? We don't know what Brad gonna do.
that's a fact.
He gonna do something. And he gonna do. Listen, he don't miss. He hasn't missed.
So I know you said you're gonna do something on this, right? So let me just ask you, who on the team would you give up for what player or off of another team? Who is somebody that you could see fitting in with the Celtics perfectly?
Mm.
It's a
Both of
lot of
y'all.
people. That's why it's a lot of people.
Yeah, but realistically wise. We're not
Realistically,
talking
I think
yeah, what
I say Claxton. I think Claxton. I think Claxton.
what team he's on? You say he's on Brooklyn?
Yeah, Claxton. Yeah,
He can't
What it,
shoot though.
oh, you
he
talking
don't
about
have to
what is
shoot.
he?
He don't have, but
What
he
power
Yeah,
don't. He
yeah,
don't
forward?
he
have to.
does.
Yeah, he
He's a
no, he
power
don't. He don't
forward,
have
right?
to shoot. But he's a center too. He don't have to shoot. He can switch defensively. He can rebound. Like he don't have to shoot. Rob Williams wasn't a shooter. He played on it. Like you don't. That's the thing too, though. That's why I like Joe Mazzulla. The offense is going. Listen, things was going to change regardless. Like I think we're still going to be a 3-point shooting heavy team, but it's going to be other avenues of how we generate offense. Because for one, Porzingis, if Porzingis getting traded, then the offense has to change because that was
Hmm.
our security blanket of if we couldn't shoot threes. And let's be real. If he do want to blame motherfucker for this series, if he want to point one person, it's fucking the
Porzingis.
Celtics though. Like let's like see
Porzingis.
that's why I don't like the joke. Even like granted, and them guys should have been they are coach. I seen Jones with Coach Barrett in that, which I've seen him do clearly in the Orlando series, right?
Hmm.
And he didn't do it. Saying he didn't. I don't know why he didn't do it against the Knicks, right? And
Hmm.
Tatum could have had them bad stinkers in game 1 and 2.
Hmm.
But with all that being said, Porzingis was there. That Porzingis was there as a security blanket, right? Like he literally, I never seen him play this bad in my life. Like he was like god off. Like he shouldn't even be on the
Hmm.
court.
Is he worse than Dallas playoffs?
Absolutely, absolutely. If
Yeah,
he played like he did in Dallas, we would have won the series. That's the funny thing about it. Like
And
if
he
he was
was
again what he
trash
did
in
in
Dallas.
Dallas, no, he was bro. He wasn't giving you
I'm
like
talking
this,
about
bro. He
that
was still giving you
playoff
like
when Jalen
man, listen,
Brunson was
bro.
showing
He
lights
wasn't.
of
He
being the
was.
best on the
He
team.
wasn't. He wasn't this bad, bro. I listen. I don't think if Porzingis was a little bit decent, we won it. We win this series.
hmm yeah.
I
This
Like,
year,
agree.
this year, I don't know what was wrong with him, man. They trying to
like he
say it's
averaged
some.
30. He had 30. You talking about when he had that 13 points in 2021? He gave us 13 points. We win the series. Like he
Mm.
gave us 30. He only averaged seven. He don't even get that round of respect. He averaged 7.7 points a game in the playoffs.
I'll give you
41%
that.
from the field.
I'll give you that. If he was
Like
at least like,
he's
if he
the
was like at least
it,
70%, we this series
he
would have
wasn't even
definitely
50.
been
If he
different.
was 50%, we win the series. Like, come
You think
on.
so?
Like, he
Oh
was
no, I think he got to be way above
bro,
that
he was
still.
go bro, 7 points, bro. 31% from the field, and you having less than 8 points a game.
Yeah, he was
Come on,
trash.
bro.
He's getting
And
out rebound by Josh
mind
Hart. Like, oh
and
come on.
mind you, and
Hmm.
mind you, I ain't even mad. That's well, it's just the other shit though. Defensively, he was bad. Um, listen, like my thing is this: we lost those first two games by a total combined 4 points. You're trying to tell me he can't give you? I just give you 13 or 15 points a game.
Yeah,
We win the series. That's why I was
I
like,
said.
yes, I understand Jones don't need to be listen. Jason Taylor
Hmm.
needs to play better. Jalen Brown needs to play better. Tuss doesn't need to play better. But come on, bro. He played got awful, bro.
Yeah, he
We
did.
can
He
point
Yeah,
was.
fingers.
I
It was,
agree.
and granted, it still was a collective though. It still was a
Yeah,
collective, but Porzingis was fucking trash.
yeah, he
And
was.
that's the main, and that's the main. If you want to say that the main, come on, man, come
He
on.
was. He
He was,
was
bro. He
trash.
was dookie. He shouldn't like. Come on, man. It's like, come on. It's like, bro. He only made less than like 10. I don't even think he had like 10 field goals in that total series.
Would you take Robert Williams back on the team?
Um, yeah, the backup. I don't know because he's a backup big.
Let me ask you this too, right? What? And that's another thing that I'd be like looking at Joe. It's like, yo, I know Nemus ain't all that, but sometimes it's like, bro, when you getting out rebounded, you gotta figure something out, man.
Yeah, I get it that I get it the loyalty thing. Hopefully Joe learned from this. Hopefully Joe can learn. I'm glad it's happening now. Listen, it's good it's happening now. Then you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So because I think that's Joe. I think Joe Mazzulla has too much trust in his players at times, which is
And this is the
it could be a good thing. It could be a
uh
good thing. It could be a bad thing.
and this is the thing too that I was always taught since I played basketball. You learn by being on the bench, but you also learn by giving some experience time.
Yeah,
So you don't
yeah.
think Baylor could have did something? Baylor would have definitely did something if Hauser wasn't doing anything.
But well. I mean, yeah, he could. Yeah, I mean,
Because
Hauser
you
wasn't
got
gonna
a
play like
veteran.
that.
Okay, so forget Baylor,
Hauser
right?
wasn't gonna play, but Hauser wasn't gonna play anyway though.
But this is my
He
thing though, too,
played.
right? Okay, forget
Yeah,
Baylor, right? Forget Baylor, right? You got a
yeah.
veteran in Craig. Why wasn't he at least given an opportunity? This is my thing with Joe. It's like, so you mean to tell me you grab a veteran during the deadline, but you don't even at least put him in the game? What's Tillman on the team for? What is he, the mascot now? It's just like, yo, some of these things, it's like this
Tillman
year, it
was
was
bad.
like,
I ain't Tillman been. Nah, I don't. Tillman he's
bro,
iffy.
I
I ain't
didn't
gonna
even want him
Tillman
on the
play.
team this year. I didn't want him on the team because I knew what
He
was
was
going to
playing
happen.
bad this year.
Yeah, I knew
But
he was going to get buried, bro. I knew he,
but here's the thing though. The only thing I could say that he should have played. He should at least tried to play Nimi. I
yeah.
understand that. I understood the For one, well, this is playoff time. It's gonna be hard to credit to get those or barely get those minutes, especially at the perimeter, right? Because you got
Mhm.
God. I mean, you got Drew Holiday, Derek White, Payne Pritchard. So you still got to play Payne Pritchard. You know what I mean? It's gonna be hard to those guys to get those minutes. We got Tatum and Brown filling up the wings. You know what I mean? It's gonna be hard for
Right.
any wing to come in and try to play, especially you know what I mean. You got Al Horford. You running double, and we running double bigs with Luke Cornett. It's gonna be hard for Terry Craig to get minutes. You know what I mean?
Well,
Especially with Al Horford out
he
there,
put
whatever.
Hauser in. He put Hauser when Brown goes out the
Yeah,
game.
the niggas got hurt. Motherfucker. Only reason why Howard got in because like I don't know. Only reason why but he didn't Howard got fucking hurt.
Yeah, he did, but he can't. He still when he
Yeah,
was healthy, he came back. He put him in the game,
yeah.
and that's my thing.
Although
And
he
that
getting
dude,
Howard getting traded. Howard getting traded too,
oh
man.
yeah, he is.
I
He's
rock with Howard.
definitely.
But like
T Swizzy
but
can't stand him, bro.
I mentioned about the wide open shots is though like he was missing like three that he literally like you get paid. You literally got paid to do this. And we
Yeah.
lose. This is what I'm saying. Granted, it's not about. We can go back and forth about how the offense should be ran, but like when
Hmm.
I'm very very critical on people missing. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I don't give a fuck if you are have if you if offense running bad or not. If you have an open shot, especially if you're a shooter like that, you missing
Hmm.
in the 2 times in the corner. Hell fucking nah. Why are you even in the game, bro? You shouldn't
Yeah.
like you get paid to hit threes.
Correct.
And we seen you be able to hit we seen you hit 10 threes. He hit like 9 threes in a game before.
Correct.
So you
And if he
missing
didn't
shit
get
like
hurt
this wide
that game,
open.
he would have broke the record too. He would have probably broke the
Yeah.
record if he didn't get hurt that game. I forgot
So
who
so it's
we
like,
playing.
come on. Yeah,
Hmm.
he's probably gonna go too.
Oh yeah,
But I think
it's
teams do
time. It's
need
time for
shooters.
Hauser to go now, bro. It's time. It's time for him to go
I
now.
thought because I thought he was going to take a little bit next step. I thought he was going to get a little bit better this year. He was already good. I thought
Last
he was
year
going
was
to
the
take a little
year,
bit.
man. Last year was his
I think
year. It
I think he capped out, which is I mean he's still a good he's still a great shooter, but it's just
correct.
like I think cap wise too, cap wise and making the team better. It don't make any
Hmm.
sense. It's like because we order that
Yeah, because
second
bro,
apron. It's
they
all
got
right,
to
bro.
get under that second apron because they 20 million over that second apron.
Yeah,
So they're gonna have to
yeah.
let him go
I'm
because
very curious what Brad going to do though, because Brad got
yeah.
something under his sleeve, man.
Bro, to me,
Brad make
we need somebody. If Al is gone or Al stays, we need somebody to get like spread that playing time with Al. Because again, I don't like seeing Al guarding point guards, bro, on the perimeter. I don't like seeing that
Al gonna
switch up at
retire
all.
though. That's the other thing too. Is Al gonna retire?
He may not. I mean, they asked him
We'll
already. He said
see.
he's gonna do the same thing he
Oh,
did last year. He's gonna take time with him and his family, speak it over, and all
oh.
that. And if Al does come back, Al can't expect that same type of money, man. He can't. If he's coming back,
He know that
No,
though.
he
Money
knows
ain't gonna
that.
be a
Yeah.
thing.
yeah,
I think he knows that he gonna come back because it was about the money. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He took his sacrifice on me. So
But yeah, they got to get that money down, man. That second apron, it definitely. It's like you said, it's gonna be interesting to see what Brad does. I just hope he makes the right moves, man, like he did last year. You know what I mean? The right moves. So I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. The Pacers.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
got to do a live about that. We got to do a live about that, man. Got to
yeah,
talk about the football, man.
They down by one right now.
yeah,
Hmm.
man.
Don't be shocked. I told
But
y'all, Pacers taking the first game, man, in the series.
Wow.
You know.
they squabbling out there, though. They squabbling out there. I don't know why
That's
Gilbert lied
bad.
about Pascal Siakam. They said Gilbert said Siakam never took a leap in his career. Like, I think, people had a little bit higher expectations where he was going to be, but Siakam still had a solid career, and he got better.
Correct.
He did
Correct.
take a leap. He went from an
He
unknown
has got,
player.
he did take no, but he's saying that after they won a championship. But it's like he did take a leap though. Like,
He
granted,
did take a
he had
leap,
a
even if it's a little
yo,
leap. He took a leap.
no, but I remember this though because in 2020 in the bubble when Jalen Brown locked his ass up, it's like people after they lost and shit, people didn't have that same expectations for him. I remember like in real time. That's literally what happened. Like, I'm not even gassing it. Like, Jalen Brown was guarding him. Cause mind you, like Pascal was cooking Draymond Green. That was the thing with like, mind you, cooking a generation defender in Draymond Green in the finals, right? You cook him. There's like, people got high expectations for you. Okay, Pascal Siakam next up. You know what I mean? He's gonna be,
I ain't gonna
and it's
front.
like,
I wanted the Celtics to grab his ass for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. Before he went to
yeah,
Indiana, I was like, yo, they should grab him for real.
yeah.
Because that's the
He
type of
just
He
forward I
wanted
want. I want the Celtics to grab an athletic guy who could shoot some threes when he needs to shoot some threes, a rebounder. You know what I'm saying? And because we need that. We need that on that squad, man. Celtics need that.
yeah,
I'm tired of seeing old man Al out there, man. You know?
yeah.
facts.
But like I said, I'll have to start because, just like I said, I'll have to. Yeah, I mean, we got, like I said, hopefully Brad gonna do something. I'm confident with Brad. I'm trusting Brad, man. I trust him. Like, he done it before. He can do it again.
Yeah. Al should take a
So
job like Leon Poe did for the organization, man. Al should become an assistant or something. For real. Or be up in the office for the
Yeah, that's a
Celtics.
fact. That's a
that'd
fact.
be dope.
For real. They offered
Yeah,
Paul Pierce, I heard. They offered Paul Pierce a job. And he didn't take it.
yeah.
I should
He
take
live in
that.
California.
Yeah, but still, man. He could come
He could,
on.
I guess
True.
because
You
he
could
got
do
his
shit
job.
remotely,
I guess
man. You could do shit
he
remotely, true. You know that.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, what type of? I mean, we don't know what type of job it was though. Like, where he can't be necessarily remote. He gotta go back and forth. You know what I mean? He got
Correct.
the Fox.
I
I don't know. I mean, maybe
yeah,
cool. I mean, he has love for ball. I know he got love for balls. It's probably like, you know what I mean.
correct.
I live in California, good weather. They haven't got the Fox job. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And they need to add
And like,
somebody to the
and it got
staff too.
KG, and he got a lot of things going on. So he got like multiple podcasts and, and shows.
Yo, remember we talked about Jeff? Was it? Yeah, remember we talked about Jeff? I think Jeff should have been on our bench, man, and not the Clippers. I think Jeff should have been
Yeah,
on our bench.
he's like the lead
That
assistant. Ain't like the lead assistant over there though.
yeah, he is. He's the lead assistant over there.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's why. I mean, yeah, that's probably the deal breaker there because Sam Excel lead consistent now.
Yeah, I think we need one more veteran like to add to that, man. To
I mean,
add.
I'm cool with that. Joe Bragg gonna find some. Uh, I don't know if Sell leaves or not. I don't know. Coaches, I'm not worried about the coaching staff.
Well, last that I
They gonna
heard,
find
it was
somebody.
what was it months ago? They said I think he interviewed for Florida State. I'm not too sure.
Or
That
they
that
forced they
that
want him or something like that.
yeah, I don't know if I don't know what's going on in the off season, but you know, I like Sam on the bench, but to me, I don't see him talking too much to Sam on the bench. He talks to what's the dude's name? Robbins, the one with like the flat top. That's who I see thing talk to a lot. Missoula, so
Rob is like, no, he's a Rob is Rob is good. I like Rob is. I think Rob is gonna be a good coach. I like Rob.
I wish Charlie could get fired and we could bring him back. That's what I really would like, you know.
Yeah, but
And like y'all was saying too, if New York does win, they will burn down New York City. Guarantee. They're gonna burn they're
that
gonna
shit,
burn New York down. For real.
yeah, that shit gonna be crazy, man.
Yo, I'm pissed, man. Like I don't know if I know you subscribe. I think you subscribe to my other channel, but man, I got all my family from New York, friends, everybody's been talking shit.
Oh,
Yeah, I did a post was like, leave me the fuck alone. Stop calling me, stop DMing me, stop texting me. They won't stop, bro. These
yeah,
fans
that's
won't
crazy.
stop, man. Yeah, man. They act like they beat the Celtics in the championship. It's like, yeah, y'all celebrating a little too
Shay
early.
Shay Gilchrist gifted the entire Thunder team Rolex after winning MVP. That's dope.
I'll say
Oh,
this though,
wow.
right? I'll say this. For money wise, if it was New York in the finals in OKC, that would bring in lots of viewers. That bring in lots of
Yeah,
views, lots of money. Good, great storyline. Because you know, sports, they love storylines. They love stories, you know. But realistically, to me, I would love to see Indiana against OKC. I think that'd be dope.
Pacers get their butts whooped and that happen.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll take a bet.
OKC got a historic defense, bro. You see what they did to Ant Man.
Listen, man.
I'm telling you, man. Ant Man getting tested this series, bro.
Yeah, he
Hey,
is.
man.
You know, they want him to be the
man,
face of
this
the league,
nigga.
anyways. You know. Yo, Toppington just missed the fucking dunk, wide open dunk. He just missed it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
He back rimmed it. How you back rim a
Yeah,
dunk?
man. Good show. They went on a 10-1 run,
Yeah,
the Knicks.
yeah. That's another thing, true, right? Too. Aaron Gordon was always rumored for like 4 or 5 years straight to be traded
yeah,
to the Celtics. That would have been dope too.
yeah. It's doing that trade when we had that trade exception with Gordon Hayward, we could use that money. We got Fournier instead. That shit, man. It's Denny.
I
Bullshit.
see the dunk. He missed the wide open dunk. That's what you were
Yep.
talking
Yeah, that
about?
shit
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. He back
Yeah,
rimmed it. Hit the back rim.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I told you Cat was better than Pascal. He hooping. I told you.
Yo, Cat is
Niggas going
soft
to the
too, man.
post.
Cat is
Yeah, I mean,
soft.
he be doing a lot of zesty shit, you know what I'm saying? How
Yeah, he does.
his mannerisms and shit. But like the
Oh,
boy hoops, bro. And one thing that I took from him going to the Knicks that he changed in his game, the
hmm
post game, bro. This dude's actually in the post, posting up niggas, bro.
well, it's
Like
the
he's
East
doing it
Coast.
now. I'm watching him doing it now, you know?
It's the East Coast too, though. It's the East
Yeah,
Coast.
facts.
You know what I mean? There
Facts.
ain't too many big men,
But there was
that could
somebody
body.
up here that told me that Pascal was better than Cat. I'm just saying, man. Somebody told me that. Somebody
Pascal. I
told me
mean,
that.
hey
Somebody
man,
told me
Pascal.
that.
He still burning. He still burning cat, man. What you talking about, man?
Yo, if that was a settled
Oh
shot,
man,
man, I ain't
that's
never heard
crazy.
somebody take a settled shot like so modest like that.
See,
He said,
Siakam still over Carver Towns. I'll take Siakam on the Celtics more than Carver Towns any day of the week.
"Hey, yo,
That's
but
crazy.
I, yo, true. I forgot you had a bunch of people on your panel. And one day, I remember somebody. I think I asked a question. I was like Brown or Booker, and almost the whole panel was like Booker. To me, I don't see it. I'll take Jalen Brown over Booker any day. I'm sorry. I don't.
Mm.
I ain't gonna. Booker better offensively though.
Yeah, but these light skinned niggas, man, these niggas be worried about their looks too much,
Man,
bro.
don't make Casual
Nah,
come up here again, man. Don't let him
but
hear that.
but Devin Booker, Devin Booker. I mean, Devin Booker, he can facilitate the offense. He can score. I don't know, man. I mean,
No. Nah, you're right, but still, 1 minute the nigga got a headband on. I think he balled better without the headband. That's just my opinion. You know, I think
The
Devin Booker
thing,
balls
yeah.
better without the headband. You know, I don't know why the
man,
fuck. Who told him?
They got J.R. Smith, Carmelo Moore at the game. Man, these niggas sick, man. These niggas, man, fuck it. Oh my god. Hey man, these motherfuckers
What
is
not?
diabolical.
So now we can't have Melo at the game.
Mari and JR though,
You
like y'all
see
motherfuckers
what we
disgusting,
saying,
man.
bro? Too nasty,
Motherfuckers
man.
disgusted, bro, man. Saying
Too
this
nasty,
is what I be
man.
saying, man.
Yo, listen, we got the Lakers. They
Yeah,
do the same shit. They bring out all their stars. And New York does the same shit, man. They bring out
come
all the
on, bro.
actors, all the former ballers. If they could bring back the ones who's dead, they bring them there too. They bring their casket, their
Yeah,
ashes, all
facts.
of that.
You gotta bring them out, man. Bring them
This is
out.
kill
But
me.
yeah, we
Now it
gotta
makes
end the show because it's true now, man. He said Melo and JR can't go to the
yeah.
game.
It's
That's nasty work. It's
now, man.
crazy.
Get out of here, man. I get what's up. Yeah, we.
Yeah, we gotta end
You've
it
been
now,
rocking for a
man.
minute. You've been rocking for a minute, bro.
Yeah,
I
But
will.
yeah.
we
I
gonna
think
come.
we
We gonna be
going.
back though.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
maybe
Be
next
back
Wednesday we'll be back.
next
Yeah,
Wednesday
man.
for sure.
And
Or
I'll definitely be here to cook up True again. I
Yeah,
gotta cook
yeah. Look
True
for
up, man.
True's live, man. He got a Celtics live
I'm
coming
good.
out.
I'm be live a couple days. So hey, we
Oh, I'll
gonna.
be there
Yeah.
too. You listen, that's my guy, but I just don't know why the man is acting like Joe Mazzulla's his family member and shit. He's just keep
I'm
defending this
not
guy.
acting like I'm. Listen, my
Hey,
thing is this:
hey,
if
I'll tell
Brad
you one
Stevens,
thing though, Maybach. Before we
listen.
Uh,
leave.
Here's the thing. I've
uh-huh.
said this before. If Brad Stevens believe that he can coach a team and do whatever you gotta do,
Uh-huh.
listen. This is Brad. Listen, my thing was this, man. I believe in Brad Stevens or his vision, what he wants to do. As simple as that, man.
Oh,
Hey,
yo, didn't
Maybach,
Simple as
somebody
that.
Maybach.
what's up?
That's just how I
I'm gonna
feel,
tell you
man.
this. I'm gonna
That's
tell
my
you this,
logic.
man.
How I feel.
JT's
Uh-huh.
out, right? JT's out
Yeah.
next season.
Uh-huh.
Hey, man, we gonna see how Joe Mazzulla coaches now. This the
That's
test
a
right
fact.
now.
That's a fact.
This
Where's
the
the thing
test
though?
next
This is
season.
already
We gonna
That's a
see.
fact.
nah. Well, here's the thing
Hey,
though. The options
if
that
he
the
passes
Celtics.
that test, we won't say nothing bad about him. Trust it, bro.
I mean, okay,
Nah,
so
I still
When
will.
Steph
I
Curry
still
was out,
will find
hold on. So
something.
did Steve Curry prove that when Steph Curry was out?
No, they take.
Oh, okay.
They got the second pick, true. Like, come on.
I'm saying when Klay Thompson was out,
For real.
when Klay Thompson was out, and all that, right? I'm just telling you, I mean, Celtics got a lot of options they can do, man. I don't know exactly they're gonna do. I'm just saying 'cause when Klay Thompson was there, you know what I mean? Shoot, when
JB was
I'm
better
just
than
listen.
Clay at that time, though.
You know what
Like
I'm
if you
saying?
looking
What I'm
at that
saying
same
though.
time, if you compare Clay and that boy JB better right now. At the time Clay was. I'm just saying, man.
I mean, here's the
That was
thing.
the time when Clay was going down. He was teetering down.
Yeah, that's a
And then
fact.
you lose your best player as Steph, like, and then yeah, that team was
We
just yeah.
probably we made Tank. We made Tank. We made. I don't know what the plan is going to be per se, because I ain't gonna lie. Jalen Brown, hey, sit out for 2 weeks. They could do that. You know what I mean? Who knows? All I
Yo,
know
but
is
what?
the Brad got a plan. Brad got a plan. And listen, all I'm saying is this: all I've seen, heard people with Celtics are done and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Listen, I've seen
Oh man.
Brad do. Listen, that's why the whole Joe Mazzulla thing is like I say, well, then fire Brad Stevens in too. Then if he believe in him, if he believe in him, and he's the coach, he knows what he's talking about. He knows the ball, whatever. If he believes in him, if he wherever's on his roster, wherever he put there, if he believes in him, things he's gonna do that nature.
Hmm.
Hey, I trusted him, and hey,
Let me
y'all
ask you a
gonna
question,
see.
True. True, let me ask you a
And
question
we
because
gonna
this guy
see.
just popped. This guy, we could end it right soon, but this guy just popped in my head. If we had Malone coaching us,
Mm.
would how would the outturn be? The outcome be?
Y'all
The
wouldn't be
old Denver
shooting
coach.
threes the way y'all do.
That's a fact. We definitely wouldn't. Not saying we
Man,
wouldn't
you talking
take
about
it.
the same dude, man. You talking about? I don't know, man. We
Mm,
probably still win,
Y'all
man.
would
Mike
have
Malone's a great
schemes.
coach.
mm.
Y'all would
Mike
have
Malone, great
schemes.
coach. What skins you have? You don't. What skins the Lakers have? But that's neither here or there, though, man. I don't know what
We
you
gotta
like.
we,
You keep
Pico,
saying
yeah, we
Joe
gotta
Mazzulla
end it
got
there.
better
We
skin.
talk about it. We
Hey,
keep
hold on,
bringing up
time
a
out.
rookie
Oh, hold
coach.
on,
Now I'm about
crazy.
to
We gotta
cook.
end it
You a
there.
Hold on,
Lakers
now I'm
We
about to
gotta end
fan?
it
cook you.
down.
Hold on, now I'm
We
about,
gotta
now I'm
Crazy.
end
about
it
You
to
a
down.
Lakers
May
We
back,
gotta
fan?
May back. But guess what? But
Uh,
guess
Laker
what
fan,
though, right?
yeah.
He
We
say
gotta
niggas
end
don't
it
have
down.
skin. Hold on, so let's do this. Let's do this. The JJ Redick has schemes,
What's
yes or
up?
no? The
Nah,
JJ
he
Redick has
didn't,
schemes, yes or
man. He
no?
don't got skin. He a
Are
rookie
you gonna
coach
lie? You
though.
gonna lie now? So you
Missoula
gonna
ain't no
lie now?
rookie coach though.
So
Missoula
you
ain't
going
no rookie
yeah.
coach.
So JJ Redick wasn't influenced by Joe Mazzulla coaching. So that's not true either.
Where's the facts,
You
man?
look at Mind
I
the
need the
Game. You look at Mind
artifacts.
the Game. Maybach, we look
Yeah.
at Mind the Game. He was raving about Joe. If I'm lying,
He was
all right,
raving about Joe
let's not
Mazzulla.
play
Okay,
that
shout
game.
out Joe Mazzulla then.
Let's not
No,
play that
I thought he
game.
talked shit about Joe though. I thought he was talking trash about Joe. I thought that's
Nah,
they
he
they
was. They
had.
was. You ever seen Mind the Game? He was breaking down the Celtics. LeBron them was breaking down the
No,
Celtics
I
offense. Oh
remember
man,
him
Joe.
doing that. Yeah, correct. I remember
Come
that. I
on,
remember
man.
that.
Come on, man. Stop it, man. Now, like, come on, because y'all love to shoot threes too. Y'all love to have the go hey, have a guy, three guys that can come on, man. Y'all ain't slick, man.
Yo,
Y'all ain't
LeBron to the
slick, man.
Celtics. LeBron's coming to the Celtics.
That's wild as hell, man.
That would be crazy. 40-year-old Braun out there. What
hmm
number he gonna wear? That's crazy.
You know that's a definite championship, right?
If y'all get LeBron,
Yeah, that's definitely a
wow.
championship. You know,
Okay,
listen,
wow.
everywhere he went, the NBA, he runs. I listen, Tiff and True got mad at me for saying this. It was more Tiff though when I said LeBron is the commissioner of the NBA. He's also a player too.
He
You
is.
know,
Don't get pissed, bro. It's true.
I said that they was mad at me. They was like, "Oh no,
Bro,
Maybach."
Maybach, you cooking, man. They changed the All-Star game because of him. They changed the
Facts,
playoffs because of him.
He the face of the league.
They
He the
they
face of the
they
league.
implemented
facts.
I'm just
they
saying. No,
implemented
I said that.
they implemented an in-season tournament because of him. All
hmm
of it is because of him, dog.
Now
Facts.
you
And
can't. Now
every
you
team he
gas. Now
goes
you
to, he
gas.
wins
Now
a
you just
championship.
All
gas.
of
Every
it is
You just
because
team.
of
now
him, bro.
now you just gas. You gas in the season tournament. You gas that though. You gas that. So that
Bro,
ain't
they
it.
Yeah,
changed
guys.
it
You
because
gas that.
he wins the first
That's not
one.
true. No. You know the in season tournament.
Maybach,
Like, listen, I didn't question
Maybach.
everything you said, but the in season
Maybach. He
tournament, you
wins
kind of
the
gassed
first
it.
one. He wins the inaugural in-season tournament
They
cup.
were
Come on,
planning
bro.
on doing that for years. They've been planning on doing that for years, though, bro. You kind of gassing that. Like everything else,
I
I'm not
ain't
okay.
gassing
Cool. The
it,
All Star,
bro. I'm just
you is. I
saying.
didn't. Okay, come on, bro. Like all the All Star
It's
thing is
nasty
okay.
work
Cool.
that
That
they
makes sense.
changing everything. He's still in the league, true.
Yo,
That's a
true.
league thing. That you gassed it
True.
in
You
season
can't
tournament.
admit that
Yeah.
he doesn't have no say so with Adam Silver, bro. You can't say
I'm
he,
not
He
he
saying
don't
I'm
have.
not.
does.
I wouldn't say he has a say so, but I will say they do things favorable for LeBron when it comes to like he's the face of the league and shit. So of course, whatever it gets different type of treatment, whatever the case may be. But they did it. It's not the same time. Ain't the first time they did. So
They gave that nigga they gave him the blueprint to the bubble, man.
Nigga got his son on the team, bro. No,
I can't
I
let
swear
you.
to
I can't
God.
let you. I cannot. That's what he. That's not. I ain't surprised. He's LeBron James. I think. I mean, but I'll say this though about the bubble. First of all, they didn't. LeBron don't even want to play in the bubble. The Lakers
Yeah,
and Clippers didn't want to play in the
until
bubble.
they gave that nigga the blueprint.
Nah, they ain't. Nah, bro. They had a fight. They had a Don Haslam had a whole meeting with. They was like they were had it like, yo, we have to play. Them niggas didn't want to play in the bubble, bro. LeBron didn't give a fuck, bro. LeBron ain't got his money. LeBron got to your point. LeBron got his money in cash. LeBron didn't give a fuck
hmm
about no ball. He saw that shit because
He gave a damn about that chip. That's all he
Yo,
cared about.
I mean, of course, you care about a chip when you out there. You out there now, but like
Mm,
they didn't want to play in a bubble.
yo, crazy.
yeah.
That
What's
that
up?
that champion that championship ain't a real championship. I just want you to know that.
No, it's a championship, brother.
Nah, man, it's the
It's a
asterisk
champion.
next to it.
It's a championship because everybody went through the same standards that
Oh
year.
man, nah. LeBron, listen, they
Everybody had a
handed it to
chance. They
they
gave
handed it to
everybody the
y'all.
rundown.
They
Now
handed it to
we
y'all.
still have to play the games, brother.
Yo, if LeBron goes to a G League team, they're gonna win a championship, bro. He controls every league. Wherever he goes, he controls everything, bro.
He gonna be the first NBA owner while playing. I'm telling you that right now, bro. He's still
Yeah.
gonna be in the league playing.
I mean, he got ownership in teams. He got Liverpool and the Red Sox.
Yeah, facts.
He got Liverpool and the Red Sox. You know what I mean? So, but he ain't better
Yeah.
than
Y'all
Jordan.
going?
We gotta be honest. He ain't better than MJ though, or Kobe.
He probably is. He probably is
No, he
though.
not better
He
than Kobe.
probably is.
That's a fact.
No, we gotta be honest because I know some
He ain't
fans.
better than Mike either.
Yeah. I mean, at least you're
All right,
honest.
man. Hey, I tell you this though, man. Jordan wasn't doing this at 40, nigga. I tell you that. Jordan wasn't doing this at 40.
You're right. LeBron's on the
I
juice.
mean,
Michael Jordan was never on the juice.
Jordan with that bald head, man. He got been bald out of nowhere. Man, he had a whole, I mean, I'm just, hey, man. Listen,
Imagine if MJ
Man,
did take the juice. Imagine if he did
I
take
mean,
the
the line
juice.
motherfuckers, it's motherfucker took juice and be trash too, though.
a
That shit
lot of
don't
people
mean
Who?
gonna be
that don't.
hurt when
Name
them
one.
juice
Name one.
allegations
True.
come
Name
true,
one.
man.
I'm not. Hey,
Name
man, it's
one.
people out there. They know. Them players probably know who it is.
Yeah,
But
the
just
15th
because
guy
he
on the
takes a juice,
bench. Come on,
man,
man.
man, hey, that man Sammy Sosa took steroids. That motherfucker ain't no top 10. Like, come on, he was good, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I
But it
mean,
also made him go crazy because he bleached his skin, though. You see that, right?
that's different. Well, he a different dude.
Uh,
Period. Though, but
we had black Sammy Sosa, and now we got white Sammy Sosa. Come on, man.
yeah, that's
Like,
crazy.
you know.
It's a good game so far though, man. It's
Hmm.
a good squabble.
Yeah. Facts.
I better win my money
Yeah,
tonight, man. That's all I know. I
Garbage
better
Town, they
win.
got 15.
I still don't. I never liked the cat, man. I don't like him, man. It's a punk to me.
It's just his demeanor.
No, like you say, he be doing
But he,
zesty shit, man.
Yeah,
You
his
know,
mannerisms.
correct. And then he
yeah,
But
different.
I
he
ain't gonna
don't he
lie. That's
don't he
one thing
don't
about
he don't be noticing it though. He don't be noticing it though.
yeah,
Niggas
but
shoots a 3 and
He
sticks
probably
his
was
tongue
raised.
out.
He probably was raised with all girls in his
Women.
house or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
All
facts.
women, yeah.
It's a
yo,
light
that
skin
man
thing.
Rudy
Jason
Gobert,
Tatum.
yo,
Jason
Rudy Go,
Tatum slept in the bed with his moms till 13. So it's a light skin thing. I get it. All these light skin things,
Yeah,
man.
but like Jason Tatum's mannerisms ain't zesty though. That's the difference.
You don't see how you be touching his S curls before the games? Come on, man.
man, you talking about Astro, man? He bumming. Come on, she can't touch his head. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
See him
Oh,
be
man, his head
dripping
is
all down
crazy,
the
man. That
court,
man's
man.
a great. That
Pause. He
man's a
be
dad. That
dripping.
man's a great dad. That man be dadding up, man. That man, he don't. Yeah,
Hey,
that be.
all I gotta say is, bro, if the Knicks win the chip, we gotta have a different conversation about Brunson, bro. All I gotta say,
Oh, that's a
Don't.
fact.
pretty much. All I
That's a
gotta
fact.
Don't.
say, because
He
I
took
feel
what?
like
What?
I
He
feel
a
like
top. He
he'll
a
get
top
a
five point guard
no, no,
or
no, no,
top
no,
five
no.
guard in the league.
He'll
As
be,
he
yeah.
already is.
I
As
mean,
he already is.
I feel like he already is a league, and
So
he'll
let's not get crazy. Let's not get
no,
crazy
no, no,
though.
no.
It's
He's
like
already a top five point guard in the league, right?
now he a top
He's
five
already
guard
a top
period in the
five.
league. He a top five
I
guard
I
period in the league.
believe if he wins a chip, he'll probably be number two. I don't think he's better than Shea though.
He not better than Cade,
But
bro. I'm sorry. He not better than Cade, bro.
okay, he'll be top three. He'll be top three. He'll be in the mix. I think he's top five point guard.
Yeah,
But
I'll say
So
top
you
10,
he
so
top
you take
five.
so
enters.
you take you
I
take
think
so
he
you take Jalen
enters.
Brunson over Luka. You taking Jalen Brunson over Luka?
I mean, right now, yeah,
Don't
this
do it.
nigga
Don't. No, I'm not.
been
I'm not.
playing.
I
Yo,
don't
Nigga,
even like
Luca
true.
been
Luka.
playing mid, and he was
True,
hurt.
you're
He didn't
bugging,
play enough
true.
Nah,
games.
bro.
I would
You
take
He didn't
Brunson.
play
So
no
hold on,
games. I gotta
true.
be consistent, true. Like, what the
UConn
That's a
fuck?
tripping,
fact.
bro.
True. You're not
It
taking
ain't about
Brunson
being
over
I
consistent.
Luca?
gotta be consistent,
Hold
Nah,
on,
I'm not,
true.
bro.
bro. I gotta be
True. You're
consistent, bro.
not
I've
taking
been.
Brunson over
Y'all
I
Luca,
bugging.
true?
I
See,
didn't
y'all
Okay,
rank.
y'all
hold
I
on.
getting
didn't
carried
rank.
away now.
No,
Yo,
no, I'm not
true.
getting
Are
carried
you
away.
telling me?
I
Are
didn't
you
rank
telling
Joel
me?
Embiid. I didn't rank Kawhi. I
Yo,
don't, bro.
true.
If you ain't played
Don't
65 games, I ain't ranking you, bro.
Luca?
I'll tell
Hold on,
you one thing, true. I'll tell you why
That's
I
cool.
take
That's cool.
Brunson. Brunson is healthy. He stays in health. Those two things are important,
That's your
bro.
main argument. That's your main argument you have. That's the only
No.
Yeah, my
argument
main
you
my
have.
main argument is the games played. That's a fact.
I'm
Thank
just
you,
But
man.
look at
Luca.
this
Let's
though.
not act like
I
Luca, but
think
Luca,
he enters. If he wins the
but
chip, I think
Luca.
he enters top
I don't
10
even like Luca.
conversations.
I don't even like Luca though. But let's not. Luca have led teams to conference finals and finals. So like,
Maybach,
let's
you agree with this?
has done
If he
that.
wins the chip, he enters top 10 conversations.
Yeah,
I
that's a
think he's
fact.
already in
That's
top
a
10
fact.
conference. I think he's already
I
in
think
top
Luke
10
who
conference.
I think he's already in the top
You
But
10.
think
Jalen
he
Brunson, but
where
Jalen
y'all
Brunson is
got him
already
now?
in top 10.
Bottom 10
Jalen
right
Brunson
now?
is
He like
already in
8,
top
9,
10.
10.
Jalen Brunson is already. He been in top 10 conversations since
Yeah,
last year. What's the like?
He's like
yeah.
8, 9, 10. He's like 8, 9, 10 or something.
I'm just regardless how you
Correct.
want to
I
slice
would
it, he's
say
top
So
around
10.
there,
so
yeah.
is he gonna enter top 5 conversations or
Fuck
what?
no. Fuck no. Fuck
He'll
no.
Okay,
move
but
up.
he does get
He'll
a
be
boost by
outside
winning.
looking in. He'll be on the outside looking
Bro,
in. He'll
I'm
be
just
like
saying,
six.
I'm just telling you what the
Fuck nah, we not doing
NBA,
that because y'all
I'm
gonna
just
push
telling you
back
what
saying
I
Jason
don't
Tatum was
know,
top five.
bro.
So you
I'm
gonna
just
put
gonna
they
tell
gonna
you
push
what the
back with Jason
NBA
Tatum being
fans
top
are gonna
five and
do,
Jalen
man.
Brunson doing that. See, this
Bro,
is the bullshit I'm
I'm
talking
telling you
about,
what the NBA fans gonna do. Winning
bro.
a chip for the
No, it is
Knicks, bro.
bullshit.
You know what kind
It
of
is
boost
bullshit.
that comes with?
It is bullshit, bro. Now it's a
He gonna
boost.
be a
Now it's a
he gonna
boost.
be
See,
a
see, this is what I be talking about.
legend.
This is what I be talking about. This is
Maybe
what I be talking about.
I'm just telling y'all
Everybody be a
what's gonna
legend.
happen.
Everybody be Allen Houston.
I'm
Allen
just
Houston legend
telling
on Nick. He
y'all
ain't win shit. Allen Houston, when he ain't win shit. So let's everybody be
he
a legend
ain't
on
win
Nick.
shit. I'm just saying though.
Stop,
He said
stop.
Bro,
Allen
Everybody,
look at
Houston.
this. Maybach,
everybody be a legend on Nick,
Uh-huh.
bro.
all I'm
I
saying
agree
is
with you, bro. I agree
I'm
with you.
just
Yes,
telling
I know
you
what you're talking
I'm just
about.
telling
Yeah.
you
If he
stuff
wins the
before
chips,
it
the fans
happens.
will boost him. I feel
It
you.
Bro,
I
they're
don't, it
gonna
feel
don't
you.
have
even
it
right
ain't
though.
gonna be a
I
regular
don't even
boost.
want to
And
argue that.
True knows
It
that
ain't,
too. True, you know they're gonna
no,
boost
it
him.
ain't right,
Maybach.
bro. But it ain't right though.
Uh,
Maybach, that's the
yeah.
thing. That's the thing. It ain't gonna be a regular boost. That's
No,
the thing I'm
that's a
warning you
But
fact.
niggas about.
I'm not arguing that. But it ain't supposed to be right either though. I'm not saying it ain't gonna happen, but it ain't
True. We're
doesn't mean
not
it's
talking
supposed to
about
be
right
right.
or wrong, True. But what
Oh,
Crazy's
that's all. I'm
saying,
just
I
putting it out
agree
there.
with him. They're gonna put a rocket
I'm just
booster
putting it out
on
there.
him and send him to the moon, bruh.
That's
They're
what I'm
gonna start talking
saying.
about
He
he's
No,
gonna
gonna
be the
he
new
gonna
face.
get
that shit gonna crash and
Yo,
burn.
what Crazy's saying is not even far fetched. Let's be real. Let's just play devil's advocate, right? If he was to
yeah.
win, they're gonna start putting him in conversations with face of the league. You talked about it true earlier with ESPN running the Boston Celtics dynasty is over. That's what they do, bro, with these
That's what they
storylines.
do, man.
That's the same thing they would do with Yeah, we got to put Jalen Brunson right next to what y'all said again for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards for the face of the league. Luca's gonna have to take a back seat now because Luca ain't win nothing. That's the first thing that I could hear Stephen A. saying
Man,
right now.
right.
Facts.
That's a
I'm not
fact,
saying it's
bro.
right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying these are factual things that they do. Fans and these so-called analysts, bro. That's what
Mm-hmm.
the storylines is gonna be. Come on, you're
Facts.
gonna make a live talking about it, and we'll be here for it. Come on, bro.
We'll
You
be
know
All
here
I'm,
that.
talk about
all all I'm saying is though, man. All I'm saying is though, man. You crash and burn, man. Hey, motherfuckers gonna crash and burn, man. Cause all I'm saying is though too. Cause now Knicks don't have a talent to start. Now they don't got talent either though. I guess, man.
it.
Now, cause Jason Tatum was a pushback. Jason Tatum being top five. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Jalen Brunson got work to do, man. I mean, granted, I'm not putting over Luka though. I pretty personally, I'm not putting over Luka. I'm sorry, I just can't.
True. Listen, I'm gonna be realistic with you. I'd be saltier than fucking some peanuts and saltines put together if that was to happen. Because, bruh, our player don't get no respect. So yes, I would be mad, just like I'm mad now. I really want to go burn
Yeah,
down
that's
New
all I'm
York.
saying. But that's all I'm saying. Listen, and like
I
if
want to go
we,
set a
granted,
fire
you
at MSG, bruh.
yeah,
I would
that's
really want to set that
Jalen
place
Brunson
on
is
fire.
Jalen Brunson is like and don't get twisted. Jalen Brunson is nice, but it's just like come on, bro. And granted, the Luka Doncic thing, 'cause Jalen Brunson's not a good defender himself either, though. Like yes, he tries and put effort in, but he's not a good defender himself. But Luka Doncic, I mean, listen, I don't know, man.
I'm not a Luca fan either, true. But to be honest, I would take Brunson before him, bro. I don't
I
like
don't
that.
know,
I
bro.
don't like that slow mo game that your Luca be doing, bro. I don't got time for that. I'll
It
take the,
is effective.
you know. I'm not saying, bro.
It's
I'm not saying the man
It
ain't good.
wasn't effective against
I've never
Minnesota,
uttered
was it?
he's trash. Yeah, I've never uttered he's
Let
trash.
me
I
ask
never
you,
said.
so
Uh-huh.
we get. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel you, but we'll see, man. I mean, Luca
We'll
got.
see.
So you would take
You,
Jalen Brunson over Luca right now on the Lakers?
let me ask you a question. Would you trade?
Bruh,
So crazy.
I gotta be
Would you take?
consistent, true. I haven't been ranking dudes
Hey,
that
bro, what
haven't
do you mean?
played
What do you mean
more
being
than the
consistent?
65 games required. So
And
why would
guess
I
what?
start now?
Jason Tatum won't play next season. And guess how many people I'll take over Jason Tatum? Not a lot. So yeah,
Well,
listen, listen,
we just gotta be
not
consistent
a lot.
across the board.
Tatum won't play.
So
Listen,
true.
I'm being consistent. Hey, yo,
True. Let me ask you a question. If the Lakers said they'll take Porzingis and Drew Holiday and maybe one more other player, would you trade for Luca? Would you do it?
Absolutely. You said Drew Holiday for Porzingis?
True Holiday, Porzingis, and let's throw in Sam Hauser to sweeten it up for Luca. You doing that deal?
No, nothing else.
No, that's what I'm saying. Those
For,
three guys. Just to
absolutely.
okay. All right. I
Mhm.
would too.
Okay, then we got in the show now. That's a fact. We'll be
Absolutely.
we'll back Wednesday, man. We'll
That's
be back
hey,
Wednesday
why we
night.
why we if we know you talking about no first round picks? That's
The
absolutely. He
rap.
said I agree
Y'all
with
ain't
you.
fleecing us like that, man. We need some picks in there.
Absolutely.
Yo, the
We need
Lakers would
some
do it
picks
crazy.
in
That's what's
there.
crazy. The Lakers would do it, bro.
They
They'll do
probably
that in
would.
a
They probably
heartbeat.
would. You right. They probably
Yeah, right
would,
there,
dog.
but we went, but it's over with, bro. You got you got man Luca and Tatum. You got
Mm,
Brown.
nasty, bro. That'd be nasty. For real. Yo, fuck it. Giannis is coming to the Celtics, nigga. Fuck it. It's happening. I'm
You
doing
know,
my Haitian
you
voodoo
know,
tonight, nigga. I'm doing my Haitian voodoo tonight.
man,
Giannis to the Celtics,
it's a
man.
wrap.
That
Yeah,
is crazy.
Now we got
That is
post up
crazy.
player. Now we got a post up player all day. Feed Giannis. Feed the Greek freak. Feed him. Ain't nobody. I would say nothing. Missoula can coach the team. True can go coach the team. Tiffany can coach the team. I wouldn't give two shits. We winning it. That's all I know. We get Giannis.
Hmm.
Listen, we get that one player. I swear, even if they was to get KD for just 1 year, it's over. I'm telling y'all now, it's over.
Mm.
It's
but you know,
over.
yeah,
Huh?
I know y'all making moves this summer though. That's a
Oh
fact.
yeah, yeah. Listen, man, we got to get down. We got to get that apron down.
all I'm gonna say is this though, man. Y'all think Tatum got help now? I'm all hey, you know what I mean? Hey, because there's
Listen, man.
there's options else you can get. You know what I mean? Celtics tank somehow get the first round pick. AJ DeBonsa from BYU. You
Mm,
know what I mean? Hey, another you know, in that area. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know, so
yeah.
hey
Yeah.
man, who knows, man? Who
Listen,
knows,
man.
man?
Brad's about to do some magic, man. He gonna call Danny and say, "Yo, how does this fleecing work? How you got Brooklyn? Show me the ropes, man." You know, something's gonna happen, man. I'm telling you, something's gonna happen. I wouldn't mind, like I said, I wouldn't mind Kessler on the team. They've been talking about something like that. Danny, Danny wants something back in return. That's all it takes, man. It's about what the package look like. That's it. Who we giving up? We sitting better than the Lakers. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
We we could see the championship. The Lakers can't. You know what I mean? They at the bottom of the mountain, man.
We need a center first.
Y'all should have never gave up AD, man. I'll tell you that. Should have never
I
gave up
miss A.
AD for
If
that
you
game.
ask me, I miss AD.
Y'all, it showed on the court. Y'all missed AD.
Man, we look like a little league team, man. Trying to
Oh,
get rebounds. Us, the Lakers.
yeah, I know. My
At
homeboy
game
said, right?
five.
Listen, if we could get Embiid, imagine the Embiid on the Celtics. We sit his ass down for the whole fucking year until the playoffs. It's a wrap.
No, no, you
Championship.
sit them. No, you let them play 30 games to get the field, and then you
Yeah,
sit his ass down until the playoffs. That
it's a
nigga gonna
wrap.
be a monster, man.
That's a fact.
Just like Kawhi was.
Man, B still gonna get hurt, man. Y'all got me. Man, still gonna get hurt, man.
Yo, how you gonna wish him to get hurt on our team, bro?
You don't
Come
wish him no.
on,
I
man.
ain't wish him nothing though, man. I don't trust him. He probably gonna get. Listen, man.
Yo, what y'all think Philly gonna do with him? They keeping him?
I don't. I don't know. They may be.
They
That's
need
how his
they
injury is. So we
need
don't know. We gonna
to
even.
start
The thing
over.
is, we don't know if he gonna ever come back being his peak form. So we ain't.
Mm-hmm.
They need a
Exactly.
reset, man. They need a reset. Start over.
Nigga, they need to duct tape his knees. They need all types of shit to done to that man's knees, man.
Philly
He needs
fans,
to.
just take care of the third pick. That's all y'all gotta do.
I'm happy
You
though.
better just get. They better get Ace Bailey, bro. They better not do
That's
anything
what I'm
trying to get
saying.
Ace Bailey. Yo, that's yo. You seen Gilly the kid told Paul George in his face that they need to rebuild? That's crazy, bro.
He cooked his
Yeah.
ass because he was
That
delusional
is
on the Pivot
crazy.
podcast, bro.
Yeah, he was.
He was delusional,
He told that
man.
man his man Paul George's face. See, that's why I be saying you can't be just calling people to solve like listen, that will never happen to Tatum. That will never happen to Tatum. You come from my corner to his face, hey, we gotta rebuild. We can't do
Yeah, that's wild, bro. To rebuild
that
is
is
wild.
insane, man. That's
Like
insane,
you
bro.
got on the team to win a chip. This nigga telling you you gotta
But Gilly's
rebuild.
always
That is
clowning
crazy.
though, right?
He told you in your face, like we gotta rebuild. It's
Nah,
crazy.
but see, hold on, true. You gotta you know Gilly be clowning. How you know Gilly didn't say I'm gonna say this?
Bro, you seen the clip? You seen the clip? You seen the clip?
Nah, I didn't see it. I didn't
No,
see it.
you
I
see
heard
it, you gonna
about it.
understand it. Now, if you see it, you go visit. You see it, bro.
Uh huh.
Like
So hold on. What
even you,
PG say? PG didn't say nothing.
I forgot. Dang, what did he say? I just saw because he was like, "Yo, Gilly be passionate."
Mm-hmm.
Fuck,
Yeah, yeah,
if
he
Gilly do
is.
be passionate, so it's like I forgot exactly what he said. I'll send it to you if I can find it on the ground. But
Yeah.
that, yeah, that was crazy. Like, yeah, you
That's how I was when I
Paul
heard you
George.
talking, man. When I heard you talking about Mizzou, I'm like, yo, I want this man to drop the link. Because I gotta come at him about this fucking Joe Missoula guy that he's been fucking advocating for. Like, damn, my nigga,
Brad
like,
Stevens advocated too. Listen, listen. He thought Imodoka was a great coach. People question Imodoka. Let's not act like people question him as a coach. And
nah,
fast forward, look what
I
Imodoka's
didn't know.
doing.
I didn't. I mean,
But
I thought he did.
I'm just
Yeah, yeah,
saying,
yeah,
listen.
yeah.
I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying, listen, everybody ain't perfect. Even everybody ain't perfect, but he trusted, he has a vision, he knows basketball. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I, I think I mean,
Bro, I
I
told you,
think he
right?
took it.
I'm gonna do you. I'm gonna do you that solid, right? What I'm gonna do? I'm a because you know I be on the sports talk radio out here a lot. I'm gonna record the shows one day, and I'm gonna send it to your DM. When you hear that, you're gonna be like, "Damn, Maybach, I thought you was going hard on Joe Mazzulla." The whole
Bro, you
bar,
hear, bro? They all online too. I be seeing it too. They be online. That's not even
yeah, it's
they lost the first game.
98.5. It's 98.5.
Yeah,
If you say yeah, it's
I think I
98.5. They
heard.
got a
Yeah,
YouTube channel.
I heard.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's
they
called
be,
Sport.
but
Uh huh. Go ahead. My fault.
yeah,
Go
but
ahead.
they be hard on everybody though. Like they be shitting on. They be certain things like, all right, bro, that's kind of crazy. But I forgot I heard something. It was something. It was I don't know. It was some Patriots stuff. It's like, all right, they just.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it was something. It was like. But they hate on Taylor Brown on that radio station too, though. So I was like, I don't know.
No, that's a
They
fact.
same people. So I don't know. Like I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
They just have.
That's all I was trying to tell Tiff earlier. Like, she's like, "Oh well, you shouldn't be complaining, Maybach. We won last year," and it's just like, so because we won last year, we supposed to just be like, "Oh well, we lost to the Knicks.
No,
Okay, so
I think
what?"
her point is not. I think her point is
Mm-hmm.
like not to like to be satisfied, but it's like to. It's not hard. It ain't easy to win a championship, especially in this era, because we're about to have like 7 different championships in the last 7 years.
True,
So,
I get that,
um,
but true. But before the playoffs started, I was on your live and we was like, "Yo, it's gonna be the first team since the Warriors to go back to back." I even fell for that, bruh. I was drinking that same juice, bruh, because I'm like,
things
"Oh, we got
happen.
the Knicks." I'm like, "Oh, we
I
got the
mean,
Knicks. This
we
is
also
easy."
said, but we also
Uh-huh.
said injuries is going to be a big part of that.
That's a fact. You did say that.
So,
That's a
I
fact.
mean,
We
I
did
get
say
what you're
that,
saying though, but like, I mean, we didn't think we was gonna lose like this. Like, I mean, everything
bro.
literally went wrong,
Nobody thought we was gonna lose like this.
bro. Because
Vegas didn't
listen,
know. Nobody.
yeah,
Only the Knicks fans believed in the Knicks, and some of the real
bro,
Knicks fans that I
everything
know.
literally went wrong.
Yeah,
Everything
facts,
literally went wrong in the series. Like
bro.
literally everything that
The
went
people
wrong at
that
the
I
wrong time.
personally know that are Knicks fans was like, "Yo, Maybach, I was shocked when y'all lost 2 games at home. Nobody saw that coming, bro.
Yeah,
I got a video. If I send it to you, I don't know, cause see, I get if you know how my regular channel is. I put
Right.
informative things on there, and they call me conspiracy theorist. There's a great
Right.
breakdown on why the Celtics lost, and it's if you watch this breakdown, you'll be like, yeah, I don't know if y'all are into gematria. Gematria is when they do shit with numbers. And
Yeah.
Diddy's 55 years old. He lives in New York. This is why the
Right.
Celtics lost. It was on the 50th day of since the last time, no, 50 something. It was 50 something adding up to the last time the Celtics played the Knicks in the playoff. Everything lined up, bro. And me, when I see those type of things like that with numbers, it's like, oh, okay, I super get it. But of course, the people that ain't into that, they're gonna be like, oh, that's a conspiracy theory and all this other stuff. But it's like, bro, this been going on since the beginning of time. It has nothing to do with conspiracy
Right.
theory. It's just everything that's done in this world is off of numbers, especially when we do talking about these elite folks. Everything they do is in numbers. Just like that Brooklyn Bridge that got hit. That bridge ain't never been touched since it was built. And it just so happened to be a military ship going by. So they didn't know that ship was too tall and it was going to hit the bridge. Come on, man. When you see certain things, like me, I don't know. Like Dave Chappelle said in the stand up, there's certain things that is presented to me like surface level. I go behind the surface and go in depth with it because it just doesn't make sense to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, same thing with 9/11 when that shit happened. I was like, yo, hold on. Shit's looking a little weird. You get what I'm saying? But that's just me. I can't speak for everybody. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we'll chop it up. I know. So when's your next live? You
Yeah.
said
We'll
it's this
chop.
weekend, right?
Yeah. 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 Wednesday.
Okay.
We'll
All
come
right.
back Wednesday. Wednesday night
Yeah, yeah,
again.
definitely.
5 p.m.
All right, bro. I
Everybody.
appreciate
Salute.
you, man.
Yeah. No
Salute to you,
problem.
man.
Maybach. Salute to you, man.
All right. You
Salute to
already
you.
know. All right. Bless up, man.
Bless up. Yes, sir.
All right. Peace.
Hey. Salute to everybody that pulled up on the panel. Salute to everybody that was in the chat. We appreciate y'all, man. Everybody on that on Facebook, on Twitter. Salute to y'all. We'll be back next Wednesday, 5 p.m., man. Salute to everybody. Peace and love.